Hello, everyone.
Hey!
Hello.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Welcome to another episode of The Role Players.
Woo!
Yes, in the year of double crit, 2020. Yeah, pretty exciting.
That's right. Let's roll and see if we get crits.
Yeah, we'll do that later.
Or if you roll like
Double
with
crit?
No.
No.
advantage, or probably even better, if you roll with disadvantage.
It's the
and
year
you
of
get
advantage.
2 20s.
Yeah.
That's a tasty double crit.
That's
Oh.
actually, yeah.
That's
that-
very rare.
If that happens, we're going to do something special.
That's like, yeah.
that
Our brains will explode.
Yeah.
I've only, I think, seen that happen a
on
couple
air.
of times, and there was some freaking out for sure.
Oh, for sure. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
They
Like
calls
bite
for
their
it.
knuckles. They're like,
Because when you have disadvantage, you're always just like, no, this should be great. And then like if you manage to still crit, it's probably
Yeah.
well, maybe we'll see.
it's a sign that you're loved by the Force. That you're special.
Mm.
I feel like that's what the Force is telling me when I roll a 20.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
And you are special.
Thank
So,
you.
yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, all right, guys. Well, this is our first show of 2020. Alyssa, great to have you back. We missed you at the
Great to be
Christmas
back.
episode. Yes. Announcements. We just have a couple tonight. I want to officially introduce Mike to the community. And most of you know Mike. He's been in chat for the last several episodes, staying with us. Staying with us last night on our Star Wars one-shot till 3 a.m. Chicago time. So
Crazy
he
Mike.
is a
That's
trooper.
commitment. Yeah.
And we love him, and we are so
Nice.
excited to have him as part of the team.
Yeah, Mike.
Stamina, actually,
Mike,
really.
you earn some
Stamina.
more Thai food when I come to Chicago soon.
There
Oh,
you go.
yum.
I
Boom.
bet Thai food's good in
I
Chicago.
want to earn some Thai food. How
I
do I?
bet Thai
Yeah,
food's
what
good.
do I do?
Food
Yeah.
in general is good in Chicago.
I'm going to put in my ticket.
I've never
Food
been,
in
but
LA
I
is
could see
good,
that.
But I've heard Chicago is like a foodie place.
That makes
Oh,
sense.
That's fun.
Yeah,
That's
they-
cool.
They take it seriously.
That's cool.
I mean, we do too
Serious-
in LA,
seriously.
but
We have some good Thai here. Also
Oh, yeah.
on announcements, we have we're doing a little like secret giveaway if we happen to get up 3 more followers tonight because we're really close to 150. And we thought, I'm just gonna throw something out there if we happen to get some people. I've put that out there on the socials. We'll see if people
Alright.
show up and follow.
All right.
We got a little something fun to give away. Other than that, anybody here have any announcements?
I'm carrying an alien baby.
Congrats on your
Congrats
it's like
on that.
4th show baby, I think.
I
Yeah.
can't help myself.
Well, understandable. I mean, jumpsuit, so
Yeah.
meant,
Whoa.
meant to be.
Yeah.
You have a thing for aliens, clearly.
It's pretty, yeah. I won't go into it, but
Probably for the best.
Probably best, yeah.
We'll save
Let's
that for
move on
another announcement.
from that weird, awkward moment. No, just kidding. I'm very excited, guys, to get started again. Very quick recap for last episode.
That would be really helpful. I can barely remember.
I know. I had to like sit down and think, like, what was it? I remember we screwed around a lot. It was
So
Christmas
long
episode.
ago.
I have almost a photographic memory of it. I could almost recount it word for word. I mean, the whole the thing at the tailor shop with you.
That was fantastic.
What?
The armorers.
The armor, almost
Yeah.
photographic.
So
That's good.
I do
basically,
remember that.
to pull everybody back in, the party left Merrig after concluding their business there. You stopped to talk to Tolith and the forming militia on the edge of town, who told you that some lone rider approached the town, but they basically scared it off, and they never ascertained the identity of that said rider. You decided to push on up north to Vordin. Along the way, there was some kind of creature started to burrow out of the ground as trees started to rattle and fall over. You guys decided to not stop, wisely, and to push on to Vordin. There you saw the walled, impressive city of the kingdom. It is the jewel of the kingdom. It is the center of trade for this entire region. And 30-foot walls, reinforced gates, guards everywhere. Every manner of anything you want to buy is available. And they really don't care who you are, what you are. You are welcome in Vordin if you have coin. You guys got past the guards and made your way into the city where you split the party, which I thought was an interesting choice as you're hunted by about 4 or 5 factions right now.
Best to not linger together and draw attention.
So that
right?
one
That-
faction
Split
can
up.
find each member of the party.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Although
And
we
we
did-
can do
pick
what
'em
we've
off.
done
Yeah. Who's
over
where?
10
Where are we?
sessions, which is rescue each other every time one of us screws up.
Exactly. Well,
But we didn't make any kind of plan about how we would reconvene, right?
I thought we had.
Did we say?
no,
at,
you
like,
did.
the
You were all going to
Hightower?
meet at the Wet and
Wet
Whistle.
and
Yeah.
whistle.
At what
Um,
time? Or when?
Actually,
I think just whenever we were
Yes, you
done
are.
doing our stuff.
Yeah.
Is what I
It was
remember
just
us
to kind of
saying.
reconvene there when you were done.
All right.
But you are sitting, so Erisette is sitting at I believe it's the west gate. And
The
the
gate-
the
if
gate
you
that
came
you
in.
guys came in, and just, in Strider style, you're sitting kind of in the half dark at the tavern. That's right.
Yep.
Each gate has a tavern right off of it to welcome travelers
Yep.
and relieve them of some initial coin. You're sitting in the dark watching that gate to see if you were followed or see if anybody else comes in that might be of interest.
See what I can discover.
Spider did point out that there was a FLIR contact outside of the gate, but you guys did not engage. You just basically rode right past.
We never found him. And
No.
that's another thing I'm looking for.
No,
is I
you.
can-
He pointed it out from the outside,
Oh,
but you guys didn't address it, and you just rode into the
Yeah,
city.
we just chose not to.
We didn't want
We
to
didn't
truck
wanna-
with all that yet.
Yeah.
We didn't want to, with our attention,
oh, then
draw
am
attention
I
to us.
able to see him from where I am in the tavern?
Not at the moment. He was
You
outside
can go
the
find
gate.
him and assassinate
Yeah.
him.
Well,
Oh, I thought you were
Great.
just saying to sass him. You can go sass
You could go.
him.
I can go
You
in.
go
You
assassinate him.
Probably better.
I
Assassinate.
love that.
Hashtag assassinate's a new
That
thing,
might-
by the
that
way.
Assassinate.
That might happen.
Hashtag assassinate.
Created on the show.
May not.
Thank you, Alyssa.
You're
That's
welcome.
brilliant. I love it.
yeah.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, totally.
That's totally what I
Sure.
thought he said too.
Totally.
You only hear what you
Otto,
hear.
meanwhile, went to buy an impressive piece of armor, a chest plate specifically, and found a wonderful reception at a very high-class establishment where he was wined and treated to an extremely exquisite chess piece that he ended up purchasing for a lot of coin. It was a polished silver, had an embossed crown, and each point of the crown had different colored gems in it.
Well, not necessarily a lot of coin.
Not anywhere
There
near
was
as much
some
coin as it
bartering.
should have been.
Well,
Yes, that
yes,
was-
it was
what would- did
a
that go
couple
up?
thousand originally,
Yeah.
I think, and you got him down to 500. Was it 500? I think.
But he got an
Because-
amazing magical artifact
That's
in
right.
return.
Remember
Because of
he-
his trick, his little
Yes.
trickaroo.
Shh.
That's right. The
It's just
selling of some of
Sell your
the
body for something?
some of the shard
I
spire.
know
Yeah.
that, Alyssa, it
Shard
was
spire.
amazing.
He
so
did
he
some manipulative.
charmed the guy.
He did. He did.
into-
He did
He
well.
kind of.
Yeah.
It wasn't even maybe it was a spell. Was it a spell? Or was it just your
There
Chicago?
was
I'm
some
sorry.
spellcraft
There
involved.
was
Okay.
craft.
Because
Yeah.
it basically sold him on hope. Like he gave him this stone
Well-
where he believed
It
he
was
could get everything he
Shardspire, right?
wanted.
It was.
It was just plain old Shardspire, but he convinced him that it was
Whoa.
like a valuable, precious thing that allowed him to see everything he wanted to see.
You guys are
there was
going to
a bit
get
of
Otto's side of
bamboozled.
the story eventually,
Yeah.
which, might,
Yeah.
might be.
That's right. You guys
bit
weren't there, so no commenting on it.
No.
Tabitha, meanwhile, in very
What was I
Tabitha
doing?
fashion, what were you doing? What did you do? You went to the bank.
Oh,
you
of course I
deposited-
did. I
Yeah.
forgot.
You deposited money. You have 2% interest at this time, given the small amount of
Oh,
deposits.
this is my notes.
She was,
Yes.
yeah, she was
I told you
very-
I have to keep an entire accounting
I
now.
can
Tabitha.
kind of see.
Which is my least favorite
Six.
thing, by the way, to track money.
$5,000 deposit grows to 6% annually. I took
5,000.
some notes. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it does.
but
It
I
like
have-
at those levels, it triggers
How
higher
much did she
percent.
deposit?
Oh,
not that
250?
much.
They gave you such a hard time, and you gave
No,
them such a
450,
hard time back.
450.
I loved it.
That's where
So it's a
they.
pretty
They
good.
tried to make her feel
pretty good
small,
size.
and she was having none of it.
I think you
She
handled
was
that
like-
well.
Yeah, she's out-snubbed the snobby banker.
So,
Impressive.
Willard, who's obviously not here tonight, he went along with you, but didn't go into the bank, and we're not really sure what he's doing right now. Now, Alyssa, we didn't really get to what your character did. We kind of just had you tagging along with Tabitha, but you are with Spider, so and jump in there, and then we will circle back to what happened to poor Seville, which ended the episode when he went to meet with his contacts and he was captured and disarmed.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
Not surprising. It's
We're all in need of rescue.
Yeah,
Yeah,
these are
typical.
the bar.
Typical.
We're supposed to meet.
Luckily for us, I know Seville can handle himself.
I'm with me on people.
At least for long enough for us to.
Hopefully.
Yes. Exactly. So, guys, without further ado, let's jump in. And I think we
To another
will.
episode.
I think we're going to begin with you, Alyssa. I'd like to hear what you would like to do.
I mean, whatever you had me doing, I'm fine with.
I'm sitting, I'm petting the horses.
I
Okay.
would have been very torn up about who to go. I wouldn't have liked that we were splitting up.
Mm-hmm.
And definitely would have lobbied for us all to stay together, but apparently
For sure.
No one listened.
no
to
one
you.
listened to me.
Idiots.
And
You
so-
needed to assassinate us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried to fully assassinate everybody, and I failed on my check. Yeah. So me and Spider, I guess maybe we would have just went with you to the tavern, because tavern feels like a pretty open
Okay.
thing to do.
All right. So,
So like I see like Eris and Azora being like, oh, wait. That and I'm like kind of plodding back to the tavern. And Eris just like sees her coming in, like, oh great, my cover's blown.
you're like trying to shrink back into the shadow a little
Like-
bit. Like, All right. So, you do see that Erisette left the party and went back to the tavern that was right inside of the first gate. And pull up the map so you know the name of that one. Yes.
Oh, of course.
That was the Daily Pint Pub. So, you make your way inside. The taverns here are not what you've seen so far on Anacroli. It's very large. It's very well furnished. There's no sawdust on the floor. Nice furniture. There's a beautiful bar at the back that runs the length of the back room. It's highly polished, beautiful mahogany wood. There are little lamps at each table. There are a lot of travelers sitting around. It's pretty quiet in here. There's a bard you see in the corner that's setting up, about to play. People are just having some drinks. And you see Erisette in the corner by a window, kind of half looking, half in shadow, half looking out this window at the gate. And she has definitely spotted you and Spider coming in. What would you like to do?
I mean, we'll go over to her,
Okay.
of course, and sit down with her.
Hello.
Hello. I guess this is the biggest party that we can manage. 3.
Well, many of them just took off. They seem to have their own plans, and I thought it was ill-advised, but there could be some advantage to it if we think about it. I mean, we don't want to be conspicuous. And we did make a meeting.
Oh yes, we would not want to be
We made a
conspicuous at
meeting
all.
point. We did make a meeting point. We're to meet at the Whistling Pig,
The wet and whistle.
the Wet and Whistle.
But-
I don't think there's a
Oh,
tavern
there's
called
Seth's
that.
photographic memory.
Photographic, not auditory, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
but
Photographs
something with
of-
pigs. At some point, we didn't
Something with a
really
W.
specify the time, but I imagine it'd be about dusk, and I think we've missed something, so I'm keeping my eyes out.
Did you just consider and refer to Spider as one of the party?
Yep.
Remember? When he
And
was
you're not
trying
here to
capture-
give
Yeah,
us an eye
you're
roll
not there.
for it.
You're not there.
I know.
I know.
I'm
was
probably
Chad saying
heading
that.
back to the
What?
to the wet and whistle.
Okay, you're gonna go to the wet and whistle. Okay. Are you guys doing anything else? Just having this little conversation?
For now, yeah.
We should probably go back there.
Go back where?
To where we're going to meet everyone.
No, it's too soon.
What?
I mean, you're welcome to, but I'm keeping my eyes peeled. I'm sure there's something happening in this town, and I'm sure we've missed something. So I'm here, and I'd appreciate if you could try to keep a low cover.
Oh,
Nothing
sure.
orange, for example. I mean, they're very accepting here, but just nothing that draws too much attention, if you don't mind.
And Erisette, as you say that, you lean forward and look out the window again and roll a perception check for me.
What do your elven eyes see?
Oh, I thought I was rolling on that.
First,
I
roll
see a 7.
up
It's a
and then-
dirty window. What is... Hold on a minute, and I take my... And I roll again.
No.
Let me tell you how this is gonna go.
Yeah.
Love that.
Because the window is actually quite clean, as the rest of this tavern is quite clean, and it's pretty impressive.
7.
Yeah, no. So you once again, you just have this feeling that there's something that's going to come through this gate, but right now it just looks like standard trade.
Yeah, they had a
Nothing
shitty
that's
vantage point also.
piquing your
I mean, I was
interest.
trying to be super inconspicuous, but now that they're here, I figure like I may as well just kind of I could like move to a better window even and get a square view.
Rude.
That's okay. I understand.
I mean, no, please don't take it personally. I don't mean it. No, I'm happy to see you, Anazora. You understand, don't you? And Spider, you know, I do appreciate that you're here. I just don't really know what we're going to be in for. Trying not to get too attached.
Sounds ominous, but I understand. I don't either. I'm just here to help.
I know, Spider.
Well, I guess we just wait until something interesting comes through the gate.
I'm sitting at the Wet and Whistle just like, now I spent forever, it seems like, shopping and there's no one here. And I'm just like drinking at a table to myself, like checking out
Are
what's
you
going
wearing
on.
your new thing?
Yeah!
He's never taking
Oh,
that off.
oh,
He's
you
gonna
are.
sleep in
Okay.
it.
So you at the Wet and Whistle now is a very different type of tavern. Of all the taverns, and there are 6 taverns in Vordin, this is the only one that's kind of like the seedy dive tavern.
I'm wearing my jeweled
Yeah,
dress.
You
right.
are
Yeah.
decked
That'll
out.
go over
It's
well.
full of what you can tell are the workers, the
This is
horsemen, the
rude.
cartsmen,
get
all the people
beaten
that
up.
assist the merchants in this town.
This is probably good for him.
On my way to my table, I was just like, excuse me,
Yeah,
pardon
the
me.
table is covered with ale. This is not a clean place. It's rowdy. It's early enough in the day. You're not seeing fights break out, but you see some people kind of like pushing past each other. It's a
yeah.
rougher crowd in here.
Uh-oh.
What a wonderful rendezvous spot they've chosen.
But wasn't it supposed to be a high-profile kind of place? What was it that made us pick that place? I forget. It was like something where the highborn.
I feel like it was
Maybe.
my
I think-
idea, but I don't remember
Roll
why
a history
I chose
check.
it.
And I think you might be.
Let's see if your
Just like
character
the name.
remembers.
It's-
17
Oh.
plus 4. So
20.
Damn,
21.
you remember that's your photographic memory.
There it is.
Well done.
There it is.
So you remember this place,
60%
or
of the time
you're not
it
even
works
there,
all the
right? So
time.
you remember talking about the Wet and Whistle with Seville,
Right.
and that he had to go there to meet somebody, and so he had mentioned it already. And Spider also talked about the Wet and Whistle being kind of like the one tavern that he knows there as well.
Okay. all
So
right.
you've heard the name from multiple
Okay,
people
I
at this
had
point.
it that it was some kind of, because there was some giant party later on too, where the highborn went past and Seville interacted, and they said, "Oh, we'll see you later tonight."
That's at the Inner Circle,
the inner
And-
circle.
and
which is
That's
the other
I
tavern.
think I had only talked to them alone. I
Yeah.
don't think they were
he
privy
just
to
talked
it.
No. Right now, I'm just like getting.
You're
my
just
bearings.
metagaming. That's fine.
I don't need to. I'm getting my XYZ coordinates.
No, it's fine. It's fine. We've had a
But-
break. It's hard to get
You're
back
helping
into
out
it.
everybody watching,
Okay,
so yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
So that CD place that's where we're meeting, and it's because Seville knew it.
And are you guys gonna head over that way?
Yeah, guys, I think with them here, there's no point.
Oh, is that
Maybe
what
we
you're
should-
looking for? I'll just point to a random merchant walking through the gate.
No.
Is that what you're looking for?
No, dear, no.
Is that one?
Yeah. This
There's
is,
plenty of people coming through this gate. They are all very interesting.
I have a good idea. Why don't we start walking up to the rendezvous point? Okay, we can keep our eyes peeled together, all 3 of us.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
Okay. And if anybody asks who we are and what we're doing,
We say I'm Anazora Miralar.
from the Feywild.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And do you still have your hood drawn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or should I
As
maybe
you
just
take a
stay quiet?
mischievous sip from your cup.
Mm.
Are
Let
we
me
there
reach
yet?
for my
Are we there
dice.
yet?
Dun,
Are we
dun,
there
dun.
yet? Are we there
All right.
yet? Are we there? I'm
So
waiting
you
to
guys are
figure that
making
out.
your way over.
Oh, yeah.
You're already
Are
sitting
we there yet?
at the tavern.
And Zora,
Nope.
could we
Play a
pretend
game.
that I've brought you for a show that I've brought you to do certain special tricks. We can pretend that we've been invited to show the Queen and King, for example, something special. You can still say you're Anazora from the Feywild.
Oh, that sounds so fun. What am I going to show them?
This doesn't matter really. You just have to say that you really
Oh, you
showing
can say
them.
you're painted.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, no, there's
Like one of those little statue people.
No, that could be it, that you change colors, etc. Just pretend I'm your trainer, okay? I don't want to tell everybody that I am Princess, whatever, from wherever. I'd rather not discuss my own.
sure.
So could we just pretend I'm your trainer and you're
Love
okay?
that.
Okay, great. That way,
It's quite fun. I hope someone asks.
if anybody asks. Great. And Spider, you can be the assistant.
All right.
All right,
All
great.
right. That sounds good.
Great. Let's make our way to the wet and whistle.
All right. And Spider kind of gruffly gets up and is kind of now acting almost like a bodyguard and is clearing the path ahead of you as you guys make your way out.
Great.
Meanwhile, we're going to return to Seville.
Oh, Seville.
Seville Ranta. Now you can hear still the faint noises of the tavern above. You're in a small room. There are 4 individuals there. You still have a blade to your throat as they are taking off your hat, taking off your weapons. They know every trick and stored item on your person, and they slowly take it off. And
Ooh,
as
slowly.
no, not everything.
It's your
Slowly.
Not
your moment.
not yet.
I always wondered
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
what Seville's profession was.
Oh my
Now
god.
we know.
That's
I'm
what the
imagining the
edge
fan art on that
guards
one.
Yeah.
are. It's like
And
a
as the
Chippendale.
pole lowers down, no, I'm just kidding. All right, so
It's got
you
a
feel
bubble.
hands checking you, looking, making sure they got everything on you, and slowly you see a woman come from behind and stand in front of you. You know this woman instantly, and you are shocked to see her. This is the head of the Edgeguard, who should not be in Vordin in a this little safe house situation.
What?
And she just looks you over, and she is elven, as you are, with the same kind of shorter ears. Slightly, these elves are slightly different. Their ears aren't as long. They're more like a half-elf type length. She has dark ebony skin and almost a shaved head, just a close cropped hair. She's wearing the full armor that you have so
Very
longed
like
for.
Wakanda forever.
Oh, it's very that feel. The armor is a bluish gray
Yeah.
and looks light, but has a sound to it, and you get the sense that it's both heavy but light at the same time, strong but very light. It's kind of a mithril kind of sheen to it as she moves, but she looks at you with almost hate in her eyes.
I no go to deal, Mehanna.
I'm not interested in those pleasantries. Keep that blade to his throat.
Hmm?
Do you know why I'm here?
No.
No idea.
No.
Seville Ranta, who's supposed to be in a different place,
Hmm?
going about anachrally, against orders. Hunted by the Crown's Guard, hunted by several factions. You've done everything except come to us.
I got to you as fast as I can.
There are bigger problems, and I need to know if you're a part of them.
Well, ask questions. I'll speak honestly, you'll know that.
You report, and I'll decide whether I'll just kill you and deal with the consequences.
Ooh.
That's fair.
Harsh.
Ask your questions or I'll
Speak.
tell my story.
I said to speak.
So you sent me to Faerun. You sent me to change
I
information.
know your mission.
Well, what would you like to know? How I got
Tell
here?
me what happened when you left.
I found a captain. As you know, chasing rumors, most all of them false about Anachrony. This captain had correct coordinates, correct information. So I befriended him. I acted like a fellow adventurer, my cover as a travel logger. And after I found out he was on to Anacrely, had hired a crew, was planning to set sail, I snuck into his quarters. I burned all of his maps, burned all of his books, and I thought that was that. I caught whiff of another organization, a criminal organization, with similar information about Anacrely. I went to go spy on them to see what
Which
information.
organization?
I don't know. Didn't find out. It was close to the same night that the captain, who had told me when he was going to set sail, and I thought I had deterred him enough, sprung a surprise leave, and I barely got my equipment, chased down to the dock where they were boarding, about to set sail. I got myself on board. Again, talked to the captain. Didn't let on that he was headed toward this mysterious place called Anacrely. Watching his moves, tried to dissuade him again that this is just a fool's tale. You're going to get yourself too deep into sea, not enough stars, and risk everybody on board. He's determined, to say the least. I left him that night and planned on either taking over the boat or sinking it, as were my orders. That night, I woke up. I had been poisoned.
You're boring me. These are small details of a small world. You have 30 seconds. Otherwise, I will kill you myself.
I don't know what you're asking for.
What happened when you arrived on Anacrely?
Well, I sent out my flare. The arcane ballistas took out another ship that had followed the captain's ship. We were taken into custody. Ivel, his name, Crown Guard. I put me as a person of interest, which I understand. He thought that I did not do my duty, which, as you look, I didn't. The people with us put us in a cage, some creature.
Ivel is dead. The magistrate there is dead.
What?
What happened after you were in
They put
the
us.
carriage?
They put me in a prison carriage. They did not task me with taking these others to the barracks to be questioned, to be debriefed. I wanted to go back to Carthan. I wanted to go to a safe house to be debriefed. That didn't happen. They took my weapons away. We were ambushed on the road by the Sumrak.
And at this moment,
Yeah.
you feel an intense pain as you feel her enter your mind and starts going through your thoughts. A power that you have never experienced, that you ever knew it could get to that level. And you feel her literally taking a thought and picking it apart and looking at it, moving aside, as if she's worming through your mind. And excruciating pain. You start to fall down, even as the blade cuts into your throat. You can't stop. And they pull you back up. You take 5 points of psychic damage. And then she's out. And just like that, the pain is instantly over. And you find your legs again and stand back up. Seville Ranta. You are not long enough in the Edgeguard for me to believe your words. We have a problem. A big problem. A problem that threatens the crown, more than letting some people find our continent. We have treason at hand. And somehow, I don't know how, you are in the center of it.
Well, that's a lie.
No,
No,
it's
I
not
am.
a lie. You are at the center of it. Whether you are a player in that, I don't believe you are. You are at the center of it.
What do you want to do? You want to give me information? This is all new to me. I did my best. I tried to get... I sensed it too. Ivel, the Crown's Guard. There's also a shade trade. Crown Guard is involved. I was captured there. I've been trying to move the assets.
We know the shade trade.
Well, I've been trying to move the assets as far away as possible, trying to get them to the kingdom. They're evidence of the world, of Faerun. Things have gone sour. I can't control them all of the time, and they've made some enemies. So I've tried to rush them along to here, get to the safe house, turn over the assets.
Just so we're clear, I do not care about the assets that you are speaking of.
Well,
The
you might-
people from Faerun,
Yes.
that's something the Crown's Guard could deal with. That is not something the Edgeguard cares about.
Well, I have something that the Edgeguard might be interested in as part of my moving them out of
Tell
Navier.
me.
The mansion, the silver, the gold thing that
Mhm.
you've confiscated. It's a communicative device.
I know. I know all about it. I've read all of your thoughts.
So you know that there's an entity on the other side, a mind user.
I do. I do. This is starting to fill in some pieces, but not enough. You can lower your weapons on him. Seville, we have captured some information that someone within the Crown's Guard is making a play to kill the king, to usurp the entire kingdom, working with agents from kingdoms of the south. We need to know what's going on, and we know that it's much bigger than a standard political ploy. This artifact that you bring, the including of a deity, I think we are headed for some serious trouble. We're going to need your help.
Well, you know, I'll serve it to the end.
You give him stuff back.
I also have that journal. Did you see it in my pack? It's personal notes from, he calls himself the necromancer. He's Balak the vivisector. We destroyed him in his mansion, dealing with the undead. It's his personal notes. I haven't looked through them all, but there's also a book that one of the others has. It's in a language I don't know. One of the party members has the ability to read it. He's been looking it over, but that may be of interest in some kind of connection. But Fanouge has been mentioned. However, and you probably know more than I do, so I apologize for getting this information out. But the communicative device, I thought, had something to do with Fanouge, and obviously they have nothing to do with Fanouge. And that's what I know. so
Fornuge
far.
is a new player in this, though we knew there was something else involved. This is quite disturbing.
There's another thing.
What?
One of these others from Faerun, Elvish, she's been having dreams about a darkness, a consumption, something that is not only on her world, but she seems to be having that prescient sense now. She may be one to look at.
And where did you leave these assets of yours?
We're all supposed to meet at the Whistle here. I told them.
I see. So, hunted by various factions, including the Crown's Guard, of which there are over 200 in the city alone, you thought you'd just let them wander about, go shopping?
I suppose that's my first mistake, yes.
I don't think that's your first mistake. I think you have many mistakes.
But they're alive, they're here, I've got intel, I did my job, maybe I've screwed up a lot, but in the end, you've gotten some stuff that you would not have gotten, and forgive me for speaking out of line, but I take my job seriously, and I'm prepared to do it to the very end, but I'll
Good.
take that
Well,
scold.
I have a
yes.
feeling that you will be needed as such. You may go, collect your things, collect your assets, and we will find you this evening. Do not leave town, and we will have another discussion with your orders.
That's fair enough.
Open the door.
Oh my gosh, that was so stressful.
And as you start to get your items, she
Too much.
spins in a flash with a speed just so impressive that her
Slit his
blade,
throat? No.
her blade is out
And you're
and at your throat again, cutting off a bit of your beard.
Oh,
That was rude.
very.
Listen,
Yes.
I am only going to warn you once. Do not cross us and do not make a misstep. This situation has the king and the kingdom at stake. Do you understand?
I do, but who can I trust? It seems like everybody's turning and acting strange
You
since
can
I've been
trust
gone.
the Edge God, and you can trust, it sounds, perhaps, your assets. I'll judge that for myself.
Well, you know I'm Edge forever.
I'm glad to see it.
Hashtag Edge forever.
Love that.
We're getting a lot of good hats.
Forever. I like that.
She
So
assassinated you a little bit there.
Yeah.
All right.
I like
Did
that.
Now-
sass it up. I kind of dig her. That's like Grace Jones. I'm a little
Yeah.
blushing right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
she's,
Do I
she's-
see them? Are they?
Walking up.
No, I think at this point now they've. Did you guys go straight?
Yeah.
Seen me
Find
crawl
your
out of
way.
the
As
barrel.
straight as we could.
Yeah.
That's some
And
good
as far
ale.
as
So
it'll-
let's
Right.
ass-
Got in my eyes.
let's assume that you asked somebody for the directions and you found your way, because it's
found our
not
way up
on
the city.
the
Yeah.
enticing circle. It's part of the inner bit of the city. So you found where it is, kind of tucked away, hidden from the expensive and valuable places.
The back alley of
It
the-
is. It's not quite back alley, but it's pretty close. All right, and you guys walk in and you see
Ah,
this guy.
finally.
And as you approach, you just see this gleaming silver chess piece with
right.
gems in the crown, and he's just shining here in this dark and dingy, with sawdust on the floor type of place.
You look beautiful.
Wow.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're quite welcome.
So do you.
Oh, thank you.
I did a bit of shopping, tended to some measly errands, but looks like most of us are back together. We're just waiting for Tabitha and Seville. I'm sure they'll be right along.
In Seville, on cue, you step out of the back room.
Ah!
Where's your beard?
No, it's
There's a
there.
chunk
It's
of
just like it's just like a nice clean cut at the bottom.
It's the
Ooh,
barber
you got the
downstairs.
haircut.
Oh, you go for a
Just-
shave at times. It's just a
Sometimes.
thing that,
One of those interesting things that people do.
yes.
Where the
Also-
hell did you get that thing?
Yes. Do you think it's quite discreet?
No, it's not, but that's the idea, isn't it? You see, if we are to meet with the circle,
We're
the
not
leaders here-
meeting with the fucking circle.
What?
I
Why
just
not?
Go right to the bar, and I'm gonna grab a little libation.
He seems grumpy. I'll talk to him.
Find a table.
I follow him
yourself?
over.
Yeah.
I follow
Okay.
him over, and you feel a hand
Well, I'm
on your shoulder.
with them. I'm gonna keep an eye on them, but I'm gonna collect myself.
And
Okay.
I pick up on
I'll
it, too.
purchase that
I-
drink of
I-
his.
I'm watching him
All right.
very carefully, and I see his hand shaking just ever so little as he does his shot. And
Well,
I know
are your
something-
hands shaking?
No, my
No.
mind is.
No.
right,
Yeah.
but
He
no.
doesn't. He's I mean, you can tell that he's visibly upset, but he's not physically
Do
upset.
you not like a new
Right.
haircut? I think it looks quite nice.
Something tells me it's not that. Listen, Seville, I thought we had a plan that we would meet with the leaders here and perhaps mention some of our disturbing findings with death cults and what have you, and see if we could, start to muster up some more powerful forces than our own. Why have you changed your mind?
Well, I didn't change my mind, and I told you not to go to the circle, in which you replied something. But
I believe
no,
my words were something along the
I'm going
lines
to do
of,
what I want, or something like that.
that sounds probably correct.
Right.
Sounds very odd.
So, at your own risk, you can go to the circle. But any information about Fernouge and this communicative device, this golden device, it will not be said any longer.
Well, do you have a reason to mistrust the Circle? I know nothing of them. I'm not from this world. So if you know something I don't, I
don't
say...
have anything specific, but when coin rules, anybody can turn anybody. So,
Well, isn't that the marvelous aspect
yes,
of it?
so we're not
Of
going to
coin.
be dropping our information. Let me just tell you about information in Anacroli, because it's a hell of a lot different than in Faerun. Information is... it's not for everybody. Not everybody can go and educate themselves and gain the information. The libraries that were the vast libraries in Faerun, Candledeep, and in the south, and just it blows my mind how open everything and available everything is. That's not the way it is here. If you've got a secret, you've got to keep it, and you've got to tell people who you trust.
Seville, these people could be in danger. We saw firsthand how Merrig was nearly decimated rather.
Where are we standing right now?
And
It's
Maddie, are you going to go anywhere else or going to go
being
straight
taken
back?
No, I want to
care
go
of.
straight there.
Okay, so we'll say you see Tabitha walk in at this moment and see you guys all talking.
Ah, the one and only.
Are we at the bar still, or are we taking a table?
Well, you guys were at a table.
the
You started to walk off,
perfect.
Are you rich
but
now?
So we're all
Otto's
together at a
engaged.
table,
No,
right?
that's not exactly how the bank
you
works.
you guys are sitting with Spider.
That's
Tabitha walks in,
unfortunate.
and Seville's just standing there, kind of
At
closer
the-
to the bar.
So he's still at the bar.
No, he's close
We're,
to you. He
we're
was
all
trying
at a
to-
table together.
Yeah,
We're
I'm
at a table now.
Yeah.
just dragging the conversation to a table so we're not
Yeah.
speaking in the open.
We're all at a table together.
Inazora, you're quite orange right now.
Mhm.
Is that okay?
I got my hood on.
It's okay. They're very open here, Tabitha. They're accepting of many, many types.
Okay.
But,
I thought we were
in
trying to
case
be like.
anybody else, we had decided that I would be her trainer. She's a
Ooh.
circus show, and that Spider is the hand, the assistant. So,
Ah,
in case,
lovely.
yes,
Fun
not looking
narrative.
to telegraph my true identity.
Got it.
Just in case.
Well,
Got
we were
it.
just trying to
Having an argument.
Yes, imagine that. We're trying to figure out. Perhaps you
Can I
could
get a
weigh in, Tabitha.
Glass of wine, please.
And
Maybe-
Thank you.
the waitress. No problem. I'll be right there.
And I look straight at Seville and I say, "What is wrong?"
Anybody else need anything?
No,
Oh,
we're fine. Just
No, I'm
privacy,
just here for the
actually.
circus.
A sparkling Chalcedon.
Is that
please.
the
Never
waitress?
Yeah,
sparkling
it's
Chalcedon?
the
Did I know?
waitress.
So I just look
you
at
saw
her.
her before when you came in.
Yeah, just some privacy.
Ah, understood.
Thank you.
Would you like a room?
If it's possible, yes.
Well, we have rooms upstairs, or we have rooms in the back. If you just want a
In the
private
back.
room,
Somewhere to talk, maybe have a drink and a pint.
come with me.
I appreciate
And
it.
she leads you, and wine for you. And I didn't understand that drink.
It's a very exotic chalcedony. Have you ever heard of it? It's a micro dosage of a crystal with a bit of sparkling local spring water. Have you?
No, would you like ale or wine?
That sounds so refreshing.
Neither. Sorry, I
Yes.
thought perhaps it'd be available, but no,
No.
no bother.
Okay.
There was sawdust on the floor in this place. What's got
And she
them-
leads you to a back private room,
Good point.
and there's a big round table there with chairs, a little battered, a little musty smelling in here. No windows, one door. She leads you in and then shuts the door. Be back with those drinks.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
we were just trying to figure out what it is
So
we're
the
going to
captain
do.
is dead
What is wrong with you?
I beg
can
your
see it on
pardon?
your
I said the
face.
Captain of what?
of the ship is dead.
Is he
Oh,
poisoned?
I don't know how he died. He's just dead. So why
Okay.
I'm putting this here on the table is that means you could also be very dead as well.
I've been almost dead
Many
nearly
times.
every day since I've gotten here.
I
Exactly.
assumed we'd be in danger from the beginning.
What does this have to do with whether or not
circle.
we should meet with the circle?
We're
Why are
not
you so upset? You didn't
meeting
care about the captain. Why are
With
you?
the circle.
I can see it on your face.
Why
Is
am I
something
upset?
wrong?
Something has shaken you. What is it?
It's
That's
his haircut.
just for me
It's
to know.
not.
Seville.
Yes.
Seville, you have to tell us. You have to trust us.
Thank you for making me smile.
You're quite welcome. It's my
Trust
favourite
you.
thing.
Yes.
That's going to take some time.
Oh,
Hasn't it been a lot of time?
Really?
I'm confused.
Look,
What's happening?
Well, that makes
here,
two of us.
may I say, I thought, and anyone tell me if I'm wrong, we've uncovered a terrible threat to this world in the form of Fornuge and his death cult servants.
True.
And we've learned of multiple towns that were at risk from being injured by this terrible deity. And we've now come here with valuable information that we could share with their leadership that might help protect them or muster up more forces to organize against them and earn us favor in the eyes of those who have power and prestige. So I see
Or
no...
coin.
Absolutely.
All well said.
So then what am
All
I missing?
Well said.
I'm just saying. He's
You
not
don't,
usually
at this
cranky
time-
like he is right now. Something has gotten into him.
Want others to know what you know. And I'll have more to tell you later on, but for right now, trust me or
Oh.
don't.
Here we
Okay.
go. Secrets.
Well, that seems very clear to me, but maybe we should review some of the rules of lying to some of us who are averse.
Also, I will say, hi. But I will say, I think that maybe we should not have any secrets between us.
Ooh.
I think
we can keep secrets from other people, but we should know what those are. Because I will say things if you don't tell me not to say.
Oh, that's why. That's why I just don't tell you. I figured that out long ago. Trust me, I've been doing that.
But I think that we should tell everything to each other because otherwise we're all on different pages.
Well, I suppose that's true, but if nothing else, if we don't know everything about each other, we still need to, if we plan on sticking together, if we still want to be a team, we need to be able to agree on what it is we should do. Now, I'm not, completely hung up on meeting with the Circle. I just thought that would be a good idea given our circumstances.
I
And
actually
I
think
would
it's a great
agree,
idea.
but new information has come on that we should not release this information just quite yet.
Okay, well, can you share with
what
us that
information?
information?
Channels have been compromised.
What does that mean?
Just like
It's
with
some
It just means that
Edgeguard
we're going
code
to
he
keep
speaks
it
in.
between
Channel.
ourselves for right now until I am authorized to tell you more.
What?
This
What
is
is
By
Can we
who?
guess it? Will you give a yes and no?
I'll authorize you now. Authorized. Please share.
I understand, and I understand what it means to be in the dark without having any information. You're in a strange land, you're not at home, and you're being told what to do. You don't have to listen to me at all. You don't. And I understand that we have uncovered the beginnings of something quite large. And for that I'm proud of, and I thank you for it, and so does the kingdom so far. But what I have been advised is that there are goings-on that I have not been briefed with yet, so I'm not certain where I'm to go.
May I paint a picture for you? And you tell me if you, metaphorically,
Oh,
and you tell me if you feel
that's quite
comfortable with
disappointing.
this. We leave here. We go on and do whatever it is we do next. We never meet with the Circle. We never tell them of all the terrible news that we've learned. And then days later, in another town, wherever we are, we learn of a terrible attack here, that Fornuge and his death cult has struck, that innocents have died here in the city of Vordin.
This is an ugly picture.
What would I say?
When
I say-
you knew that we had a chance to change that fate, what would you say with that on your conscience, I wonder, Edgeguard?
Let's play this then. So you tell me this information. All right, what evidence do you have, stranger, that Fornuge is amassing something?
Well, I think we've uncovered quite a lot of evidence in that regard.
Where is it?
Oh,
Dear
well,
stranger, come to
mountain.
Vordin.
I thought you could remember, but I suppose if you jog your memory back as far as to when we found that altar of death.
No,
Near
Otto,
the town
I'm
of
playing
Merrick.
one of the Circle. You're playing yourself. So you've come to tell me.
Well, hello there.
Yes.
Oh, look at his armor.
Good stranger.
Aren't you
It's
impressed?
a fine piece of thing.
Oh, this old thing. Oh,
Yes.
thank you.
So,
That's-
this evidence,
too
Fornuge,
fine.
you
It's very
say.
new.
It's a sparkly one.
Yes.
Thank you, Anazar.
And I just want to carefully, because I have really good hearing, I want to make sure no one's listening outside the door.
that's a good
As this
idea.
happens.
Okay.
It's gonna-
Very good idea.
Well, the door's shut, so
Yeah,
I
but
mean.
I just want to see if there are any little mice, little pictures outside.
Which, by the way, I want to ask, where did you leave Spider? Is he in the room with
He's
you, or
with
did you
us.
leave
Yeah,
him
he's
outside
He's with
the?
us.
Yeah.
He's with us.
He's twiddling his thumb.
I
Oh,
just
okay.
realized Willard is not.
He's
Yeah.
with us. All right.
But I just wanted to. I'm going to
No,
do
Willard
like
is
a
not with you.
perimeter check all
Will,
around.
where the hell is
Ugh.
Willard?
I'm checking like
Willard,
under the
I thought we were
door.
all together. I forgot about him.
Where the hell is Wizard? Where is that guy?
Sorry.
Wizard?
Probably fallen in love with someone
Probably
else.
working on a farm somewhere.
Where's
Doesn't matter.
Willard?
Listen.
Huh.
It.
Spider. You know what? You remember what Willard looks like?
Yeah.
All right, will you go find him?
Yeah.
No.
Thank you, Spider.
Don't go alone.
Oh yes, send
Well,
the
I'll go.
known.
No, I'm safe here. I'll be back. And he goes out.
Go and follow him, will you? He did try to abduct us once upon a time.
So is anybody?
Remember, he
I'm
was
gonna go
trying
with
Can I look
Spider.
under?
Do a perception check, because he opened the door.
Someone's gonna obviously
9
capture
and
us all
2 is 11.
separately, and
So
then we're
when
all
he opened the
gonna
door
be locked
briefly,
up.
I don't like
it
jail.
didn't look like there was anybody close.
Okay.
There was a bit of space
The spider
between the
thinks you're
last set of
safe.
tables and the door to this room, so you think you're good. And you haven't heard any creaks outside
I'm
the.
going with Spider to find Willard.
No!
Oh.
I grab her.
Whoa, no.
Nazar,
That is.
I grab her and I literally grab her.
Whoa! Hands off of her. What has gotten into
You
you?
may not leave this group.
You are not to command her.
There is danger
Who is
about.
commanding me?
You have no defenses. You cannot go alone.
I do have defenses. I have the shield.
You do
and
not.
I'll conjure it.
You do not. And I'm
Some
You see the
flowers.
leaves.
I'm
Yeah,
just-
the flowers.
I'm just real.
It's a happy shield.
Because
What is wrong with you?
like up until all of this time, the one person who's been a rock in our group has been Seville, and he's acting different. And I don't know what it is, but it's super triggering my worst fear that there is something so much bigger than anything we've seen.
Are you saying
yet.
this in character? Or you just
This
saying?
is just happening to me, and that's why I'm not letting her out until we.
You can just say that
have a
in
plan.
character. I mean, that's.
Well,
That's right.
listen.
Well, I was about to, but I guess I'm just, I just grab her in, and you have no idea what could be
Oh,
out right
Whispers.
now
Louder. They can't hear
amongst
the
us.
whispers.
You have no idea what could be out there, and you have absolutely no artifice. We're in a sophisticated city. People here are full of artifice. You may not go out there. You are like meat to wolves.
There's guards protecting everyone. I think it's fine.
No, it's not fine.
Well, let's not send Spider out there then.
Spider,
Well, do you not care about his well-being?
he's a Falier.
really.
Let's put some common sense into this. He's
He's
hired
less
by the Falier.
conspicuous,
Not a
Amazora.
Falier, but he's inconspicuous. He knows his way around Vordin. And he knows what Willard looks like. If you go out, and I'm sorry, dear, but you're
I know what Will
quite
looks like.
stunning. Yes, but
And I
an
got this.
orange woman who
So-
can change your skin, that's going to get around.
This man, who was originally hired by a group who wants us dead and was sent to abduct us, we've now sent off on his own. Who's to say he doesn't go, he was playing us for a fool, and doesn't go right back to the Simrock or the Falier or whoever it is that he's in
Well,
league
here's
with
the
now.
Okay, well then why don't you go with it?
I can't tell you what I need
Oh,
to
why
tell
don't we
you.
just all go get
I-
Willard after this conversation?
No,
All
I
together.
can't tell you what I need to tell you while that man was in the room.
Oh. Well, then what is it?
Just.
Oh, I got it.
So as I said, the captain is dead.
All right.
There's been some compromises in the government. There is something bigger at play here. I have not been told what. I had called you assets because of the importance, I thought, coming from a land that really no one knows existed. So I wanted to get you as far out of governmental reach, at least the Crown's Guard, for my own neuroses, that perhaps I needed to get to my people the edge to see what they would make of you and what to do with you.
So wait, I thought the Crown's Guard and the Edge Guard were all part of the same Kingdom Guard working together.
Well, they are, but the Edge, we train our whole entire life to serve the kingdom.
What do the Crown's Guard do? Twiddle their thumbs?
No, I don't have the beef that a lot of the two factions, the two military branches have
Oh,
with
and
each
I thought
other.
Faerun had political
Everything
nonsense.
has political parties. A being with a mind is going to be a problem at some point. So we have the same kind of stuff. But we love our king and our queen, and not all the Crown's Guard are compromised. But there has been an infiltration, a breach. That is what I've just been told. So I have not gotten further orders yet.
All right.
But that's why I do not want you saying anything to the circle, because they're not government.
Well, how about this? Listen. And none of you feel required that you have to as well. But I offer this, and you tell me honestly if you think it works and could be a good idea. Perhaps I could meet with the circle on some other pretense, but my real purpose will be to try and figure out if there's anyone trustworthy among them. You said yourself, we're in desperate need of powerful allies. You can't trust the Crown's Guard, for goodness sake.
Not all of them, no.
My words are sharper than my sword, friend. If
don't
I
doubt
speak to
your
them
ability.
face to face, I think I could get a bead on who is trustworthy and good among this leadership, and perhaps from there, that we could leverage that
Okay.
in a way that is
So,
useful to us.
I just want to ask you a question.
All right.
Okay, so if you're in front of them,
Yes.
good sir, what's your name?
My name is Otto Otmar, the third of his name.
And where are you from, sir?
Oh, I see.
That's the problem. One hesitation, and they go, what do you mean? What city is that?
Got your drinks, loves. And
Thank you.
she comes in and
Yes.
distributes your wine.
You're so sweet, thank you.
I got you some wine anyway. On the house.
Do you know the man who was with us? The the gentleman who...
I don't know him.
No, but you know the face.
I saw him.
Okay. Not to disrupt your duties to the tavern and all, but if you see anything out of the ordinary in reference to him, would you knock on the door for me?
Of course.
I appreciate it.
Those orders are already standing.
Yes, of course. And I just hand her a gold. Appreciate
She
it.
just puts her down,
Ah.
and she's out.
Well, okay, then
So do you see
perhaps
my
you're onto
caution?
something. All I need is for you to
backstory.
coach me a little bit, and then I'll be perfectly prepared for my meeting. So, well, of course, I'm from the crown city of Carthan. And I've come
What you
to...
doing way down here?
Well, you see, I've come to meet with you. I see. Well, if we're not going to mention anything about Farnouge... Wait, just give me a moment. This is practice.
Of course. So once you have your
Hey, you're doing
backstory,
great.
then come to me. This is what I do. This is my job. This is why I was put in Faerun. This is my job. I could go in front of the crowds, the circle, and twist up any amounts of information because that's what I do.
Well, then
But
why are you so opposed to doing it?
Then why don't
I
we
haven't
all do
yet.
it?
I'm not opposed.
We all
I
do
have
it.
Why
not
don't we all do it? I have an
gotten my
idea.
orders
What?
yet.
I have an idea.
What?
No.
Well, one of the things my father told me is when it comes to men, you'll find out more when they're playing than when they're working. And there's a ball tonight of some sort, right? Of something.
Not that I know.
thought. Well, one of the things I noticed was there were a lot of fancy people in the streets as we were coming up. They looked ornately dressed. I can't imagine it's just for day to day.
Well, I do know a place that the high rollers like to hang out, and there is a place called...
I need your advice on something,
Okay.
but I want to hear Otto out for a minute.
Sure. I
Need
wrote
more
it
advice?
down.
Oh,
There's a place called...
the
Circle.
compass. Yes.
It's called the Inner Circle,
Yes.
and it's a place where a sort of fancy bar for upper class folks. Perhaps even we could find members of the circle there outside of their chambers.
So what if we could pretend to be a band of entertainers, and I could have an Azora, and I could be her tamer, and
Tamer?
yes. I mean, they haven't seen very many. They don't know much about her. We could just pretend, and we'll go and just like minstrels almost.
Okay, and I could be like a gymnast who does some acrobatic tricks,
Yes,
swinging from the ceiling,
Yes,
and
yes.
looking like
It seems
really
very elaborate.
fantastic.
And maybe you're the ringleader or the showmaster or something, and you have a successful troupe of performers, or
Okay. What is the?
I'm not loving it.
What's the idea behind all this? What are we trying
Why
to
don't
do?
we just go-
infiltrate one of the places of play among the highborn here and find out as much as we possibly can without telling them anything, Otto. I think it's far too
Well,
soon to tell
that's
them
your
anything.
arena, because the both of you seem to come from a high class
Seem to.
wealth.
Of course.
But I wanted to ask Tabitha, what
Yes?
circles did you run in Faerun?
Well, I ran in kind of a
Criminals! Sorry, I had
Sure.
something.
Circle?
here.
So we're in
You
a
can tell.
Yes.
we're in a
Thank
town
you.
of commerce.
Okay.
Thank you.
Coin rules the day. There is a lot of contacts from all over this realm here.
Okay.
All kinds of information. So how would you go about parlaying some of that?
Well, parlaying what to whom?
Well,
I mostly was just in the business of like snatching people's items and keeping them for myself.
Parlaying gold from the pockets.
Yes.
Mostly in the business of.
Oh, that was really my area of expertise.
Well,
Sorry.
I would consider everything on the table for now. For myself, I've got to wait until I speak to my superior to find out exactly what my orders are. But, you know, like I said, I'm not here to control you, so
Well, when is that supposed to happen?
will I have to meet her later this evening?
And what time of day is it now?
It's getting about 2 o'clock now.
Well, that's well enough. Perhaps we'll have more
Why don't we,
to
as a
consider
group,
then.
walk around Vordin? See what we see. Bump into who we bump into. Keep our eyes out. Maybe they will come to us.
Perhaps.
Are we going to be doing this plan because I need to get in character.
No, I must vote against it simply because we're making things hard for ourselves.
Yes.
If we want to approach them, why don't we just approach them with
Well,
some more simple story?
We have the
like-
Sumrak, the Falir. They're not too happy with us right now. There are Edge stationed in the city. There's crown guards. It's not all. I didn't mean to imply that the entire kingdom is corrupted. I'm just saying we've got to be careful now.
Keep in mind, we know where a known Falir associate is at the gate. If we mean to provoke them or interact with them in some way, we always know that we could do that.
Well, we can
No,
do a
we-
little
we want
bait
to
and
provoke
switch, a
them.
little lure them
No,
into,
probably not.
No, we
some-
want to observe them.
Although vengeance
situation.
is tempting.
and just speak to them. We're not going to do anything that you wouldn't do. I'm not going to put you in a position to go against what you feel and what you believe. I heard some things went down with the Falir when they attacked you guys at the tavern that may have dimmed you a bit. Is that why you're so partial or close to this guy Spiter?
Oh, this is a great guy. Well, he's not here.
He's
now.
not here.
No, but Judd's a nice fellow too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he's changed.
Okay.
No, so
Well, you have a
say.
knack for understanding people's demeanor and hearts, so. Okay.
And he has a good one.
Well, I trust you. That's why I didn't mind Spiter walking off. He seems eager to help. So, and I also wanted to speak in private and personal to you all. So,
One other thing, and this is just throwing it out there since we have some time before you have to meet with someone this
Yeah.
evening. I did spend some money on this. And, you know, money is useful for all the things we want to do, so perhaps if
We go
there's.
after a bounty.
Yes. Or find some quest to undertake to earn back some of the precious coin that I've lost.
so what am I looking at as far as that breastplate, the ornateness on it? What am I looking
Okay,
at?
so
here?
it's the whole thing is highly polished silver,
Yeah.
and there's an embossed crown on it, and the points of the crown have different colored gems, small gems.
Mm.
And then I just walk over to him and try to grab one of the gems.
It is lovely.
Okay. You could just hawk one of the gems and probably make a little bit of money.
No, this is for appearances.
I tell you, he could do it. Seville, you should trust him.
It's not that I don't trust you at all. I just don't have the information you're particularly looking for.
All right.
I'm
Well,
not
let's
hiding
just
it.
wait
plan.
until tonight when you talk to your superior. And until then, let's go kill some
Yeah,
evil
I'm
eye.
gonna take off my
Let's go
breastplate,
walk around Vordin.
put on my leather armor,
Okay, okay.
and yeah, I think we should find some task or something to undertake, perhaps in the meantime. But I'm open to anything, of course.
You were also given a velvet purple bag that came with that. It's
Uh-huh.
the storage for that armor piece.
Uh-huh.
So you can put it in that and carry it around.
It's probably pretty heavy, right?
It's not as heavy as
Oh,
you
right.
would
It's
have
such fine make.
I'm starting to
expected.
worry about
That's so
Willard.
magical.
We've got to go look for this.
All right, let's go find Willard and see if we can find something to occupy our time and maybe make a coin or
No.
two
He's a
before
bit
you
of a
get
loner, so-
your orders.
I don't know
Very
what
nice.
he's doing.
Now,
We
if
did
I
a
have
street
to
performance with
perform,
Yes.
Anazora, we could make some coin.
if we're going to do a street performance, I've thought of a name.
I think you two
Tabitha
should
the
honestly.
Tornado.
Which one?
Tabitha.
Tabitha the Tornado could be my name.
I honestly think you two should just seriously consider joining the circus. I've never seen you smile, so.
I'm
But-
very interested in it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's very
Right.
serious work running an elf kingdom.
So I think we're going
One
to
doesn't get to
leave
play very often.
Okay.
I see.
and make our way around and see if we can find Willard
Something
and Spiter.
anything posted, any kind of bounty
Yes.
posted.
And
Maybe we'll find Spider
Yeah.
back at the Filia headquarters or something like that.
So as you guys make your way out,
Mm-hmm.
and you get a nod from the waitress and the barkeep as you go, the moment you step outside of the tavern, you actually see Spider not far away, walking back towards you guys. And hey,
Hello.
Did you find him?
I did.
Where is he?
He was with Evernath.
What?
Evernath from Merrig.
I know who it is.
Yeah.
Was he farming?
No,
Hey.
but I think he's going back.
Evernath
Evernath.
was here.
Evernath was here.
So
What was he
Evernoth's
doing
going
here?
back. What's he going? Yeah, why did he even leave Merrick? I thought he was pretty entrenched in
He
that
was
place.
talking to Willard about handing over the town to him, and
Handing over the town to Willard?
to Willard.
Oh dear.
I guess they had some kind of connection up on the hill or something. Willard.
Love.
No, I don't think it's like that. But I think Willard decided. He said that he loved you all and he'll see you again. But he's gonna
What?
go back to do some farming.
I thought Evernath was just a farmer.
Classic
I thought
Willard.
Air was the leader of Merrig.
Classic Willard.
I don't know.
What in the devil?
Do you mean that Evernath followed us all the way here?
Well, now we definitely can have a house there.
I guess.
I suppose. Yippee.
He said
I
he
did
couldn't
never
say
see
goodbye
it.
in person because he might change his mind. But he said he'd see you again.
He never seemed happier than when he was up on that hill, plowing. And it is a way to get your workout and your day in one, as opposed to you do all the sit-ups, do all the push-ups, then you have to go
You
through
can
your day.
certainly
I
push
feel
it
like he's
out,
still gonna do his push-ups in the morning.
push it out, pump it out.
Most likely, yeah.
Well, I'm sure some of you
Pound it
will
out.
miss him.
No, you're not.
And for that, I am. That is too bad.
Well, I wish I got to know him a little bit better.
Just
But
shocked. I really had no idea. I really didn't think Evernath
are you
would
certain
ever give
that
up
it was
his-
Evernath?
That's what he said his name was. Old-
Oh, I'm sure he'll
old
be.
guy.
He'll be happy. That sounds like him.
It
He'll be
was
happy.
just him?
That's what he wanted
It
to
was
do.
just Evernath, yeah. They were on horses.
How
Did
long
he
ago
really
leave?
ever seem that thrilled
S-
punching people?
I don't know, 10 minutes?
No.
He did make those noises.
You know, he had a lot of rage. And I think someone like that needs regular physical exercise, or else it can really get unpredictable.
And a lot of sun exposure.
Well, I had
Yeah,
a
I think,
conversation
yeah,
with
will help
Willard
him.
Honestly, like vitamin D, regular exercise.
when you were gone and you were gone
Ah.
about whether or not we should come after you or what had even transpired. And he told me a bit about his father. And he seemed very close to his father. So I'm wondering, and I think maybe his father passed away, that perhaps Evernath.
He's like a new father to him.
That's really nice.
And that's why I asked Willard to go and talk to Evernath, just him, because it seemed like they had something in common, and it seems like perhaps they had a deeper connection than we realized.
Yes, they did.
Well, let me ask you, do we let him go?
He's probably already out the gate.
Do we chase him down?
I think
Well-
this is his cause. I think he'll be much happier doing that. Who are we to force anyone to do anything?
No?
No.
Right.
He said he'd see you again, that he'd find you.
Oh, we
sounds
know where
scary.
Merrig is.
Then to the fates with him, and to us,
To the fates as well.
to the fates as well.
How about one last raising of a glass to Willard and to wish
You're-
him well?
You're outside the tavern, but if you want to go back in,
We have some.
I
we
ca-
brought some
what are you
outside.
talking about? I carry around a
Open
wineskin
carry.
Yeah.
and my travel mugs.
Yeah, we have roadies. We have
Yeah.
roadies.
Do they have alcohol laws in this world?
you doubt it.
People are killing each other all
That's
the time.
not something that you know of, alcohol laws.
So yeah, we just brought some cups out.
It was kind of like the marijuana laws in California, even before it was
Yeah.
legal. No one just
Oh,
really
like-
followed it at
Okay,
all.
Nobody
yeah,
really
like
cared.
it acted like there were no laws.
There's no horsing
Get
and
it.
drinking,
Get
but
that.
beyond that, you know.
We all drink to Willard.
Oh, Willard.
Well then, to Willard, may his
Cheers.
days be happy and merry
Cheers.
and fruitful.
Did you know what his
Cheers.
To Willard.
Cheers.
To
His-
Willard.
Cheers.
his middle name was? He told me.
Marie.
Horrid. No.
Push up.
Dangus.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
That is just terrible.
Willard Dangus, and he never gave me his last name.
That genuinely spoiled my mood. I was in a good
I
mood.
stopped him there after
And now that I
Dangus.
know
was
that-
like, don't
Perhaps
give me
it
your
was a
surname.
family name.
I can't unknow
Perhaps.
that. Yeah.
Maybe it was just that. But to
Willard Dangus.
to Willard's Dangus.
Okay.
Onward.
Onward.
I'm gonna look around for a bounty board
Yeah.
or a quest board.
Or anyone who's screaming, help, help, please.
Or that.
I just want to toast one more time and let you know that Falier guy who was at the gate is over my shoulder, about 200 feet
Oh.
back
Yes.
against the black building, watching us. So,
Appreciate it.
you
Thank you.
got it.
Everyone play it cool. Yes.
Oh, cheers.
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 Spider.
Cheers.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, so
Yeah,
we'll,
so-
we'll
What is this guy doing?
together, and maybe
by
we
the-
could lure
He's
him
kind of
into
hanging in the
a tree.
shadows,
So why
leaning up
don't we
against
send
the building,
maybe one
not
should
looking
just
your
walk off
direction,
by
but kind of looking your
themselves?
direction.
Wait, so one of us,
Conspicuous.
one of us will be bait,
Yes.
lure him into
Oh,
an
bait.
alleyway, and then the rest of us
Tabby?
will jump him.
Oh, I
Tabby.
love this plan.
That's not a bad idea.
No.
actually.
All right.
Stage whispers, guys. They can't hear your actual
Great.
whispers.
Oh,
Oh, not a bad idea,
Oh,
actually.
here,
So-
here.
who should be the bait?
Oh.
What I
okay.
say,
Yeah,
what I
No, I
should
mean,
be
yeah,
the
just
bait.
whisper, stage whisper.
so no one could catch you. Why
What do
don't
you mean?
act
the
like
movies.
act like you're splitting off, and make sure you lure him in? Can I look around and see, is there like a tight alleyway that looks like it'd be good for an ambush or something?
Hold on. I think there is one nearby.
I'm nervous.
Don't be.
Yeah, there's one. There's one close by.
So-
Well, yeah, you fixed it.
I'll be communicating in your mind the whole time. So,
Thank you.
There you go. Nothing like that to put you at ease.
so we'll be with you the entire time. I'll be pushing buttons.
Stay
pulling
out of my
levers.
head, will you?
I
Just
haven't
don't go
rolled
in
a lot
there.
of dice recently.
What's in
I
there?
just need to like get myself.
You don't want to
No.
know.
Did you?
No,
I
You're an
don't.
innocent little creature. I don't want to.
Really?
I
I
don't
don't
want that.
know.
That's a
Chad,
dark
did you
place.
take
So-
this off, or do you
Yeah,
have it?
I have it. I have it.
Okay.
What are you guys doing?
In maybe something that looks like this.
We're gonna
Or
send-
velvet.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna go
exactly.
into
Yeah.
an alleyway. Otto's supposed to be looking for an alleyway.
Yeah. So we're just gonna
there's
go.
one nearby.
She's gonna
Yeah.
kind of wander
I
off in
kinda-
front of us, and then gain a little more distance, and look like she's going off on her own, and then hopefully we will just kind of meander, and as soon as we'll kind of stagger and split. So as soon as he starts, maybe hopefully tracking her,
What
Okay.
if you
then
what if you tried to pickpocket him? And then he'd definitely chase you, and then you could lead him to the alleyway, and we would be
Ooh.
there
yeah, but then
waiting.
she could possibly get arrested for doing it, and that can be a bigger problem.
Yeah, the ambush is
How
better.
fast are you?
Well, I'm
Well, I
very
mean-
discreet.
But
What
if
if-
he follows you into the
No,
alley,
no,
we
no.
don't risk any more eyes.
correct. And we can control the situation. If chaos breaks out and we lose her, let's
How's she
stay
going to-
together now.
How's she going to attract him? Why would he? Why would
Well,
he
he's
follow?
tracking us.
Then, yeah, it's,
He's tracking.
Well,
us.
he's obviously following
Oh,
us.
he
Yeah.
is.
Yes. Yeah. Right. So before you
Have you been
go,
identified?
before you go,
Ah,
Tabitha,
got it.
yeah.
Spider.
Oh, I don't think so. I mean,
I don't.
I've
do,
never seen him before.
I don't do so in any big grand
Did you
gesture.
get close to him?
Oh, sorry.
Did you see him closer?
No.
All right. So I'm looking over spiders. Do I see anything?
You see the guy. He's kind of like half hidden in shadow.
Sure. Armed?
Oh yeah, he's definitely armed.
Okay.
But everybody,
Right,
almost
okay.
everybody's armed.
I mean, I'm strapped up over here. So.
You're packing.
I don't make a big gesture of this, but right before we disperse and
Mhm.
we're ready to put the plan into motion to give you the most time with it, I sort of give you a wink, Tabitha, and I say, no one, and I mean no one I could think of, could catch you. You'll be safe. We'll catch our man. And I give you a bardic inspiration.
Oh.
Ooh.
All right, then. I'm going to
Tabitha.
go around on the flank side of the alley.
So, are you doing this
I'll go with
pickpocketing
you.
idea, or are you going to do the lead into
I'm
the
just
alley?
gonna lead him into the alley.
Okay, got it.
So I go into Tabitha's mind and I said, Tabitha, I've looked after you before when you didn't know it, and I'll do it again.
Okay, but just let me do my thing, please.
Until later. Bye-bye. And I'm
I'll
going
go
to...
around with you.
All right, then I'll stay with Seville, and I'm gonna.
Okay,
have-
bye. Spider.
Spider-
It's like terrible actor. He's like,
Oh
Where's he
gosh.
go?
Yeah.
Oh,
And he's like-
where'd he go?
he's just standing
He
there.
just kind of
Fumbling
awkwardly
around.
Yeah,
And I'm just like muttering under my breath angrily. I'm like, and you wanted to make him into a circus something or other. That was...
Me?
So we're all
You
just
were going along.
Okay,
So you dispersing, or are you kind of meandering
No,
as he
we're
said?
just
As
meandering
as
like
a group.
most
And
Maybe
I'm
we'll
like,
pair off.
cut it
That's
off.
very
All right.
Very
true.
like.
I'll pair
like
off
I
with
have a
Erisset,
destination.
and then
Okay.
you and
so
Spider.
you peel off of the group,
Me and
and you
Are
head
you
down
an
the
auto?
street.
Okay, so we'll just keep an eye
You're
on
actually
Spider,
headed
then he'll
for
just-
or toward this guy, and you see him, who instantly starts kind of looking elsewhere and like kind of playing with his fingers. And,
And all of us en masse go like this to the guy.
exactly.
Okay.
And
Do we like poke our heads like Scooby Doo style, where we're like one here and then him over here, and then him over here?
Zoink,
Just like-
Scooby!
Anyway, no, I was about to go into a whole Scooby-Doo. Don't do that. Okay.
Yeah.
So you make your way down the street, and it's a busy street. Carriages go by, horses, finely dressed people going in and out of the shops. And about 100 feet down, you come to a narrow alleyway that cuts towards the center of town. And you turn. It's quieter down here. It's only about 6 feet across between the buildings here, and wet cobblestone between the buildings, and about 2 stories up, and you're making your way. And it looks like it's about 30, 40 feet before it opens up again.
Can I hear his steps behind me?
Do a perception check.
That was a 14.
Okay.
And then whatever your perception is.
And then how far back are you guys? Like
And
how
where's
close?
Spider? Because Spider's probably the
Spider's
guy that
with you
he really
guys.
wants.
He
He's
like
with
said
us.
bye,
Cool.
but then stood there.
Yeah, so
So that's
Spider's with us
18.
too. You
18?
two are together.
Okay, so you guys are about
Go around the back side of the alley.
Okay, so you can't go to the backside, but you see that the road kind of goes off to the right, and you're guessing that you might be able to work your way back around.
That's the idea. Yeah.
okay. So after a moment, you do hear something behind you,
Okay.
and you also see up ahead somebody steps into the alley, blocking that road ahead of you. Looking
Hope
over
you
your
guys
shoulder.
are following me. Oh my god. Okay.
Looking over your shoulder, you see the guy you saw before is now behind you.
Okay.
So, what would you like to do? They're just standing there
am-
blocking.
So I'm being blocked by both sides.
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to discreetly put one hand on a dagger and the other hand on my rapier.
Okay.
Do I have eyes on her?
No.
But I
You
haven't
guys
like
went off to the right. You're kind of circling around.
Wait a minute. No, they did, but we went
Oh.
separately.
Us two and Spider in one
They
group.
flanked on
Apologies.
one
So where are
side.
you guys?
We've been. Well, I took the high road above the path where she was going. There was like another one that could kind of look over a still.
I just
No, you
all
can't
I
do
wanted
that.
to do was wait until that man moved.
Well, so far you guys have waited
So-
until you lost me.
No, we haven't. We know where you
we're
are.
trying
Please
her.
be there
So,
soon.
okay. So,
As soon as that guy started following her, we
you
started
didn't. So
following
you
him.
basically stood where you were. I thought that you
No.
went with them.
No,
Okay.
So
we
they-
followed him as soon as he started
Yeah,
the
so
Seville
they
guy. We started following
we
him.
went off on 2 groups.
Okay.
Aracet and I just were talking, and they went off a little. We're all kind of like staggering, wandering away from each other, but tightly, just so that Tabitha triggers this man to say, "Oh, she's going off alone.
Okay.
They're going off alone."
I think
well,
our
so
idea
far
was
this
to
is
flank
Not-
him
Yeah, they
Got it.
flanked him.
on either
Not-
side of the alley.
Not
As soon
away
as
from
we
where
saw-
we don't know where she is.
Yeah,
Okay.
and as
If
soon
that
as we saw him
changes-
start following, we started
No.
following him.
And do we see the
Right?
whatever person is on the other end of the alley, since that's the way that we're
You
going?
haven't quite gotten there yet because it's actually a little bit longer of a route to get around to the street to
Yeah.
get to the next alley that cuts in.
We'll probably hurry then.
Yeah, I'd say the
Yes.
moment you kind of get out of eyeshot, you can speed it up.
Yeah.
Okay, but so far right now, in this current moment, I'm alone.
Yes, you are. And yes, you see him cross over. It's getting really crowded on the street now, and so it was hard to spot at first. It looked like he was going to go a different direction, and then you lose sight of him, and then you see just pass right into the alley. You guys are about 100 feet away.
All right, I'm picking up speed.
Okay. And
And I'm right next to Seville.
Yeah.
But I got my
meanwhile,
bow
And
ready.
I have not, even though I put
Yeah.
my hands on stuff, I haven't like skipped a step at all. Like I just am continuing carrying on,
oh, okay.
just hoping that
The
it's-
one at the head of the alley that you're coming towards, starting to walk towards you. Pulls out his sword. You
Okay,
hear
I pull out my
behind
sword.
another sword coming out behind you.
Do we hear that? 'Cause I have good hearing.
We'll roll a perception check.
And do we see this yet? Are
20.
we- 20. Great.
You do hear this. Your ears pick up.
22.
You hear
I hear the
swords
swing.
drawn. You guys come around the corner.
Go
you
time.
don't. As you make it, it looks like there's nobody there. You just see with the alleyway that you know that she would be in, but the person that was there has moved in, so you haven't seen them yet. I imagine though you're still hurrying quickly.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
They starting to push in
So
on
I start
you.
running. As soon as I hear it, I run
Okay.
Yeah. It's,
toward her.
You guys.
Of course.
Okay, a moment later, so now they're about 10 feet away from you on each
Okay.
side. I'm like, look at this little pretty all on her own. And then you guys enter the alley behind.
okay.
You guys appear at the same time.
Not quite.
She is pretty.
We're not by each other, but you get the idea.
As you guys start running in to help her, roll a perception check. You roll. Actually, I'm gonna say your ears are still just on fire right now.
Yes.
I'm
You're just
honestly ready to stab
channeling.
someone.
It's
You-
time.
You hear more footsteps.
Oh, I'm
Nine.
just gonna shoot these guys
You
with my
hear
arrow
nothing.
the moment
You are
I feel like I
focused
want
on
to.
saving Tabitha
Okay,
from
yeah.
this plan. You hear multiple footsteps from both sides of the alley.
Uh-oh.
And as you guys all
Yeah,
kind of go
drama.
into the alley, you see about 5 people on each side of the alley now push in and start filtering in.
They
You
all
guys
look like
are now.
this first guy.
You are now Tabitha in the middle, bad guy. You guys on each side, and about 4 guys on one side, 5 guys on the other, and you're
What?
all pushing in
So
to
we're
this alley.
outnumbered,
Okay.
and I'm in the middle.
Yes.
But
All right.
I'm a badass, so this is gonna
And
be fun.
we're gonna roll initiative when we come back from a break.
All right.
I'm
So
jacked up. I'm
Lord
ready.
almighty.
I'm ready
yeah,
to unleash.
I'm so sick of these jerks.
Unleash
They're
so
these
jerky.
fools.
The Faluge guys.
The
Losers.
losers.
The Faleersers.
yeah, guys,
Falugers.
exciting. All right, so
Then
we
they're
will
not
be
aged
back
forever.
in a
Exactly.
few minutes to see what happens in this crazy thing that
Yay.
they've gotten themselves
Crazy
into.
little thing called.
Combat.
Combat. See you guys in a couple of minutes.
Okay, bye.
See ya.
Not live right now.
We are. Our mics are hot.
No.
Yes.
Live. Oh my God! How long is that?
And we're coming in. Hello. Hello.
Coming in hot.
Hello. In fact,
Yeah.
hold on. I got to make sure you guys see what Ariset is freaking out. This thing has been on the table for 10 minutes. I had to build it over the break, so sorry for the extra long break.
Oh,
Well, we're sitting here chatting and having a good time, and she just notices this.
I love this. This is
Uh,
so wicked. It really is.
It's
It looks really good, man.
Yeah. So, what you guys see here is this alleyway. You imagine this is multiple
Tabitha-
stories up.
Tabitha right in the
keeps,
middle.
It keeps going up. There are no lights in this alleyway.
Oh, that's good to know. So the walls are high.
The walls are about 25 feet up.
Got it.
Okay.
So,
Delightful.
if I did that, though, nobody would be able to see.
Right, right.
So,
No, I got you.
Yeah.
And it's really hard for us to see in the.
It's not that dark
Right?
because it's,
Okay.
now it's like
Do you have eyes
2:30.
on the?
Oh,
camera,
yeah.
which
We
you
should
can
be
see?
fine, I
Yeah.
think.
Okay.
Actually,
terrain,
let me
so-
do the big one. Hold on.
Because I've got it on until you tell me to turn it off. I didn't know if you needed
No, I'm good.
eyes. Okay, great. Cool. I'm off.
Yeah.
Can we just take a moment and discuss Seville's like white sleeves rolled up with a brooch?
You're
and
always at least
cape thing.
some degree of
It's really
cosplay, which
a
I
look.
love.
I mean, I'm
Trying
really,
to do a little cosplay.
That's
for one,
commitment to your character.
I am Ariset, and I have endorsed this look.
Yeah.
I think this is great.
This is one of your best looks yet.
I
agree.
right,
I
right?
agree.
I mean, like
Thank
if we were
you.
gonna do like art of Seville, we would like maybe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, is that guy there?
Oh,
Jorge?
Really?
yeah, 5 Horas.
Yeah, single horse.
I don't know if you're there. Hello.
Hello, and thank you
We
for-
had a viewer last
But thank
night
you.
who made some amazing fan
Thank
art
you.
for our
Thank
Star
you.
Wars one shot,
Tanks a
and we were hoping he'd come back and
Where
do it
is
again.
Did we post it?
Thanks.
Yeah, we posted it.
Tanks a
We
million.
shared it.
So
Yeah,
cool.
and we
That's
gifted
so
him a
cool.
sub.
Oh,
Got a tier 3
nice.
sub.
man.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well
That's really
deserved.
cool.
Well deserved.
It's just the coolest part of all of this is like the collective responses of joy and expression.
Absolutely.
And so it's the most exciting part for
Absolutely.
That
Can
is
you
us.
turn that thing off over there?
turn this thing off.
Yeah, thanks. And I know, guys, we still have like
Yeah.
almost a second delay on the audio. We're just
Okay.
gonna power through. Just pretend this has been translated.
Have we had it all along or just?
Yeah, we have.
If anybody knows,
Or no, it actually started out beautifully and then
Yeah.
it crept in.
I wonder what's changing.
So wait, we have no
but
echo. We have delay.
no, we have no echo. But we are now in
Echo
a
station,
professional,
yeah.
like paid streaming software that actually has tech support. I just couldn't call them on the break. Otherwise, I'm sure it would have been 30-minute break, 40-minute break. So I'll fix it after this with real tech people, and we'll figure it out. So
Aww.
don't worry, hang in there. Next one, but at least it sounds good. So just
wanna
look
give a big
away
shout
and
out
listen
to
to
you.
it.
But you know
and
what,
enjoy it.
guys? I think it's time to fight.
Yes,
It
it
is.
is.
She's all like,
So
I'm ready.
and she's like,
Fight.
like on either side
Bloodthirsty
by
over
20
here.
hostile
Yeah.
people. I think I'd like a little bit
So,
of a little
bringing
worried
you
about this
guys
situation here.
back in. your blood starts pulsing as you see that you are now stuck in this small alley with all of these bad guys creeping in. Let's roll some initiative.
Hell yeah.
Let's see what you
Not
got.
great.
11. Plus
And then whatever it says here.
4,
plus
5.
initiative.
Okay,
So
hold on
15.
to your rolls. Hold on.
I gotta play
Yours
some
might be
like
different.
Lords of Iron. Where's
Yours
the
is plus-
pipes?
okay.
Where's me bug?
The pipes are calling.
The pipes are calling, and I'm about to answer them.
Good combat music, Joe.
Very
there we
good.
go, baby.
I love
Thank
it.
you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right.
All right.
All right, all right, all right, all right.
This might not be good for me.
Yeah. It's just gonna be so good for you.
What's
I had
colder
so,
than cold?
I had
didn't
so
roll a
got
Okay.
you, Tabitha.
Give
I
me
got you.
20 to 25.
No.
Crickets.
Yeah.
15 to 20.
15.
15.
15.
15.
19.
Oh,
Your
say
dex is probably higher. So.
Tag team moves.
Yeah.
19.
The
for
girls that-
Seville.
that
The little
Yeah, my
snuggle.
dex is plus
Yeah, snuggle.
Snuggle squad.
We smush them with a snuggle like in between us. We
like,
smother them.
I
And
love
they're just
that.
10 to 15.
Hashtag snuggle
19.
squad.
I know. I got you.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
10
keep,
to,
keep
10
going.
10 to 15.
Oh,
Wow.
we like to just
I was
spread it out.
15.
5.
I said I was 15.
I got you.
Oh.
5 to 10.
8.
6.
Oh,
Ooh.
goodness.
What's up?
With
Okay,
your
she's a
muscles.
little nervous. We
She's
did
like
throw her
panicking.
I rolled a
I'm like, oh,
4. I got you.
okay.
I'm coming right at you.
Uh-uh.
Otto wishes he had that armor on now, I bet.
Wait, but I have bardic
No, I don't wanna get it
inspiration.
messed
Does that
up.
help me
It
with-
does. It well,
What
on
the-
initiative maybe
Chad,
not,
can you tell
but-
me what bardic inspiration actually does?
Oh,
Yes. So here's what it does. The good thing about it is you can use it after a roll, and you can add the 6-sided die to it, and it can be an attack roll, a 6-sided die, a regular die.
Okay.
It can be an attack roll,
Mm-hmm.
trying to attack somebody. It can be a saving throw, which is usually like something you do to avoid something a bad guy's doing, or it could be an ability check, like any of your skills. And after you make the roll, if you're like, I don't love that roll, you can use the bardic inspiration and
But
add.
before I tell you the outcome,
You got 10
yeah,
minutes.
you won't know if it is enough to succeed.
but
or
you'll
fail.
know, like, I better add a little extra on that roll.
Right.
Okay, you guys
Yeah.
might have to walk me through
Yeah,
this.
we got
for
No
sure.
problem.
All you do is
We
if you
got
want to make a roll better, you can add a d6 to it. That's basically all it
Yeah.
You
is.
can do it once, and you got 10 minutes.
That's
And then
right.
this-
10 minutes, which will
Which is
easily
easy.
cover
Now that
this.
we're in combat.
I certainly hope we'll cover this combat.
If
I
we
don't know,
heard
but
this
it's over in 2.
Combat in a
Yeah.
real 10 minutes, we're
Exactly.
Yeah, you guys be in a lot of trouble.
yeah.
Yeah, something would be wrong if
Yeah.
a combat was going
Oh
on.
my gosh, how many turns? That would be like 600 turns.
It's 600 turn
That's
combat.
absurd.
You're basically playing Warhammer at that point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm about to
seriously.
get a hammer on. Let's do
Okay, guys.
this.
Seville, you are
Yeah.
up first.
There we go.
And Azora, you're on deck.
Yay!
All right. Finally, my senses tune back in. My meeting with my superior is gone, and the edge training kicks in, and I'm in my element among my foes, and one of my allies is in trouble. I'm reaching into my mind, and I am going to launch my mind hammer right at this guy.
Mind hammer?
All right.
What's a mind hammer?
The edge is coming.
Whoa.
Love it.
I can't wait to see this.
Okay.
All right, so I'll tell you a wee bit about what's going to happen to
Yeah,
this
why don't you,
gentleman's mind, unless you roll out of it. So, that's not the one. There's the one.
The mind hammer.
Mind hammer time. All right,
Mind hammer.
So, as a bonus action,
Okay.
yep,
I reach into this foe's mind, the one
right in front of you.
me,
Yep.
and I create a psychic disturbance that is like a concussive impact on his psyche that just rattles him. So DC, what is this? Constitution modifier, DC 12.
Okay.
You have to make
It's con save, yeah?
con save, and that's my bonus as I am rushing up to it.
Okay. Got a 12 plus 2, 14.
Mother!
Yeah. So you see him
Puppies.
falter all of a sudden as he's approaching Tabitha, and he's like, let's just shakes it off and continues on.
On your temples.
All right, and
What's
then
your
I'm
action?
going with my action. I am. I've got my rapier out, and I'm just going to attack him.
All right.
Now, do I have any type of? Oh yeah, I get my own advantage because I have Rakashadasati.
Nice.
So I,
Brackish audacity.
yeah, my fancy footwork. I can create my own advantage for sneak
You
attack.
have such cool stuff.
That is a critical, baby.
Whoa!
Natural
Let's
20.
go!
Almost 2. That was a 20 and an 18.
Let's
Almost a
20
double
crit.
crit.
Oh,
But like again, it's a lot cooler if we pull off the double crit with
On a
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
I'm still
oh,
waiting for
that's
that.
true.
We'll do
This
that
is the
because you put it out there. We'll put that
Lazar
out there.
says put some right
Okay.
here.
Good for your cough.
All right, pass it around.
Starting it off with a crit.
We're so into aromatherapy.
Starting
here.
it off with a crit. Let's go.
I
Smelling
know, I
salts.
know.
Smelling salts for the
First
war.
attack of the year is a crit.
Okay, 2 plus 4, so that's 6, and then my sneak attack dice 9.
So 15 doubled, or is that doubled?
No, now hold on. The 9 is doubled,
So 18.
and the 2 is doubled to 4. So that would be a double 23 plus my 4, so 27.
Hello.
27 total.
27 damage.
Ooh,
Okay.
and this you
All right, so so you run into the alley. You see them approaching Tabitha. You reach out with your hand, and you concentrate your mind, and you see him stumble, but he recovers. Shing, you pull your rapier out, and you run in and just stab. And you just, because of the footing and everything, and he's just approaching his target, just slides right in beautifully, right behind his spine. You see the blade come out on the other side.
Oh my god.
Extracted blood goes against the walls, and he is just stops in his tracks and is still up but swaying like he's about to topple.
Which one is this one? Which one?
This guy right here.
Okay,
Oh,
so
big
I'm
guy.
I'm engaged up to him.
Yep.
I can't even believe he survived
Oh
that.
god.
I know.
He's big though. I mean,
He is big.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm right up next to him, but I'm not going to move past him because I don't want to leave Ariset with 5.
Okay.
So, but
All
I've
right.
engaged him enough to give Tabby if she wants to retreat to us or something. So.
Okay, great. Anazora, you are up.
Okay, I'm on this side, right?
Yep, you are right here.
Okay, and so there's one guy in front of me and then
That's
4
Spider.
guys behind me.
Yeah, 4 guys behind you. This is a baddie.
Take the flank.
Yeah. So,
Don't let them get the drop on us. Or
you know what?
protect Tabby.
Yeah, where's Tabitha? Right there?
Tabitha's right in the middle.
Oh, jeez. Okay,
pretty
well,
brave
I'm
of you,
going
Tabs.
to use my
Very brave.
Maybe
bonus
wasn't thinking it
action.
was.
Sorry, what are you doing? Bonus action?
Yeah, and I'm gonna cast Sanctuary.
Ooh. You guys have such cool stuff.
Aw.
You do too. And you get better and better and better.
Yeah, don't.
And
Don't
you've
worry.
killed like the majority of the people.
I know.
I mean, I
So
am the
stop.
most fierce, so.
Well, you're actually very hard to hit. So is you are as well, aren't you? You have very high dex.
I can be dexterous at
Be
times.
nimble.
I mean, do I think that Tabitha needs help in there? I think so.
That's up to you.
I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on Tabitha.
Okay.
Right on.
Tell me all about it.
Or maybe Ariset's got.
Yeah. Why don't you tell?
Oh wait,
the
where's
viewer-
Ariset?
Ariset's
Right
about
There's
to
a-
get
behind
slowly
Seville.
old.
So right
Oh,
behind
man.
that first
I already
body.
have Bardic
All right, okay. You know what I'm gonna do?
and I've guarded her. That guy's not getting.
Oh,
well,
okay,
he's getting
okay.
back up, but he's.
I'm gonna
dropping
run
down.
through. I'm gonna run past.
I got you.
I'm gonna.
I got your Huckleberry.
Or actually, I guess I won't, because then I'll give that guy opportunity attack. Will I?
Oh,
Running past that
this
guy.
guy?
Who's this?
That's the other set.
Who's that there?
Sorry, where do you want to move?
This way?
If I went that way, would that guy get an opportunity attack on me?
Yeah, if you run past him.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely would.
You probably take it though. Come on, you got a shield. You
Yeah.
got it.
You
That's fine with me. I'm gonna
Okay.
go up and stab that guy.
This guy.
Yeah, who's
Okay.
almost dead.
Yeah.
All right. What is your speed?
It's 30 feet.
Oh, all right, you just make it.
Yay!
So
You
I'm
just
gonna
slide right behind Tabitha.
Which would
and
be-
Tabitha, you see her just run by. So first, let's do the opportunity
Okay.
attack.
Wait, where's Spider?
We're gonna be fine.
Spider's right here.
I'm
He's the
concerned about
Mohawk.
him.
Who's that dude
I
she
really
just ran
am.
by? Is that the dude?
That's a bad guy.
Okay.
That's the assassin.
Whiff. Hopefully.
It is. Oh, well, I didn't think that hits. That is an 18.
Dang it!
That's my armor class.
Oh
Just
no.
barely.
So, low damage. 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right.
As you run by, he sees you approaching. He takes a mace and just
Look out!
Just hits you.
Oh,
Oh,
whatever.
and catches you in the side. You just
That's
take it.
fine.
You just don't even pay attention
That's
to it.
fine.
It misses your shield as you're trying to bring your shield down, and you make it up here. Go ahead and roll your attack on that
Okay,
dude.
and it's with advantage, right? Because I'm flanking.
Correct.
Well, that'll probably hit anyways.
Go for the
14.
crit.
Yeah, roll for the crit.
No, 16.
You are
Okay.
gonna hit.
Ooh, there's some heavy dice. I can feel them on
Plus.
the table.
Yeah, they're weighty.
They're gorgeous.
Oh, those are my specials.
Yeah.
Plus
Those are usually what I roll for
four
bad
to hit.
guys.
Are they black?
They're the blue sandstone.
So
Oh
20 to hit.
my gosh!
With my longsword.
I
yes.
know, they're gorgeous.
20 to hit.
Level up dice. 20 definitely hits.
Yeah.
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 So 1d8 plus 4.
Come on.
A 1 plus 4, 5 damage.
5. So
That's annoying.
That is.
you run past, you take that hit, you just move past Tabitha. Tabitha just sees this blur, and your hood falls back, and you're just in this battle. You're like a red. You're this dark red, just ready to bring it. You run right past her, come up, stab this guy, catch him. Just the speed just caught him off guard, and boom, he goes down.
Yeah.
Non-fatally,
Not fatally.
as always.
What?
Well, he has
Too-
already been badly
too late.
damaged by.
Oh, he's dead.
He's dead.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh.
and then I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on our Erisat.
Oh wow,
Oh,
cool.
Did you
It's
not
a
cast
bonus
it on?
action.
I thought you cast it already on
No,
Tabitha?
she has.
No,
you
because I already have
Oh.
Bardic
on her?
Inspiration. and
Yeah.
Oh,
he's
okay,
got-
okay, good.
Cool.
Good, good.
What does that do for me?
Yeah, tell us
So-
all about it.
Tell the viewers at home.
Read
Viewers
it.
at home. You ward a creature within range against attack until the spell ends. Any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell.
That's awesome.
This
It is
spell
awesome.
doesn't protect the warded creature from area effects such as explosion or fireball, blah blah blah.
So it's worth noting that if there was no other available target, if they were trying to attack you in melee and there was no one else nearby, if they fail their wisdom save, it's basically like they don't get to attack.
Yeah, they lose their turn.
Okay, it does say if the warded creature
That's
makes
dope.
an attack, casts a spell that affects an enemy, or deals damage to another creature, this spell ends.
Wait. What happens? What happens? When
Oh,
does
if
the spell
she attacks somebody, the spell ends.
Oh, that's annoying.
Wait.
Yeah, it's a spell
But
of
at least
protection.
it'll buy her time.
Mm-hmm.
If they go before her,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
it'll
there are
buy time.
there are 5 people coming up on.
Yeah, I
this.
think
end?
that
What
makes
if
a
do
lot of...
I see her getting ready to cast a spell on me?
She'd feel it.
It's
yeah,
too.
I mean, you see her hand will glow with
Protect
energy,
the others. I'm fine.
but
Well,
Can
it's
I
her
do
turn.
that?
No, she's already cast it. By the time you realize what she's done, you can yell that out, but
Ah.
you feel it. You feel this serenity, almost like this protection, this shell
but you
come
could,
down over you.
You know what? You could.
So I can't attack anything.
No, but you
though.
can hold it until because they won't be able to attack you
Well,
if they fail.
That's true, you could delay.
Then you can delay and let one of them go by, and then just.
yeah, you can hold your
Yeah.
action when it's your turn.
Yeah.
Or can I grab Tabitha?
Which, by the way, it's your turn when she's
Can I
done.
grab Tabitha and since I'm protected, if I just encloak her as best I can, she's
No,
little.
it'll
Yeah,
only work on
it's-
you.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not.
it's
It
like a
is-
spell.
It's specific magic.
It's not a radiant. Yeah,
But
it's
I do
on you.
realize what she's done.
Yeah.
And I know if she put it
Oh.
on me, I will literally
I
destroy.
think someone knows that a spell has come
Yeah.
over them, but not necessarily would know what it is, unless you want to make a roll a high arcana, like something like
Yeah,
that.
you want you to do an Arcana check and
Then-
see.
Good idea.
Then
I mean,
she'll
you
know.
have
what
been
it is.
you have been fairly well trained.
Well, I got a 9.
But it's not her realm,
But
so
you're
I would
not-
say it would
yeah,
be
you-
I
high.
know she's
yeah.
put something on me, but I
Yeah.
don't really know.
So you don't know what
It's
it is,
different
unless she
because
yells
everything
at you.
that Anazora does is slightly different than what you would encounter anywhere else.
All right, so I don't realize, and I don't know any of the.
You
technicalities.
feel something, but you don't know what it means.
So I'm just like, thanks. And I just assumed she gave me something good, and I go ahead with what I was gonna do, which is I take my, I use a Zephyr Strike, which means I move like the wind until the spell
And I'm
ends.
just like, oh.
my movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. So I can give myself advantage on one weapon attack roll. It deals an extra 1d8 force damage on a hit, and whether I hit or miss, my walking speed increases by 30 feet until the end of that turn, which means I can go for the baddie on the other side of Tabitha, right there in the long black cloak.
Okay.
And I, with my bow and arrow,
Well, I know you'll make it.
I don't move yet, actually.
Oh.
I move kind of at a quick diagonal
This
to
way?
where I have a good vantage point.
This
Yeah,
way?
And
yeah,
fire
jump
the
over
bow.
that body. I jump over the guy. I go like this, and I just go, and I shoot at him.
Nice.
And the moment you fire, you feel that
Spell
bubble around you
dissipate.
just go.
Yeah, I
Do
don't
you
Drifts
want to
off.
give yourself the advantage on this one?
But it is.
Because it says before the spell ends, you can give yourself advantage on one weapon attack.
Yeah, this is the one I want the advantage on. I'm gonna get that guy.
That's what I
Okay.
figured.
Yeah.
All right, go for it.
I
So
don't
roll your d20 twice.
Okay, good thing you have advantage. That was a 1.
Oh, doesn't count.
15.
Okay.
Good call.
You got a lot of pluses to that, so yeah, you definitely hit.
Yes.
So that was just a roll, or do I have a plus on the?
You do, but it doesn't matter. It hits. But you just,
Click
you know,
actions there.
Yeah.
and it'll
Yeah, you
tell
know, by your
hit
weapon,
with
it
your
says.
bow.
Oh, on my bow? Yeah.
That's what you said, right?
Yeah, with
So
my
1d6
short bow.
plus 4. So you just roll this and add 4.
Roll this and add 4.
Oh. Stand by. Technical
There's essential
difficulty.
oils around here. We're very.
Very slippery.
I'm so scared. This means
It's
we're
okay.
in
You'll
danger here.
find it.
I have another 6 somewhere.
Or you can borrow one of mine in the
I have
meantime. And then after your turn, if you want to
Yeah,
find it while
okay.
someone else goes.
All right.
Okay,
5
see, not bad.
plus 4, right?
Mhm.
So I got a 9.
Yeah.
9 points of damage.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
Okay, so you
So
jump
it's-
over that body. As you're jumping, you
It's 15
draw
plus 8, right?
an arrow.
Yeah, you would have had.
I would have had like 23.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
I got it right in the,
You're
between
very-
the eyes and
Right in
the
the
forehead,
mind.
right?
The
Just like I
mind.
wanted.
Very accurate.
Just like I wanted.
Well, that would be a kill shot. So we'll say you
Oh.
jump over the body, you draw an arrow. As you're landing, you just take that second arrow right
here it is.
and right above his heart. It looks painful, but he's still pretty solidly on his feet.
Really?
Dang.
Bad baddie.
With 9 points of damage?
9.
who?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the other guy
Who'd she shoot?
survived his 20
guy on the other
something.
side.
So
Oh,
they're
Oh, the
27.
beefy.
assassin we were
We
Yeah.
know that they're
They're
beefy if
beefy.
they're the
They're
same.
beefy.
But okay. And I feel something come off of me now because I thought I had like some white warrior can't get hurt kind of spell on me, but now I just feel like I don't know, it's not really there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
Well, now it's the bad guy's turn.
And all the ladies are in the middle.
Everybody's in the middle.
Girl
actually.
power.
I mean, everybody's in the middle. Everybody's
Good,
good.
now
But
except
I
for
mean,
this guy.
isn't it
Yeah, that's you.
me, Anazora, and then
Oh yeah, yeah,
there's
you're
that?
right. Yeah, it's true.
Okay, so we're basically in a Charlie's Angels.
Situation.
I'm
That's so
thinking.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah, you
absolutely.
guys are. Actually, you
I'm
have
gonna
a
take
little.
1 second to go like
You have
this
some
with
more
our
movement.
weapons.
And I'm gonna do the
Do
one
you
with the
wanna-
legs out like
There's,
that.
there's that. You have more movement. Did you want to stay here?
Yes, I do. Thank you for reminding me because my
You can
action
go.
speed is doubled right
I know,
now.
you can go
so I have a
anywhere.
lot more movement.
You're
You
Zephyr,
can
So
basically
baby.
go
I'm
anywhere.
running straight down the alley all the way towards the farthest back guy with the yellow hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going
him.
back here?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
And
hold
getting
on.
ready to hit again.
She's gonna make it, buddy.
50, 55, 60. I can get you right.
Yeah. So I'm
Goodness.
flanking him, right?
Okay, I'll say you got to here.
Okay.
Ooh.
Is that where you want to be?
Just a little behind there, like
Good.
You
not
can't go
You
any
never
further.
said.
no behind, like a little farther back.
This way?
Yeah, like right out there. Okay. So I was hoping.
Okay. It's your
I
choice.
know it's dangerous, but I got a team here.
You did great. You went from one end of the map to the other. That was sick.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Okay, so bad guy's turn.
Okay.
So this guy is coming. Actually, what's he gonna do now? Oh, and actually, I'm sorry. He gets an. Oh wait, no, he doesn't get an opportunity
No, he
attack.
does
Zephyr
not.
strike.
Zephyr.
Zephyr strike. Never mind.
Oh, hello.
So he's gonna feel you
yeah.
at his back. He spins around Otto and engages you.
Try your worst.
And he's gonna. Oh, 13? Yeah. It's just like, oh, he hesitated for a moment. He was going to go for Tabitha and he decides, no, I better get this guy on my back. And it's just too rushed an attack and just whiffs.
You've engaged a fencer, you fool.
A what?
As his
Fencer.
Offense.
as his blade misses, he takes another step to pressure you.
Mm.
Fly, you fool.
Pressure is my middle name.
And he blings the blade back up and tries to catch you in the groin.
Yo, quick!
Oh.
In the groin!
In the groin! But you see it coming. This guy has no
Not
sword
the
talent.
precious jewels.
Just ching! I just block it easily.
Oh,
He rolled a 2. So yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah. That guy, okay, so that guy is
Even
done.
he
That
didn't
guy
fail.
is done.
Right.
You guys like how I tank?
Yeah.
Ottoman jewels, yes.
Erisette. These guys
Oh God.
are like, what? You know?
She's fast.
And he just
shizzle.
brings this big
That's a
blade
big
down
axe.
on
Wait, is that another?
Please miss.
you. Oh, that is 20, not natural.
Go up to your AC.
Oh my god.
16. No, Judd.
I don't
It's
like
not me,
it.
it's the bad
Quit
guys.
hurting your wife.
Wait, there's 4. Oh my god.
That's 6 points of
Ouch.
slicing damage. Not slicing damage. What's the
Slashing.
Slashing. Thank you.
My
I
first
always
hit.
want to call it
First
slicing.
time I've ever hit.
Click here. She's never been hit until now.
First damage.
Really?
I think so. Click here.
I don't even think you were
Type
damaged in the
minus
test
6,
campaign.
Yeah.
Or actually, you know
You shouldn't
what?
play that
Just
that
click
much at the
6
at
and
the
then
beginning.
click damage and
Yeah,
I'll
there you
subtract
go.
it. There you go.
It's my first time hit.
Ow! Alright, if
First
any
one.
of you get seriously hurt, I can heal, but
Yeah.
that's like a
only
flesh
6,
wound.
though. That's not that
That's
bad.
not
6
bad.
is like.
That guy,
Tis a flesh
this guy
wound,
steps
sir.
away as this guy who's just a sack of muscles.
Wait, all 4 of them get to go at me
All the
Yeah.
bad guys' turns.
at once?
This guy,
Wait, what? How come we all have to go one at a time, but they get to all go at once?
the baddies roll as a group.
Yeah.
So.
I did not know that.
Now you do. Now you do. Luckily for you, this guy says, "Back off!" And he goes, and you just see him. This guy, this beefy monster, is coming in to grapple you. So this is a strength check.
Crap! I really had no idea.
But how does that work? Does she roll
Roll for
dexterity?
the guards.
No, I think it's strength to strength, right? Because he's wrapping her
Yeah,
arms
grapples
around.
are strength.
I could be wrong, and if anyone's watching, I thought it was you
attack
could
roll?
use strength or you could use dexterity
Let's
to
see.
withstand a
Yeah,
grapple.
oh,
but
you mean
don't
like a
hold me to
contested?
it.
You can
Yes.
use your dex.
I think so, right?
To
your
avoid
dex,
it?
you
It makes
can-
sense. It
Yeah,
makes sense.
Yeah, it's your highest.
But the only
dex
reason I
response.
bring it up is I think you're much quicker than you are stronger.
Oh,
Very dexterous.
for
My
sure.
my dexterity is 19.
Yeah.
And her strength is 8.
Yeah, you
I'm
can't
not
grapple
strong.
with dex, but
Right.
you can
No, that's
get
true.
I'm
out
quick.
of it.
I'm
You are
slight,
strong
I'm
in a
elven.
manner of speaking.
Unless,
So I'm
wait,
I'm
Chad,
wiry,
unless
but
then when you
against a
are
beefy guy,
grappled,
I don't have a
I mean,
chance.
is it
Yeah.
the same?
Yeah.
I believe so, because
Okay.
you could wiggle free
Yeah.
versus trying to
Okay,
use
alright.
brute strength. Again, I could be wrong, but something tells me that it could. That as far as grapples go, that's a thing.
Strength, athletic check contested by. Yep, strength or dex.
Okay.
And use athletics or acrobatics. So if you have proficiency, you can add that as well. So,
but you should use acrobatics to avoid the grapple, I think, because
I
strength.
can do that. Oh, because that's what you call not an opportunity attack, but a reaction, right? You're talking about my reaction when it comes at me.
this isn't really a reaction, it's just a contested moment. But you can call it a reaction, but it's not an official
You would
reaction.
technically still have your reaction
It's
this
not
round.
an official reaction.
It's not, if we were at a con, this would not be
Yeah,
an
that's
official
like not-
reaction.
Well, just so I understand.
No, I know,
I would
it's-
really like to understand so that I don't find myself in a pickle like this again anytime soon. Could I please have some clarification on when there are 4 guys and you decide to
To
jump
all
up,
attack
run
you?
on
As a
them?
ranged person to run right up into their melee?
Right, when that
But
happens
you're
in
so
a
quick.
situation, would
You're so quick, though.
would they-
Hopefully, I'll miss you.
do they all 4 get to gang up on you
Yes.
before
So
you get
all-
to take any other action
Yeah,
or
until it's your
reaction,
turn.
or anyone else gets to take any other action or reaction?
Until it's your turn, unless somebody moves away from this area, in which case your reaction would trigger and you get an opportunity attack.
Which would use
Somebody,
your reaction.
in
Which
case a
you-
bad
that-
guy moves away?
Yeah, so if like this guy right here said, "Oh, I'm gonna go,
You
run
could
over
say,
here,"
I want to use my reaction and try to hit him
because he's in
with
your
it.
melee range, you would have an opportunity attack, even if grappled, actually,
So
because you
even
can
in
still
the
attack
midst
while
of all
grappled.
4
You
of
just
them
can't
coming
move.
at me,
And I think
I
while
am
grappled,
allowed
you
to. I
attack
can
with
dodge.
You
I can
do
do
attack
things
with
like
disadvantage.
this.
That's correct.
Can I
So
use
you should
poison
roll
spray?
this
Actually, I think you
and
do.
add 4 to it because you're gonna try to wiggle free of him grabbing you. I think.
Okay, and am I able to use poison spray?
I think you can only do that on your turn.
No, yeah, that's casting a
It's a
spell.
cantrip.
It's still, you can't use a spell as a reaction unless you have. I think there are feats that allow it.
There are a few, like shield, for example.
This
Yeah.
is just
We're
kind of like how
challenging
like
some.
If you
rules
cast a
here.
spell,
Yeah, I
on
know.
somebody
Well,
and
you
they
know, I
had
don't
to
mind
do a
her kicking
check-
the
it
tires
is,
of the
it's one-
rules.
It's one action.
I
so
would too if I was
it's
being
a-
ganged up
Instead
on.
of-
Right.
Action.
So
Have
it's
you ran
an
in the middle of a
action.
bunch
This
of
is
bad
like
guys?
his
let's
Like-
finish the turn.
that
Wait, you're
like,
attacking me?
You know, like fixing
Right.
up. So
All
like
right.
if you, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't gone yet.
But-
Maybe I can
Right.
save you. I don't know if I.
I
No,
think
I'm just
we're gonna go
try
at
to-
the end,
I'm
babe.
gonna try to. So that guy was about to get me. He hit me, and then this blonde head
So
Tries to grab you.
is like,
You
move
said
away,
move
move
away.
over.
I mean, at least
And
you're
I'm like,
against
"Wah."
the wall. You're not going to get flanked.
And
so.
I roll a 6 plus a what?
4.
4 for my acrobatics, so I get a 10.
okay.
Come on. Don't grab
Natural
her.
Oh,
Grabs her.
Well, but hold on. I actually rolled before and then picked up the 20. I just rolled an 18, but I know before my roll was a 7. And I just remembered that. I picked up the die, so hold on a second. Let me see what they've got.
7
Plus 2.
Plus strength is plus 2, so it's 9.
You wiggle free.
So you wiggle free. This big, beefy guy is just his huge tree trunk arms. And you just easily move out of his
On
grasp.
set, you
Like,
got to
just,
do
like,
that
duck
3
out
more
from
times.
And
I duck out from
And
under
because,
him.
actually no, that'll be his action. He has 2 attacks, but
Yeah.
that was his
Right.
action.
But I think, I mean, I don't want to cheat, so I feel like I wiggle free right into the center of that cluster.
No, you don't get to move. You just
Oh, I only wiggle?
you just wriggle away. He
right.
tries to grab you, and you manage to get out of it.
All right.
So
All right.
these guys have both gone. This
All
guy,
this stuff in your
knowing that
boots,
this little elf is being taken care of, doesn't care. Comes
yeah.
up on the back of Spider. It's a dwarf, a mean dwarf, no beard.
That's
That's just odd.
It's just weird. It's just
That's
weird.
Something's wrong with that.
Something's really wrong.
We've encountered this before.
Oh,
Yeah, beard, dwarves
And
are-
we were
definitely.
like, that's weird.
uh,
Spider.
Spider
Dwarves are
is so
dudes.
focused on
Uh-oh.
protecting the people in front of him, doesn't even look behind him, just gets walloped with a 22 on that. Oh, and that's 8 points of damage. That's not good for Spider.
Farewell and adieu.
No.
No.
Ow.
I mean, Anazor really kind of, well,
I think she has
Spider
a thing for
Yes.
spider.
She's attached. She's gotten attached.
I am
Never get
extremely.
attached.
He's the first guy that I've like.
Hey,
redeemed.
some
I'm
people
not a
get
crush on.
spider tattoos
Yeah.
and some people get Spider-Man.
And as he pulls his mace off of him again, he just goes to bash Spider a second time.
That's so
Oh,
gross.
no.
Anytime anyone
that one
says
misses
mace,
though.
Yay.
I'm not
So,
a fan of anything
all right.
that has to do with the mace.
This guy.
Jason
comes
Pro.
around.
How many guys you got?
Ball with
tucked in
spikes
there?
on it.
Well, the good news is the 2 of them are off of me.
25.
So actually, that
He's
was
going
better
for
than I
auto.
thought.
He's still.
Oh, the third
no,
of his
he's-
name. The third of his name.
Maybe the
Third of his
last.
name.
That's a 20.
That will hit.
Oh.
Jeez, these guys are rolling well. See, I need my baddie dice. These
You
dice
roll
are
in the
magic
ra-
nice.
Don't wear. Don't
They're
wear
magic
those.
dice.
Magic nice
Yeah.
dice.
Magic nice dice,
Magic
but they're
nice
not.
dice.
That's
Well, they
6
lost
points
their magic.
Nice
so.
and
of slashing damage.
Where'd you
Good
get
work.
those?
This guy's got a sword. And
Super tingly.
Dan, where'd you get those?
Oh, I was a little bit
Where'd
confused.
you get them?
I got these from a friend.
Do-do-do-do.
They're magic dice. Damn, and that's a 19.
That will also
Plus
hit.
4.
Jesus.
Holy cucka
Are they all
Uh,
getting spidey?
This is not fair.
That's another
They're going
5
for
points of
auto.
slashing damage.
They're
Please,
going for
God.
auto?
They're going for auto.
Go yell for help.
That's very
Okay.
bad.
How many more guys are there?
That's it
these
for
guys get
that's
to
it
go
for
too?
those guys. Yeah, but you see these
5.
guys.
I'm gonna wipe
You
those.
see these guys form a wall over here,
Go right ahead, mate.
and then this guy runs forward towards Seville. No problem.
Your last days of sunshine.
You know who we could have used in this situation?
Willard.
Willard.
Wait, where's Tabitha?
We don't need that farm boy.
Otto gets a turn now,
Yeah.
and doesn't Tabitha next?
All the bad guys
all the
have to
baddies.
go.
Remember when we roll our
Those-
initiative? It
Yeah.
makes an order of who goes in what order.
Including the bad guys?
Yes.
Yeah, when's the last time
No,
we
I've
But
rolled-
Chad and I rolled
Of
really
It's a
farm
list.
boys
well.
being
And
in
so
here.
we
Sometimes
rolled so
some of us will
low.
go, and then some bad
I don't
guys.
It
and then
depends on how you
It's
did in your
been
initiative.
Yeah.
So this
Because
guy,
Chad rolled too.
That's how that
this
works.
guy comes up on you,
All
Yeah.
of us
and
versus
you
all
whip
the
around
NPCs.
so
That's
fast
why the initiative.
that as he slices
Oh,
down,
no, I
it
thought it was
shocks
just
him,
who
and he
was
just
first within our party.
No.
literally just swiffs and fumbles his
So
sword.
you're really gambling.
Drops his sword.
So
Yeah.
you cannot count on like your team.
Nat-
to come
nat
next to
one
break
on that
behind
guy.
you.
No.
So he doesn't get to his second turn. Other guy is going for you. I'm sure a 9 is not going to hit. His first attack, he tries to judge it. He gets it at the wrong moment. You manage to back out. Ching, hits the pavement. Second attack comes in. That's a 17.
That hits me.
That hits you
Good lord.
for 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay, we're in trouble.
And that's it for the bad guys.
So that psychic
Yeah,
attack.
that's good.
All right.
Sure you're done?
God.
Otto.
Yeah, is that it?
Otto,
You sure?
Otto, you're up.
Okay, yeah. It's go time. After taking those 2 hits, I look a little fucked up. Like, I took 2, like, I got
Yeah.
bashed with a mace.
You did.
And
They-
a rage boils up within me. I'm not just out fencing this guy anymore. I'm surrounded. And I consult with this unknown, yet to be revealed. Perhaps the viewers one day will help us reveal. Some otherworldly presence that has tempted me with power, unbeknownst to my team, a time or 2 or 3 or many times. And I dig down deep to recall a curse that I don't believe I've uttered yet. And I utter it here and now
Not a curse.
in this alley. And it is a bane,
Wow.
Oh.
which I will cast at the 2nd level.
Oh,
Bad things always happen in Alley.
Bane reads
Oh, Bane is good.
up to 3 creatures, but in my case it will be 4, because I'm casting it at 2nd level.
Ooh, all right.
4 creatures within 30 feet of me must make a charisma saving throw. If they fail their saving throw, when they make an attack roll or a saving throw, before the spell ends, they must roll a d4 and subtract that number from the attack roll or saving.
Ooh,
Boom.
baby.
That's a Ronnie James.
I love
And
Bane. It's such a good
Ride the
What is so
tiger.
great is the material component is a drop of blood, which as it happens I can
You're like,
easily
just
supply.
Ooh.
Yeah, I licked some from my teeth where I got like cracked it over the jaw from a mace. And I channel the spell and my eyes go a bit hazy. And I'm going to target,
Who you got? This guy?
let's see. I want
That's Spider.
That's Spider. So I will get
2, 3. You can do this guy too. Actually, you can do anybody in this stretch. I don't think you
the
can.
range is
30
feet. So 5, 10. Let's see. Would it reach any of the far guys where Seville is?
15, 20, 20.
No.
Nope.
So that's fine. I will do the 3 guys here
Yep.
and this person.
Okay.
know,
And then
right?
this person is not, right?
Correct.
In trouble. There's like flu.
So I think what I'll do then, just so you know, I'll actually do. This person has been hurt, right?
Yeah.
So I'll do this person.
Wait, no, he
No,
wasn't
that guy
hurt.
has not
He
been
hurt
hurt.
me.
These guys
I
have
don't-
not
I
been
don't
Oh,
get
hurt.
it.
okay. Then yeah, I'll just do
Okay.
these 4. So it might be more advantageous to kill him first, since he doesn't have a Bane curse on him.
Okay.
And these guys
I'll have Bane.
all
Okay.
have Bane on them. And then that is my action,
Okay.
casting that spell. I could use a bardic inspiration, but I think I'll actually save it for now. I will. I believe it was
Are you
one
in
of
bad
these
shape?
guys already used their
Hmm?
reaction,
bad
right?
shape?
This round, this guy.
Yeah.
When he swung
Uh,
at at
Yes, that is
Panazora.
correct,
I've got
actually.
So I will move out of the range. This is a spider,
you
so
hurt?
Yep.
I'll be willing
I mean
to
a little
provoke
bit, but I'm fine.
1. Okay.
one opportunity attack, but he is baned unless he passed this charisma saving throw. All 4 of them will have to make a charisma save, which will be
I'm just.
You're in. Yeah, you're in the middle.
14.
I'm just
Where
trying
are
to
you?
see
DC 14.
Strangely, they don't have any pluses to
Where
their
are you?
charisma.
I wouldn't imagine
And
a
it's
good
a
time
DC
to use the
14?
spell.
to me.
DC.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. 'cause I might
Okay,
need
so
help.
and they all have
I'm
to make
with
the save.
you.
So I'm
Yes.
starting with this
I'm
guy.
with
I'm up
Okay.
on the other side of you.
Yeah, I might need
17.
Dang, that sucks.
This guy.
Oh, good. That's the guy
This
that's
guy's
attacking
a
me.
10. So he fails. Next guy is 15.
Fuck, man.
And the last guy is a 6. So
Only.
no, yes, no, yes.
So
What's it
only.
look like?
So who's?
2 of the 4.
2 of the 4 got
Look
Bane.
like
That's
on
all
that.
right.
Bane, you hear me utter a curse in another language where I'm just like, ooh, like that. and like these guys are like,
You like that improv?
Yeah.
I like it.
What
Yeah.
You see they're like-
happens to them?
Because you got to give us that voice. Yeah, I love it, Chad. I love
and
it.
it normally like I don't
I
sound
mean,
anything like that, but I just like let out this curse
Dark
and
speech.
it like maybe it doesn't really explain in the spell if at all how it would look, but it just says.
Well, how would you like it to look?
I think it's like a temporary like glyph that forms on their foreheads
Wow.
that
Excellent.
like
Yeah, nice.
is debilitating them.
How long does it last?
It lasts up to 1 minute. I'm concentrating on it.
Wow.
1 minute in
Ooh,
combat
picture
is-
like their veins pop out.
Oh,
of
you're
their forehead
concentrating?
in the
Good to
shape
know.
of a glyph.
Yes.
And they're like, ugh, they're gnarly.
Yeah.
Are you near death? How bad are you?
I'm only -6. I'm good. I'm at like about 82% of my general
Okay.
stamina.
Okay.
Chad's concentrating, but he's.
I'm concentrating. I move past that guy,
Yep.
but
So
he
no-
is baned.
He's baned. So let's do this.
Closer to 79%.
Oh,
Just so
Copy.
that's a nat 20.
No, then he
minus-
will hit me.
-3.
I don't think it matters if he crits me.
How are you?
I think it does actually.
Yeah.
I think it does. It
All
applies.
right.
So
Wow.
it's
Well,
not gonna be. It's not gonna be a crit.
Yeah, that,
He will still hit me, but that might have saved my life.
Yeah.
correct.
That sucks, man.
And it's 7 points of damage.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna,
I'm in really bad shape. But I will.
Can-
I still have my turn. I'm gonna use my bonus action, which I haven't used,
Mhm.
to cast a 2nd level healing word on myself,
Okay.
I have
which is a bonus
self-care.
action.
It's very
Self-care.
important.
Yes.
a reaction
It's really good.
that I think I can do.
Oh.
Okay.
Immediately after an attacker within 30 feet deals damage with an attack against a creature other than you, you can use your reaction to force the attacker to make a wisdom saving throw. On failure, the attacker takes radiant damage equal to the damage it just dealt, or half damage on success.
Well, hell yeah.
Dope.
What is
Let's
this?
do it.
What
This is my channel divinity.
Woo!
Oh wow.
He
that's,
did not like
So-
that. He just.
So-
Yeah, I love
I'd
it.
like to use that reaction.
Okay, so I'm sorry. What do I roll?
Wisdom save.
Wisdom. Doesn't have a bonus to wisdom either. Strange.
Yeah, these thugs don't.
That is a 12.
It's a 12, DC 12. Does that mean
He
it works
gets
or
it.
no?
But he'll
Yeah,
still
he's-
take half,
He'll
which is
take half
3.
damage.
Half
Yeah,
damage.
he saves, but yeah.
All right, and I'm gonna heal myself
But-
for.
So wait.
You roll your damage.
Okay.
Oh no,
Oh,
it's
no,
of
what-
what he did.
Oh, okay. Oh,
So
no.
he'll take 3 damage.
Yeah.
Because it's
In
half of what he
radiant
dealt to me,
damage.
which is
Right.
7.
And it was that guy.
3 plus 4. So I heal now 7 back by casting healing word on
Oh, good.
myself.
Oh,
Nice.
that's light. That's
Okay,
light.
so
So
how
he like
are-
swings whatever he swings.
I'm at
and, like,
10 health.
Some light comes off of Otto and
Right
like,
as-
back into him.
Yeah,
You see it? And his skin.
I'm like, and then I'm like, instead of uttering curses, I like do a healing spell, and some of my wounds start to like knit back a little bit, and I'm like,
Nice.
and that will be the end of my turn.
Okay, Tabs, you are.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out. That was a lot that just happened.
That was a lot.
Okay, where is Chad? Or
Otto's
Okay,
right here.
Otto,
That's
me.
you. That's Anazora.
Anazora,
Seville.
Seville,
And then we-
Ariset is back
Ariset's
here.
over here, and this
And-
is Spider.
Which people of in the Spider Ariset area are hurt? Or and
this-
how long does that last? Or is
this
it
guy-
over?
No, they're damaged. This guy's damaged. This guy's damaged.
And how
Okay.
long does the bane last? Only 1 minute?
Well, a minute, but in combat time,
That's a
each,
long time.
Every
each round is
town
6
is like
seconds.
a fraction of a second.
Yeah,
so
so
But
it'll
did he
last the
break
whole
concentration because he
I
had
have
to
to
cast
see.
another spell?
Oh yes,
I have
thank
to
you
see.
actually for the reminder.
Look at you!
So, I-
Go girl!
D&D girl.
I took
Oh my
a.
gosh.
Because he said he was concentrating.
Oh,
And
girl!
I imagine it would be
you.
hard to think of both things.
Yeah.
at once.
My proudest moment.
Wow.
Well,
That
that's
was on
cocked.
top of other.
Yeah, that
That
was
was
cocked.
cocked.
That was cocked.
Yeah, I keep my concentration.
Okay, good. All
Wait,
right.
you have to roll to find out whether you
Okay.
keep concentration?
So,
Yeah,
I even made a
you roll
big
to
note so I
basically
wouldn't
do
forget,
most
and I
things in
forgot.
this game, right?
Amazing.
Okay, so
But it is. It's
Ariset
like
can
10
handle
or
herself
the damage
with
done
Spider.
and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Since
he
it
knows.
was less than 10 damage,
Right?
it's DC
Correct.
10,
We
which I
don't know.
got.
We don't.
Correct.
What's happening down here?
So these two guys are attacking Seville. These guys formed a wall.
Amazing.
I want another one.
That's what I'm saying, but it's like, wait, we don't have a break, and
this
that took a
guy's
long
sword
time
is
to make.
actually
I was
on
like,
the ground.
Okay.
Also, we
He fumbled.
I just
We-
went.
yeah,
I'll
we
go
have to-
make us some.
all right, cool. Yeah. We have to prep this. Yeah.
Don't forget, you
Now
have
you know
Bardic
how.
Inspiration if needed.
You were
Thank you.
schooled.
Okay.
Now I know.
So
I'll
I'll see you
wanna
guys in
get-
just a second. After that hit, I need a drink now.
Oh, Chad, make another
Chad.
one.
I got you.
I mean,
boss.
come on.
Opportunity attack. Opportunity. Opportunity.
Don't forget the
Okay, I want to get the maximum amount of people who need help.
Yep.
And I'm in the middle of
Listen to
people
our
who are
elven,
okay.
Herbalist over there.
So
And-
Our elvish.
this guy is the
herbalist.
most wounded that's on the field.
Okay, I will.
Wait, what?
And is he down?
Yeah, of the bad guys.
He's still
I
up.
killed
He's
mine,
just the
right?
most-
Well, yeah, but he's dead. He's not wounded.
Oh, I didn't even know. I thought he was still up.
No,
I
he
was
was
like,
still
No,
up.
he's
I
dead.
came in.
You
He's
ki-
dead.
okay, that's what I thought. I was.
Oh
like,
no, yeah, you
Yeah.
guys,
Okay,
the one
okay,
you killed is
good,
dead.
good.
And
Okay,
I'm
so
pretty
here's what
torn
I'm
up
gonna do.
about
Yeah.
that.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna
He was
skip
almost dead.
around
He would
Otto,
He would
Okay.
almost die.
and then
I know, but
I am
I don't
going
do that.
to
No, we're
because
gonna-
I'm
we're gonna
flanking
roleplay
this.
I
guy.
don't do
wanna
that.
go back that way.
Before
Okay,
talking
this
So I'm
way?
right behind, like right here.
Okay,
Ooh, nice.
And I would like to literally stab him in the
So I'm
back.
pretty confused.
love it. All right.
So then what do I roll?
So look on your sheet,
Looks like my
and
thing.
it says for your attack.
Oh,
Now,
I have it here. Okay, so that would have been my dagger.
and sneak attack is a friend within 5 feet, right?
I mean, Otto's right behind me.
Yeah, but he's
Not helping
Peter.
me with this.
Yes.
sneak attack.
Yep.
Ally within 5 feet distance.
Yeah,
of-
she.
Good. I don't think he is. I mean, there's 5 feet between you. I never know how that is adjudicated.
Oh, you mean by the? Where is she
'Cause-
going?
She's going for this guy.
Then.
I'm gonna get him in his back.
Oh no, Otto's.
It would have to be here.
Your
right?
ally has to be 5
Otto has
feet.
to be here. Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I thought.
Not you, but yeah.
Yeah. So no sneak attack on it.
You
Okay,
can't
that's
just
fine,
sneak
but,
attack unless you have an ally? Is that what it is?
If there's an ally nearby, or
you
you
need
surprise
advantage.
them.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I just where my eyes are, it's like
Mhm.
right above his.
Well, you could do. Wait a second. Is his back towards her?
Yeah.
It is.
Then make a. You'd make sort of a.
But there's no surprise because he was coming for her. He knows.
Okay, then yeah.
Yeah.
Then you would know in a skirmish everybody's awake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
So
yeah.
I take the opportunity and I use my rapier and I stab him like a little bit above his right butt cheek.
Oh, okay. Kidney kind of area.
Yeah.
Okay, love it. Roll for an attack.
Okay. So
And
that
he,
is.
he's.
What do I do? This one?
Uh,
I
you-
need
yep,
help, you guys.
You're 20. Yeah.
Okay,
and on
this?
there, on your
Yep.
rapier, it says
Okay.
What
so,
you have-
Ugh, that wasn't good.
Yeah.
That was a 5.
But she
Do I
has
get
bar-
to
no,
add
no, no,
anything?
remember.
Yeah, you get
Wait,
to-
wait, wait.
Oh,
She
yeah.
has bardic
You
inspiration.
do have inspiration.
She
What
has
are you
bardic
using?
inspiration.
You
Rapier?
could use
My
it if you
rapier.
think
Plus
that will
5,
put
so
you
you're
over
10.
the top.
10.
And then
Plus
bardic is a 6.
Okay.
If you want to
If
use
you
it,
wanna
for
use
that.
it.
You
wanna-
don't have
if you want
to.
hit,
You
you
can
don't.
save it.
Right now you're at 10, so
Okay.
you miss.
I got a 10, so I miss. Well, I want to hit him.
Then go ahead.
then use it. That's what it's
Yeah,
for.
let's use it.
5.
15.
100%.
We,
Perfect.
we need to.
Good use
We
of
need to
bardic
Yeah.
hit these
No,
inspiration.
guys.
I think that's
Yeah,
a very
it's a
good
great.
use.
It's a
You
great.
guys are heavily
Okay.
outnumbered.
This
so
is what
So
it's
I
for.
hit him.
We
Yeah.
need to punch a hole in
And so
this.
now I
Yeah.
know if I use my rapier, what do I do now? What the damage is?
So
How do I
next to your, it
So the
says the
rapier up
damage.
there, so
It's
you got a
usually a
1d8
D8 plus.
Mhm. Plus
3.
3?
Yeah.
Which one's an 8?
8. There you go.
See.
Okay, that's what I thought.
No, no, no.
Nice.
So that was a 6, 7,
Yep.
8, 9.
8, 9. Good.
Okay, that was 9.
And you can either finish your movement, do
Yeah.
something else. You got a bonus action
I
too.
know.
You could do this. You could attack with your dagger as well.
Well, I think he's okay. I'm gonna dash, I think, with my cunning action.
Yeah, you can do that.
To try to help Erisette.
Good one. Just make sure you're dashing through
The
a
snow.
gauntlet, though, in the snow.
No
You're
one
dashing
horse
through
open sleigh.
opportunity attacks.
Better
So-
know.
Okay, so I hit him.
Yeah, you hit him. So you want to go up to Erisette?
I'm ducking. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna. Yeah, I want to get to Erisette.
Because this is Spider. He's an ally.
He's
so
an ally.
And you're using your cunning
Action.
action to get up here.
Yeah.
So you can get here. Yeah.
Okay.
And you wouldn't get an opportunity attack
Okay,
on that
I was
guy.
worried about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And I can't do anything else, right? That was my whole turn.
Let's see.
We used my bardic inspiration.
Use
We
your-
used my cunning action to dash.
Yeah, and that's a bonus action. So yeah, that's you.
And I did my attack.
And you
Okay,
did
great.
attack,
That's
yeah.
all I can do.
Yeah.
So, sorry.
All right,
I'll tell
Seville,
everyone
we're
I
back to you.
Okay.
Are you watching the game over there?
Oh hell no.
Never.
No,
When you
no,
dream
no,
of
no, no, no. I got the channel up just
Oh,
to
okay.
check for something.
I see attention split.
No, I
Disadvantage on this attack.
I wanted to see who actually put up and who was watching and put up sneak attack rules, and someone
Oh.
did.
Oh no way, that's cool.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys.
Yeah, the crew is there.
Thank you.
Bug
By the
crew.
way, I
The
do have an
community is
entire
there.
flow chart
Yes.
and notes, but I still get confused. So
It's
Who
okay.
gave you that?
You know,
Yeah.
not everybody who plays
Aw.
this game has to have played for 100 years. Like,
Right.
we're trying to bring new people into this
Yeah.
game.
And
I've only been playing for a year and a half.
There's new additions. There's all kinds
This
of
is
stuff.
new
but
stuff all the time. It seems intimidating,
Everybody
but
gets
jump into the water.
Everybody
it's
gets
really
it.
fun.
Everybody's
Yeah.
willing to help. But
It's
no,
healthy.
I'm not.
It is
I'm not
healthy.
watching
It's
anything
really
like
good
that.
for
I'm
you.
in this
Okay, good.
to win it.
okay, so it's now your turn again.
It is
It's my
Seville's turn.
turn.
What are you gonna do?
And Azora, you're on deck.
Okay, I am going to with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am going to. Who is in trouble here? Let's form our own wall. So I'm going to bonus action, mind hammer
Oh, okay.
this guy against the wall, and then I'm backing up, and I won't draw an opportunity attack. with,
Con save.
Yeah, con save.
This big boy.
He's going.
Yeah.
He's going for the big boy.
Hi.
14.
Yeah. Mother of pearls.
Sorry.
I had to get my con up there. So I just look at him and launch a mind hammer at him, but crushes mine. But I'm also backing up to where Anazora is.
Okay.
Well, I'm attacking him too, so I'm going to slash with my rapier and then back up. And because I have my fancy footwork or rakish audacity, no
Yep.
fancy footwork, I don't draw the opportunity attack.
Right. Okay. So roll for your attack
So.
first, and then we'll back you up.
On the move, and I definitely missed that. That's an 8.
So we'll just say you were kind of you just slice out to get
Yeah.
him back as you move backwards.
Yeah, I'm
And where do you want
gonna
to go?
Right
To
between-
Anazora?
No, I'm going to move behind Anazora and,
Where do you want?
yeah,
Right there.
behind her. Yep, right
Behind
there
her.
between those two.
Okay.
All right, that's me.
Okay. All right, Anazora.
Okay, I am pretty messed up from killing this guy.
That was hard for you.
Well, yeah, I wasn't. My default is non-lethal blows, and only am I going to kill someone if I've deemed them irredeemable. I don't know that this guy is irredeemable, but I
Okay.
suppose with the sheer number of people here,
Yeah.
I was just overwhelmed.
That
and
wasn't fair of them.
fearing for my
Yeah.
friends.
I heard
True.
non-lethal blows and I got a headache.
So I'm turning blue at this point,
Aw.
realizing what I've done.
Cheers, brother.
And
Cheers,
with
my
that in
brother.
mind,
What I
I
miss?
feel that I'm
Cheers. Seville backing up.
And Tabitha doing
Oh,
some
Tab-
bravery.
Oh yeah, Tabitha did some
Stabbing.
damage on this
Yes,
guy and
Tab
came up
did
to
great
support
work.
Arasat.
Some running to
whiffed.
I
support.
stabbed him in the back, babe.
Yeah, with the rapier. She did great.
Hell yeah.
And we learned a lot about sneak attacks.
Yeah, we did
Sneak
some.
We had
is
some
right.
questions.
Yeah.
All
oh.
you need is advantage, and you always have it. That's what I like to remember.
Yeah, no, it's easy.
Okay,
So-
so
Sorry, go ahead.
You're sad, you're blue.
I'm blue, and but I still am realizing that we're in this insane battle.
pickle,
But now
yeah.
I'm back to my focus of non-lethally putting these people
my
down.
Oh.
So
Like the jujitsu of
that's
God.
me right there. And who's
You're leading
Yep,
this
yep.
front charge.
and who's this in the middle?
Seville
Okay,
and then
great. Who's this guy?
Otto. Bad guy.
Bad guy. Great.
Bad guy. Bad guy. Bad guy.
Are
bad
either
guy.
of these two wounded?
These guys?
Have they
This
No,
was
Or
the-
this
just
guy
Me,
over here?
but me and Otto are wounded.
Who's the
Pretty good.
wounded?
Yeah.
You wanna try?
You guys, those guys are.
This
This
no,
guy's
these guys.
wounded on this side.
Me and
Guidelines.
wounded. Me and
This guy.
Okay.
I
This
made
guy
mine a
is
little
pretty
strong,
great.
but
Wounded.
I'm gonna turn
Yeah.
around and go to
Smells
non-lethally
good,
it does
attack
smell
this
good.
man
It kind of
Just
smells
turn
like some
right
of the
over
essential
here.
oil.
with my longsword.
Longsword, non-lethally attack
Yes.
this guy.
shield
For reference, anytime my default is that.
Okay,
unless
so
I
I
say
will-
otherwise.
I will. Okay, assume non-lethal unless you tell me otherwise.
Unless
Okay.
I'm saying I'm killing.
She's
Okay.
like probably kind of purple because she seems almost.
Well,
also
she's
angry.
kind of turning
yeah.
because
I like
Well,
that.
yeah, I
pissed.
almost am. I'm mad at
She's
myself.
pissed.
and
Please
I'm
get
sad.
hooked up.
Yeah, she's.
But
So-
because me and Otto are
I'll
bloodied,
just put this right here so I don't
Yeah.
yeah.
spill
So
it.
she's still enraged enough to attack,
Yeah, it's only a 10.
which is
to hit.
weird.
That misses.
Yeah.
So, you still reeling from that accidental death
Wait,
that
do
you
you have
caused
your-
before?
Okay, yeah.
You just pull your sword. You're not really
Yeah.
committed to the strike. You're lost in that moment. You're torn about killing and defending and what to do, and you miss that that strike.
Shit.
Do you want to do anything else? Bonus action?
No, I don't. But I would like to stay in between that enemy and my friends in the middle.
Okay, so just move you a little bit there.
Rally together!
Okay. All right, edit set.
And do I see all that? Are my eyes on
Yeah,
that?
I mean, yeah, you look
All right.
over, you can see it.
All right, so I've basically got these two right in front of me.
You do.
I'm going first for the guy who
I'm right next to
stabbed
you.
me. I'm going to spray him in the face with poison spray, which is
Okay.
my cantrip. So I figure,
For this guy?
no, the guy that
Oh, the guy
stabbed
that-
me.
okay.
Okay, I figure I can do that and still have, I can take an action of some sort, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh wait, no. I mean that is your action. You're casting a spell. Sorry.
Dang, I thought. Oh, that's what it is. It's casting a spell, but it's unlimited versus the other ones.
Correct.
I use
Yeah,
up my
you're not
slot.
using a spell slot,
See?
but it is your action.
But I thought I could do spells and actions
10.
because I'm a ranger. No.
No.
Okay.
You
then-
can, but
I
not in
love
the same
attitude.
turn.
I love the attitude.
Not in the
Forget
same
that
turn.
then.
Yeah,
Forget
no.
that. I'm
Okay.
going for
Nixing
death.
it.
Forget that. I want death.
Yeah.
I take my
See?
dagger.
You're
Yeah.
moving right
No.
I
here.
don't judge.
My
Oh, no.
my moon touch
Yes, they
rapier.
will.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I only need
Not
5 feet of
attack.
range,
Uh-huh.
and I am.
Yeah.
They're like
We are
right up
in trouble.
against
Yeah,
me.
they're on you. They're on
How
you.
are you?
And
on
I just like that.
Yeah.
The guy that stabbed me,
Okay.
and I go for him.
Roll. Roll
Okay,
for
he has
attack.
10.
From 20, yeah, we're about.
Yeah, you guys are.
It was a
kinda-
caught
Okay,
dive.
I got
Yeah.
caught.
I know you, girl.
15
plus 15 hits.
plus what? I
Which
never
weapon
know
are
what
you
I'm
using?
adding. Oh yeah, plus my moon touch rapier plus 6, so 21. 21.
21 hits.
Yes.
It does.
And I spit in his face at the same
Oh
time.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
a bonus action.
you pull your bow away at the same time. Pull out your rapier. Just jam it right into his gut.
Yes. Yes.
Ugh.
I spit in his eye.
Oh, that's just mean. And roll your damage.
That's my
So-
4.
D8.
My 8.
Noting,
It's like the
we're
diamond.
still on the mini cam, just so you know.
Shit.
Might want to just switch back and forth a bit.
Yeah.
I was facing the same thing yesterday, so I feel you.
Okay.
I got a 5 plus
Right in your
4,
face.
which would be a 9. Wait, 1 to 8. Yeah, plus 4, so I got a 9.
Sorry, guys. We were on TCAM that whole time.
I got a 9.
You got 9.
Yeah.
9.
Feels
That's
good.
excellent.
Very cathartic kill.
Drop the pencil.
Yeah.
That was cathartic.
That's a
I'm
big
happy.
hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Okay.
could.
Wanted
That was
that.
just a gut slash.
It was. It's exactly
Which guy
what I
was
wanted.
it? This blondie?
I do it so deep that my hand is actually in his gut almost a little and covered a little with blood, like up to my
Ew.
thumb joint.
But I also
Wow.
like it.
Yeah.
Wow, well done.
All
Okay, anything else you want to do on this turn?
I'm gonna dash away from Mr. Yellowhair, who seemed extremely strong,
Break out here.
and I'm gonna get closer to.
Maybe.
No, we got it.
Now, if you dash away,
No, we
both
do.
these guys are going to get
Wipe out the
a
side.
chance to.
I don't think so, because you still have Zephyr Strike, right?
I thought it's only one
It's only
round.
for
Ah.
I think it-
You're gonna leave me in a bind if you run too far away, because I'm right behind you.
Yeah, she came to help you,
Okay.
but it's your choice.
So wait, how long does the spell last?
Look
says
at your
concentration.
details.
It says
Concentration
up
up
to
to a
1
minute.
minute.
Up to
It
1
says
minute.
until the
But
spell ends, your
once, but
movement
only
doesn't
once.
provoke opportunity attacks.
But it's concentration.
Okay, wait.
So here's what the
Until
whole
the
thing
spell
says.
ends, your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks,
That's
which
true.
means I could have no
But
opportunity
is it
attacks.
concentration?
It is.
Concentration.
Because you have been wounded. in
Yeah,
that time.
you might
So
wanna
do
make
it.
a
Roll
save.
a concentration
And
check.
that's my 20, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need higher than
What did
10.
I get? I got a 4.
Yeah.
Plus anything?
You're not Zephyr anymore.
No, you're not Zephyring anymore.
Yeah,
So
well,
you just
that
feel
was,
that
it makes
speed
sense,
leave
'cause that
you.
was my first damage, and I'm really.
So, and
Yeah.
it might be worth pointing out so we all know for future reference, while you're concentrating, the movement never provokes opportunity attacks. But once over the course of that minute, you can give yourself advantage on an extra attack.
Yeah.
And you've already done that.
Which you
but
used, yeah.
Now
Yeah.
the spell
Yeah, because
will
I
have
rolled
ended,
like
which
shit.
stinks.
But now I understand. I almost, if I had not rolled like shit,
You could have gotten out
could
of
have
there.
had a whole lot more cool stuff.
Correct.
Okay, I understand clearly.
Okay.
And now that I know I'm vulnerable to reactions, to opportunity attacks,
Mm-hmm.
I am not going to go far, but I'm going to get just a little farther away from Mr. Yellowhair. Like, so I'm going to go next to Tabitha.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Back
Just a
to
little
back.
closer. Back to back!
I'll say that
100%!
doesn't really leave his melee range, so there's no opportunity
I'm
attack.
not back to back. Maybe a little.
Yeah, we
scoot
want to
it
be
back
back to
to
back.
a little
so
bit
it's
more.
a little bit more
If I move you
cinematic.
anymore, I'm going
opportunity
to
attack.
trigger an opportunity attack.
Okay, all
If
right.
you want to go like all the way
Can she
here,
just pivot her body?
Because the idea is you can't move out of his
See-
reach.
Because he's
right?
Yeah.
Baned. No?
No, that one's not baned. It's
What
the
about-
this guy's
that
hurt.
one is.
This one's
What
hurt
about
a
this?
little bit.
What about
This
this?
guy not all.
Would I be able to try to climb the wall?
No,
Wait,
we
no,
can't
it was
climb
like
it.
It's 30 feet high,
yeah.
30
remember?
feet high, so no.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is sideways.
Maybe if you squat down, I can launch off your back.
No, it's entirely too
Sounds
high.
messy.
Yeah,
okay,
no.
so I'm
No,
just,
no,
I'm
and
just,
like launch onto him,
Oh.
and then like pull like one of the who was the guy in Game of
do?
Thrones who did the eye thing?
The mountain.
And, yeah,
Oh.
I could do the mountain on him.
Well, what is your strength score?
Not high, but what if I'm just doing
His
it
was
because
probably
I'm
like
so dexterous?
25.
no, you know what? Can I?
I'm coming up with some.
You know what I
really
want to do? I decided.
Okay.
Since moving does no good to me,
Exactly.
right? Can I attempt to make any unarmed strikes on yellow hair?
Your action is.
moving.
That's
no,
also
that's
an
your
action. Say.
Ah,
You only
sorry,
get
guys.
Plus,
One.
unarmed strike doesn't do much damage compared to what you can do
No,
with your
it
rapier,
doesn't.
so
Okay.
you wouldn't want to do that.
Got it. Oh, I know what it was. I meant to be looking at my bonus action.
There you go.
Got it. Sorry. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna stay where I was.
Okay.
And read up a little on my bonus actions. Okay.
Okay. All right. Now it's the baddie's turn, and
Our
Really?
favorite.
yeah,
Oh wait. Can I? I'm sorry.
What is it? What have you read?
Can I do my planar warrior?
What is it?
Because listen, because this is what I was looking for. As a bonus action, choose one creature you can see within 30 feet of you. The next time you hit that creature on this turn with a weapon attack, all damage dealt by the attack becomes force damage, and the creature takes an extra 1d8 force damage for the attack.
Is that on this turn, as in you have to
Does
do
it-
it before
It's
you
as a
hit them?
bonus
Yeah.
action.
The next time you hit
Yeah,
that
it's as a
creature
bonus
on
action.
this turn.
So I
this turn.
stab this guy. I move 5 feet, and
If you-
my bonus.
Well, you know
or
what?
I don't
Sure.
Move, and my bonus
You do
action,
it.
I choose my next mark.
I mean, you can cast. Yeah, you can cast that now.
You'd have to cast it again on your next turn to do it, right?
Yeah, because you've already attacked.
On this turn.
So you wouldn't
So-
need
You
it.
wanna
to-
do
no,
that
you just
first.
all you're doing. No, you pick a creature, and then
Right.
the next
But see,
time.
the
But
next time
but
you
the
hit-
next time you attack, you've already attacked.
See, the
You
next
don't
time
have
you
another attack.
One
No,
sec,
I mean
guys.
for, like, the
the
next
next
round.
time, well, look, the
No,
next
you-
time you hit a creature on this turn,
On this turn.
not
So-
another turn.
So you want to cast it as your bonus action, then
First,
attack,
and,
and then you get
attack
the
in order to
extra
get
damage
that.
on it.
Does that
So
make
do it
sense?
next time.
So next time.
Yes.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm just laying groundwork for my next go round later.
Okay.
Well, when
Don't
it's your
cast
turn,
it now.
yeah, you cast
it
it at
next
that
time.
point, not now.
Right.
If you cast it now, you'd be wasting it.
That's correct.
I see. Never mind. Okay, got it.
Because it's the
Just
next
hang out
creature you
with
hit
me.
on
In
this
the corner.
turn.
Just hang with tabs.
So you
I
have to
see.
do it preemptively at the start of
Give me
your
a pep
next
talk.
turn,
I
right?
get this now.
the
Thank
corner.
you.
I know it's wordy.
I'm
Well,
like
did you-
literally only a class 3,
right.
so like some of this is.
So I don't think that was heard.
Yeah.
Sorry, side thing.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, you're
What?
done. Baddie's go now.
I'm trying to.
Some Mendeleev stuff. All right, so this guy looks at the two of you.
Sorry, which one?
This guy, and he's going.
He's baned.
Yes, he is, and he's going for a reset. Well, I don't have to roll Bane on that. That
Do
does
it
not.
anyway, just for fun.
All right, then he gets.
It's really bad.
He gets a 1.
Yeah!
You fail and then you are a
You
failure.
And
double
we all
fail.
say na 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 boo
And
boo.
He goes to
I wanna know what
do
the
it, and he's just like his
originations of
arms
that.
aren't working, and he
Banana
seems
boo-boo.
slow and sluggish, and he's shaking his head. And he's going in for his second attack, and he's trying to do it more forcefully. Oops. And Bane might save you on this one. The 15. What's your AC?
16.
Oh, Bane saved you on that one.
Oh yes.
So he
Bane.
tries to shake it off. He goes really hard and just misses
cursed.
you. He's what's going on? So he is.
Check your forehead, you fool.
Is it
All right,
embedded like
so-
an O for Otto?
It's
like a
I
curlicue in
wish.
the middle and like a little mustache.
Yeah.
So
I'm not
Blondie-
gonna go that far, but
Blondie is coming in to grab you again.
That's his favorite move.
Yeah,
It is.
he's such a little pervert, dude.
So-
I know.
What happened?
Roll either Dex or Strength.
Go, Dex. Damn it.
It won't take much.
Plus?
9.
Oh,
I got
totally, yeah.
9.
He got 4 on his Strength.
Oh,
Despite being so big, he's like one of those guys that is so big,
Yeah.
he can't even like close his arms. His muscles get in the way.
Yeah.
He
So
can't comfortably
he's kinda-
put like a
Muscles.
jacket on.
Yeah,
He
no.
did a little bit too much.
Yeah, too
Right.
much of the roids.
Right.
All right. So yeah, that's his turn, and he's actually going to give up on you. And
Nice.
go.
He wore down his will.
By the way, you get an opportunity attack here.
I do?
Yep.
I'm very confused about all that.
Well,
If somebody ever leaves out of your reach, you can
Try and attack.
if somebody's next to you and then runs away,
But then what kind of attack? Like
just
A
a
melee
just,
attack?
just a melee
Yeah.
attack,
like a sword,
a
Yes.
sword.
not a bow.
So
No.
no. Roll your roll a d20. It's just your rapier attack.
Okay, but that's only within 5 feet. Is he within 5 feet?
He was.
He's as
Now
he
he's gone.
leaves, yeah.
Dang it.
3.
So
Plus
no.
6, 9.
I'm 9.
No.
Yeah,
So
I'm-
you're
I'm-
not quite sure how that, you're a little he tries to come in and get you and then he runs off and you're like, whoa,
I have
and you
battled very few times
and you
in my
miss them,
life. Like,
yeah.
just my character has not really been in hostile
No problem.
situations actually all that often.
Okay, so that's
Up
his
till now,
turn.
it's been mostly play.
So Spider
no, I mean we play games.
is
My brother
facing
and my
off with the
dad,
dwarf.
Right.
but It's not the same as being in
Right.
a battle.
That's a 6.
Sure.
That misses. Spider. Second attack is a 4. Wow. Spider
Yay!
is tough. These hits come in and Spider's just using his forearm to block them as they're coming
Wow.
in. He's
Right.
like Wonder Woman.
yeah. He's
I love that.
he's Wonder Spider. This guy is going to come over to to Anazora.
Come over to me. That's what I want.
And
Come here,
first attack is a 3. Jeez, guys, come on.
That hits. No, kidding.
Oh,
Yes.
second attack is a 19
Boo.
plus 4.
That actually does hit.
That does hit.
No.
That's okay.
And oof, that's
can take it.
that's 8 points
That's
of
fine.
damage.
That's totally fine.
That guy,
And I'm sure the guards are gonna get here any minute.
you guys haven't made a lot of noise yet, so
Really?
Help!
An entire...
there's a lot of ching ching ching.
We're under
Oh.
attack!
But
Help!
nobody's screaming out for help.
I am.
But now Otto
It's a loud
is.
city.
Help!
Help.
Okay.
Alarm!
Guards!
This guy's turning around on Anazora as well.
Oh no.
You-
Wait, where's the third guy?
which-
Keep
'Cause
in
one
mind,
guy
one
already
of those
attacked
guys was
me and
baned.
missed.
that's this guy.
One of those guys was
What
banned.
about
They
the
had
guy
two-
that
they
I
had two
like
attacks per turn.
stabbed
Oh, okay.
in the kidney?
Yeah, that's this guy. He just turned around.
Okay, he's still fine though?
It's not fine,
Okay.
but he's
Yeah, which one
he's
of those
upright.
is banned?
One of them is banned. I
Oh
believe.
yes, thank you. That guy's baned because he just rolled a 17.
Come on.
And
It's not
that's-
gonna hit anyway, right?
Yeah, no, it won't.
Well, it's 17 plus 4. It's
Oh.
21. So it is 18.
My armor class.
Damn it.
I need to up that because apparently that's very common.
Do you have a shield?
I do. That's
You already
included.
do. I
18
see.
is pretty good at this level. Okay, it's only 4 points that time.
All right. We're
Dang,
not looking good
man.
over here. 9
My
out of
bane
25.
spell did not go over as well as I'd hoped.
It's
I don't
Okay.
really know. I'm unclear as
all
to
right.
what it does.
These guys, I have
Minuses
to roll a
a
d4.
die to all their attacks.
Got it.
Yeah.
But I tried to target 4 guys, only 2 of which it even affected, so it kind of fizzled out.
Okay. These guys.
This is a gnarly situation.
Yeah.
Much more gnarly than anticipated.
Well, now that Otto is called for help, we'll see what happens.
I might go down.
I know.
Okay, first attack on you. Oh, it's a natty 1.
Yay!
This guy
God,
the
there's
big
small
guy drops
fingers.
his weapon. He doesn't get a second attack. The other guy gets a 2.
Okay.
The first attack, that's a miss. And then a 19. Which I'm sure hits you. Yeah, you.
Hits.
Yeah. 7 points.
Oh my gosh.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
This sucks.
Those guys are staying put, but they're going to move forward. They look like they're getting the day. Okay. That is it, I think, for all the baddies. Seville, you're back up.
All right, I am using an action. What are we doing? Action for healing potion or bonus action?
I'll give you bonus action on that.
Okay. All right, bonus action. Healing potion.
Okay.
How can I tell? Is this how many I have?
Yes. And then my action is I'm screaming for just yelling for guards. Guards! Guards! I am going to smash, just like backhand my rapier into the big guy's face.
Okay.
I like that.
And
As these guys, by the way,
Back.
as these guys move forward, you see a carriage that comes up at the end right here, and is kind of blocking the end. And it's a large carriage, no windows.
Oh God, it sounds like the equivalent of the unmarked white van.
What did we
It is the
bonus action
the
where-
fantasy
Is
A bonus
keto
action.
van.
Oh no.
Yeah.
okay, so quickly to do my healing.
This is not dope.
No. 1,
God.
2,
Jesus, man.
plus 2. Okay, I get 3 more back.
Yeah, okay.
All right, I'm doing my attack.
Okay.
And I get to do, come on, sneak attack. Oh my gosh, this is fucking
We're
bad.
fucked. We're fucked.
12?
12 hits.
Who did you have? The big guy?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, rapier.
I'm by that big
1d8.
jerkwad too.
So that's 5 plus 4 is 9, and here come the pain. 9 plus 7, 16.
16 damage.
Yep,
Nice. On the big guy,
yep,
which was this guy.
yep.
Okay.
And I'm rolling out of this,
Okay.
and I'm coming back here to give Anazora flanking to attack. Or do
Taking
something.
opportunity attacks, or no, swashbuckler.
Yeah, swashbuckler, so I move out of that.
Got it. Okay. All right, and you're back there. Okay. Is that it for you?
That is it for
And
me,
Azora,
yes.
you're up.
Wait,
Set.
I think I got skipped.
I didn't go.
We haven't had our last turns. We were 8
I
and 6.
apologize. You're right. We forgot. Otto, you're up.
All right. So I'm gonna turn, and these are both bad guys here. The guy with the hat and the big guy.
These guys are both baddies.
Okay. I would like to, even though I'm hurt, I'm gonna turn around and face them.
Okay.
I'm going to spend my bonus action to almost like a mantra at this point. I ended my last turn speaking a healing word,
Mm-hmm.
which was at 2nd level.
Mm-hmm.
Is anyone else badly hurt?
Yep,
Very.
real bad.
Okay.
Well,
But that's fine. I'm
No.
fine.
Let me see if I can tend to myself and get this plan in order here.
yes.
I will cast a healing word on myself.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you? Oh, yeah.
9 out of 25.
Okay, that's not bad. It's another 7. So that puts me up to 17. Okay, here's what I do. I would like to attack. Do either of those look more hurt than the other that I can tell?
Yeah.
Which one does?
This guy.
All right, I would like to attack him with my rapier. I flourish into a blade strike, but I would like to use a defensive flourish.
Okay.
When you take the attack action on your turn, your walking speed increases by 10 feet. If the weapon attack hits, you can expend 1 of your bardic inspiration and deal extra damage equal to what you roll on the die, and you also add the number to your AC
Oh wow.
until the start of the next turn.
That's
So
really
let me
cool.
see if I can hit him, and maybe this will all take shape.
I like it.
So I try and stab my rapier toward his chest. Looks pretty promising. That would be 15 plus 5 is 20.
Definitely hits. Definitely hits.
All right, and I will use a bardic inspiration
Okay.
to stab at him thusly. So I will do a D. Where is my D8? Is there seriously not one in
Need
here?
one for me?
There really isn't. Yeah, I need to borrow that. Thank you. That's insane.
All those dice and no D.
And no D8.
Weird.
Yes!
Oh, nice.
So it will be 13 plus 5.
Oh!
18 piercing damage, and my AC is now
How do you
19.
want to end him?
right through his heart.
Oh.
And I pull it out, and I just whirl my blade into a flourish, taking a defensive stance.
Yes.
Wow. You just see this guy just.
It like shakes the ground. Because
Yeah, he's so big.
And I look at the other guy, and I say, "Your move."
Ooh, baby.
Love it. Nicely done, dude.
Thank you.
Any other movement? You have movement left if you want to.
Yeah,
sit
I do
there?
have my AC bumped up now. That's not a bad idea, but I think I want to try to tank that guy.
Okay.
And so I will.
Do you want to move in front of him?
Yeah, I'll move in front of him and block his path to my friends.
Okay.
And then I look over his shoulder and see there's 3 other big dudes. And I'm just like, fuck.
And the carriage at the end. Okay, Tabitha.
It's my turn.
It's
Okay.
your turn.
And I am down here
Yep.
next to Arisette, and
Yep.
this is a bad guy in front of me.
It is.
he baned?
That
Yeah,
guy is
I
Bane,
do.
yes.
Okay, which means that he loses potency.
No,
His
it's on
attacks
his
are
attacks.
less good.
Yeah.
As are all his saving throws if anyone
Yeah.
targets him with spells.
Yeah.
Okay.
Worth
This
that.
is what I would like
You
to
got
do.
some ideas
what do
for
you got?
that in?
I would
know.
like to do like a parkour move on the
I
wall
know
and
what
like
I'm
kind of
Good.
launch off
Glad
of it
everybody's
Hell
and
yeah.
like push myself on Arizette's shoulder
I
and then
was
like jump
standing
on
up to
top of
act it
him.
out.
Jump on top of him with my dagger and just like kind of dagger him like in the center of the head.
I love it. Okay.
Can
so-
I do that?
Yeah, you can certainly try. Let's roll a d20
Okay.
and look at your acrobatics skill and see what
Okay.
you have to add to that.
18 plus 5.
No problem.
Whoa.
Just like,
Nice.
like a
23.
jumping go. You're just like,
Okay.
bing,
Just like,
ting.
okay. And then now what?
And now roll your attack on him.
Okay, so that's this one again,
Yeah.
the d20. And that was a natural 20.
Oh, yes, it
What?
I needed
What?
Did you see her
Wow.
face? She was like, that's a natural.
I thought it was gonna be bad.
I know, I thought it was a one.
Too.
I thought it was a one.
It was
Oh,
like
no.
Let's
hovering
go!
right next to each other.
Oh.
Wait,
Yeah.
the big question right now is your sneak attack procced by this? Because if
Yeah,
it
'cause-
is,
yeah, it
Wait,
is
hold
because
on.
there's an enemy. I mean, there's an ally right next to her.
Where is
yes.
I'm
so,
right next to Arisette.
So you will get to.
I actually launched off of her shoulder to help me boost up.
Oh, yeah. As long as
So
there's
you
not
get
one
to-
of their allies. with
No, I don't
No,
think that
no, it's-
matters.
No, and then behind me
Crit with
is
sneak
Oh, no.
attack
We'll
is
have to-
So
we need to
so
put
you'll
this before
you'll
we can
roll
study sneak attack more, but I think
3d6.
she gets it.
Yeah, she gets it.
3
Yeah.
six-sided die.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what weapon were you using? Your rapier?
Rapier.
Yeah.
So roll the d6 3.
No, can you launch a rapier through
Yes.
the center
Oh,
of
yeah.
someone's head?
From a
Okay.
high
You're just
enough
holding it
vantage.
down, point
So
blade
you
down.
roll
just-
that 3 times.
Okay.
This has a long way to
Okay.
travel.
That was a 1.
Because down is
3.
bullet.
Come on.
That was a 6.
All right, so 9, and then roll your d8.
Which is
The diamond-y one.
this one?
Uh huh. Go
Okay.
for an 8. No,
Oh,
no,
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 no, no,
no.
no.
This one?
Yes.
The one with 8 sides.
Oh
No,
no, that's
that's
a
not
10.
it, that's
a
not
10.
it.
Sorry.
This one.
Give her mine.
It looks like
guys,
this.
they all
Give her mine. Give her mine.
I got you.
No,
I got
she
you.
has one.
That's
All right.
all right. It's all right.
That was a 1.
That's
10?
a bummer. So
You should have
10,
mine.
and then what is your plus to your weapon? Probably 3
3.
or 4.
For the rapier?
But the,
Yeah.
the dice double, so
Plus
Well, you
3?
double the whole
No,
thing,
that's
right?
damage.
no,
13.
you don't
This
double the
one?
modifier, just
So
the dice.
23.
Yeah.
Which number are we using here?
So it honestly doesn't matter.
Plus 3.
Okay.
So it would be plus 3, but if you doubled just the 12 that she got, I believe it'd be 24 plus 1, which would be 25.
Yeah. So guess what? How would you like to?
Yeah!
I guess we know how you want to do it.
We just went
Tide
into
is
kill
turning.
mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
what's
just want to
happening?
be clear that after I launch it through his head as I'm in midair, I land super gracefully and I flip my hair and I say, Tabitha the tornado.
I And as he falls backwards, you just shing,
That's awesome.
pull this blade out of his
Oh,
entire
yeah.
body.
I'm so happy that
And he
worked.
just crumples.
So he's dead.
Yeah.
Finally, we have
say
some
you-
deaths.
Guys, we might survive this. Although
gonna
we
be
gotta
okay.
get you guys. We gotta get you guys back.
Okay.
Now I kind of hope these guards don't show up. I'm like, shh.
Yeah, we don't need
Except
that.
don't forget about the van at the end.
Yeah, the
I
Kudo
am
van.
Full
so
of
glad.
unknown bad
I
things.
rolled well.
So, Judge,
Okay.
You rolled a critical.
I know.
You know what?
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That was really awesome.
That was cool.
Oh, and I had bardic inspiration.
You don't
No,
need it
no,
for
no.
that.
I only
And-
used it one time.
And you also
Oh, you
went-
used it?
when you took
Yeah.
up, yes.
You
And she
also-
needed it, and it
Okay, hold
worked.
on,
It
hold on.
worked.
Sorry.
She went through a whole bunch of baddies to go up and protect Erisette,
No.
Yes.
I know.
foolishly ran
I know.
into the
Into
heart
traffic.
of danger.
Into the heart of
Justin,
men.
I
if they
think
would
that
do
sounds like that
exactly
deserves some inspiration.
Whoa!
Yes.
This is the first
Time
inspiration of the
inspiration
game.
is
It's
Right.
the first
Inspiration.
inspiration
Get around.
of
That is
I don't even know what it
Yes.
means, but it seems exciting.
It's really good.
It's
I'm already
really
feeling
good.
lit up.
It
Click
gives
that
you
box.
a chance.
You
To
get
automatically
re-roll.
add advantage to something.
No, you re-roll a die.
You can
You
re-roll.
can re-roll your 20.
You can re-roll a die.
Oh.
Anytime you
Well,
want.
it's the same
Ah,
thing. It gets the
interesting.
same thing.
Depending,
On
yeah,
anything?
advantage, yeah.
That's
So.
your inspiration.
I love it. I love it.
Ooh, this is really
Show
pretty.
that to the cam.
I don't know if you guys can see this. Maybe
Nice.
we'll put a
I'll-
close-up pic.
I'll do a pic later.
It's like a purple
It's
heart.
really pretty.
Oh wow.
It has a dragon on
I got these
Yeah.
recently, and I've been dying to give them
That's
out.
worthy.
That's sick, man.
Yeah.
That is
I'm
worthy.
excited.
That was
Okay,
cool.
let's
Me
kill
and
the
my
rest of these
sisters
bad
have my
guys.
back.
Okay.
Or non-lethally
Yeah.
hurt them.
Yeah.
Please kill them.
So,
Okay.
Judge,
So,
to use sneak attack, she needs advantage on the attack unless an enemy of the target, which is her ally, is next to it. Then
Yeah.
Yeah.
that
Right.
but then they're
raises
like
it. So-
overpowered.
exactly.
That's why I knew.
Yeah.
I knew we
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
So we're good. We're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
Okay.
Yeah, totally.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you already went.
Yeah.
So then it's me.
Yeah, you went before. We jumped over their turn.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna use my bonus action first to take a healing potion.
Okay.
Do it.
Dang
This
it.
sucks.
Come on, 4.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's also
4
with the
plus 4.
two.
I think that's. Or,
Plus-
4
yeah,
plus
it's
2.
It's
'cause it's
2d4
1.
plus 2.
Yeah,
Okay,
2d4 plus 2. If it's a
that's
common.
6. 1, 2,
I think we have
4.
superiors, don't we?
Yeah,
No,
that'd
you
be
have
nice.
Supreme.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I didn't want to go that far.
Yeah, yeah.
And now, so I'm right there. How many dudes are wounded?
Let's
Which
see.
are wounded and how?
These guys
bad?
are both wounded.
Great.
This guy more so.
Uh huh.
He's looking pretty rough. This guy barely.
Anybody else within a 20-foot radius?
Oh, shit.
Let's see.
What are you up to, Missy?
I'm in. Up
No,
to
that guy's dead. This guy, nope.
He's not wounded.
Nope. These guys are still
Blondie
good.
is still
Alright.
thriving.
By
I
the way,
want Blondie to go
forgot
down.
about-
And what about this?
I know.
This
I know.
over there.
I pretend
Those guys
our
are just
hatred
watching.
for him.
They're like
Oh,
trying to
this
cut
guy's
off
dead,
an
and this
escape,
guy
I
is not
believe.
wounded.
This is Seville.
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
No,
Seville is back
Seville's over
there.
here.
That is me, though.
That's a baddie.
I'm
Auto
trying
baddie.
to hold their
Not
attention.
wounded. Not wounded. Not wounded. These guys are wounded.
Great.
And I'm like 100% health in case you were wondering.
Okay,
So,
well.
Have a
I'm gonna
finish
cast
Yeah.
sleep.
There we
From
That's
go.
very
I
gentle and
am.
effective.
Oh my gosh.
There we go.
So I'm thinking that.
You know, we could have done the
Forgot.
black cloud again.
The fog thing, I thought about
I
it.
No,
feel like
'cause then
these
we
guys
would
are
also
not
wouldn't have
this
seen
This
anything.
guy and this guy within 20 feet of
I'm
me.
thinking of a master plan. I got.
On either side.
These, you can get all these guys.
Uh-huh. Or those guys over there.
Yeah, you get
Great,
this guy, but
okay.
not those guys.
So we're gonna cast that.
Where are you gonna put it?
I'm gonna center it on myself.
It's 20 feet, 20-foot radius.
Yeah. Okay. 6.
So does that get every?
It starts the people who are the most wounded. It starts with them, and then it goes to the people least wounded,
Including
and you
allies
subtract
or not allies?
including allies.
It's not the people she chooses.
I don't believe so. As far as I remember, but I,
I
could
can
be
read
wrong.
it.
Also, I hate to say this, but we forgot Spider.
Ah,
So
Spidey.
Spider's, we'll give Spider
Well,
2
Spider
turns.
can go
Yeah, we'll give him 2 turns.
before me.
Okay, while you're waiting, because that might impact your the rolls.
This is
He's
rad.
gonna attack that dwarf,
Oh, jeez. This is
I know it's like a big thing.
and he drops his weapons.
What?
Later.
Yeah, natty one.
That's
So we'll say he makes it up for his second attack that we missed,
This is epic.
and
this
that
I can
definitely
reroll
hits.
anything that I do that's bad.
Completely erase
So
it.
he hits
So
Blondie
use,
for
And I
8
already can
points.
reroll
Any one.
any
from
one that I
halfling
get
lot.
because I'm lucky.
You're got a halfling. So
This is great.
that's
Okay, so this guy's now wounded too. Blondie's
when
wounded.
you need it.
Okay,
gosh.
great.
You have
When
protection
the party needs
against
the
bad
most,
rolls big
yeah.
time right now.
But now you got
So
double.
this is
yeah.
what it says.
Stove.
Starting
stuff.
with the
Not a scope is
creature
your floor.
that has the
Deep.
lowest current
Are you
hit
kidding
points.
me?
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Each creature affected by the spell falls unconscious until the spell ends. The sleeper takes damage, or someone. Okay, that doesn't matter. Subtract each creature's hit points from the total before moving on to the creature with the next lowest hit points. A creature's hit points must be equal to or less than the remaining total for that creature to be affected.
So basically the
You gotta have a pool, and then you start subtracting.
yeah the
hit
20
points.
the 20
So
foot
the creature with
Yeah.
within
whoever
20
has
feet
literally the lowest
has the
HP right
lowest
now
is gonna start being
is the
affected.
first person to be affected
Fall.
by
Yeah.
Yep.
however much you rolled.
Kyle,
And it
eat a
subtracts
banana.
from that and
Go
then
to
goes to the
bed.
least the next least
Go
injured
to
person.
bed, Kyle.
Go to bed.
My friend's mother used
Okay,
to
what'd
yell
you
that. Kyle,
22.
Sorry.
go to bed.
Listen
Eat a
to this
banana.
guy.
Go to bed.
Okay. Let's see.
I
This
don't know
guy.
what that's from, but it seems
Is
funny.
this
My friend's mom used to yell that.
This guy is asleep.
When he was
Banana?
drunk or just
No,
just for
just
That's
when
it.
she was tired of him.
But she was
These two
tired.
guys fall
Great.
Kyle, eat a banana. Go to bed.
Yay!
asleep.
And I had just said a cool
night.
line to that guy, and then he passes
You're
out,
making
and I'm like,
dicks.
He
huh.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he just falls against this wall.
Fall down.
Oh, that was the subtext.
Good night,
Kyle.
little babies.
night night.
All right. So. let me-
And hey, I hate to tell you, just because that guy's asleep, he's not gonna be spared from me.
I know.
Either. Unless that band starts to erupt baddies like a clown car, in which
Chad,
case I'm
It was
changing my
close on
plans.
Blondie. It was so close on Blondie, but he just made it.
Sure. Eldritch blast to the.
Eldritch Blast.
He's a goner.
Okay.
Night night.
All right.
So,
Anazora, anything else?
No. Wait. Am I right by this other baddie?
Yeah.
I'll get in between the baddie and whoever. I mean,
Man, I
Right,
love
you are,
that
'cause you have,
spell.
It's just
you
my
have
favorite.
advantage through Seville
Oh, great.
on that guy.
Great. I love that. I'll
Okay,
stay there.
Edison.
Good job,
Yeah,
bro.
all so as what? You were saying something.
I think
As it's your turn,
Yeah.
think
you're
it's so
hearing
fun.
screaming
It's also
and
perfect for your
footfalls,
Yes.
heavy
Little fairy dust.
shouting, and movement actually coming from that
Oh,
direction.
no, my computer
And you
died.
see the carriage
Oh.
move off.
Big bump.
The carriage
We're
just
almost
takes
done.
off,
It's 8:30.
and you're hearing
Yeah.
shouting coming from that direction.
From the carriage or from the direction?
From that direction, not from the carriage.
Okay.
Carriage
Screaming of
just-
women, screaming of men.
Men.
Okay. And footfalls. So hopefully reinforcements. They sound encouraging potentially because I had a really bad feeling about that big carriage, and if it's taking off, that could be that the unknown forces that are bad are having to cover. So do I want to? Okay. All right. So
Oh, it's your turn?
yes. So
Okay.
this guy here is still alive and he's bad, right? Or is that no? That's Tabitha. So that guy is bad, and then yellow hair is bad, and that guy there, and all three of them have Bane, right?
Isn't Spider one of those guys that you just pointed to?
This is Spider.
Oh, so it's just those
This
two
guy
baddies.
does not have Bane.
There's just two baddies between me and Seville. Okay, so
Yeah.
I want to do, instead of doing Planar Warrior, which I thought I wanted to do, I'm
Okay.
going to do 2-weapon fighting, which is a bonus action of mine.
Basically, you combine your action and your bonus action. You swing
Yeah.
one weapon,
Right.
and then you
then-
use your bonus action to use the other one.
That's what I'm going after. Both of those guys, one with my moon touched and one with my regular dagger.
Okay.
You can. Your regular dagger is a D4. Your planar attack would be an additional D8. So it has a
Yeah.
higher potential if you want to do that.
Yeah, but I don't know that
But
I
you'd
want
have to
kill
focus
him
it on one person.
because
Yeah.
I want, if hopefully good guys are coming, I want these guys neutralized, but I want them alive so we can try to get info from them, potentially. So I just want to kind of like do what I can with them. So I want to hurt them, but maybe not kill them right now.
I heard him.
With my double, and they're within range, so I mean,
Okay.
and we're getting close. So yeah, I use my moon touch rapier and my dagger first my right hand goes into that gorilla-looking guy, and then the other one,
This guy?
in a yellow hair guy. Yeah.
Okay, so this
So
guy's a
you'll make-
dwarf.
you'll make
Let's,
2 attack rolls.
Let's not
Yeah.
be mean to dwarves.
So I
It's a
got
bad
a,
one,
Really
but dwarves in
racist.
general can be nice.
I got a 21.
That
So
definitely
why don't
hits.
you roll your D8
Okay.
plus 4.
I think I lent it to you, or no?
I
did
gave
you
it
give
back
me?
to you, I think.
Yeah.
It's the diamond one, yeah.
7
Plus
Ooh.
4,
Nice.
11. He's-
11.
I might have gotten
Now
him.
try your dagger.
All right.
Another attack.
Particularly upset.
Yeah!
17.
Plus
Woo!
6, 23.
Misses.
Now it's a D.
Jester's
It's a
dead.
D4. It's a
Oh.
nice deflection.
Like, calm down. Like,
It's this one.
It's
Wait,
the
wait,
pyramid.
four.
Pyramid.
oh, right,
Remember,
right,
because you
right,
already
right,
did
okay.
your rapier. It's your dagger
Alright.
now.
So 2 plus 4 is 6.
6.
Yellow,
It's
man.
pretty good for a
That's
dagger,
tough.
actually.
Yeah.
Nice.
Stupid name for her.
So what was that? You did 6, but before that you had
Did
done 11. So 17 damage.
That's pretty good round. That guy looks pretty rough. That dwarf doesn't even see you. Just leap over there. Both weapons just flashing. He's like, he's just bleeding profusely now.
He's not
Well,
dead yet. God.
No, he's not dead.
Mm.
He's a dwarf. but
He's
tough.
got to be close.
And I say, there are footsteps coming. They may be friendly.
Could be the guards.
What is that? I think that's what I'm supposed to do, right?
And
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
You have better hearing than everybody.
Oh, yeah, now I'm just doing the initiative order, but I think we went out of whack a little bit.
we went out of whack, but we're
But
back
we're
on
back
track.
in that?
Well, we went out of whack and we're back on track.
Ooh, I
Went out
love
of
it.
whack.
And now it's somebody's turn.
Hashtag back on track.
Cartel.
Okay, so the sound
Welcome
it does.
back.
It sounds like an army approaching.
Okay.
You hear just armor clinking and footsteps
A
and
cacophony,
yells
if you
coming
will.
this from that direction. You see, everybody hears it now, and this guy takes off.
No,
Oh,
he
Kenny,
doesn't,
he's so
because we're gonna
damaged.
get
Can't we
this
steal?
guy.
Can we grab him?
Opportunity.
Can we stop it? Can we? I get
You
it.
get an opportunity.
I get an
attack,
opportunity attack. I want to
and
grab
Tabitha,
him.
Do
you
I get
get
one?
You get one as well.
yeah.
So
My
both you
rope.
roll.
I try to grab him with my rope, like a lasso, like a literally. Can I? Is that
Keeping
allowed?
the DM on his toes.
I don't
Am
envy your
allowed?
position.
I know.
I know what I want to do.
All right.
I am serious.
But this is a reaction,
Right.
so you don't have time to pull out your rope and do all that.
All
so
right.
you only have your weapon in your hand. You make
All
a
right.
slash.
I just make a
That's
slash.
correct.
A slash.
That's all you have time.
That's all you have time for. It's literally like if I'm
All right,
standing
I
here and
go
I run
for
away.
his foot. I try to slice off his foot so he can't walk. Do I
But-
roll?
Yeah, you roll.
I don't know
20?
if you're open to stuff like this, but it is like I've seen it done before. You'll probably hit.
I got an 18.
18 plus.
No, a 12
Or
plus 6.
12 plus
It's
6, 18.
Oh, okay.
But one of the things I've seen people do in their campaigns, and Judd might be open to,
Okay,
is
hold on.
using your inspiration to, instead of using it to give yourself advantage on a roll or whatever, you can use it to, like, for example, do something like that. Like, I have enough time to reach for my rope and
Oh,
go for
yeah,
a
I would
steep
allow
or
that.
something like that.
I would allow that.
So if we ever acquire that precious resource
What did you
that
just
Maddie,
do to him?
I sliced off his ankle.
Cute.
You,
Like an
you
Achilles
went.
situation?
You went for
I
his
spent like a-
ankle.
like
Oh,
this
did
on
you
the
roll
ground.
down? You still can roll damage.
Yeah, you get to roll damage.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I'll say you
54?
didn't
Your
take him.
D8.
You didn't take him
Your
down
rapier.
because he's a dwarf, and the DC in my mind would be higher. If
I
you,
rolled a 6.
Sorry, but that was a
plus-
6. You should have rolled this one in case you get 8.
Oh, well, shoot. All right.
But
6 is
hopefully you don't
good.
get a 1 through 4.
Got a
7!
7.
Hey, upgrade.
I didn't want to cheat ya.
7 plus. What's your rapier?
4, 11.
11.
He's
Nice.
got to be getting close. Maybe you
He-
can.
He is.
At least
Like,
he trips.
finish
Come
him.
on.
He's like, if
At
you don't
least
do
he
anything, he's
trips.
probably just gonna bleed out in a few more
Finish
minutes.
him,
I just don't want him
Tabby.
to
What do
get
you want to
away.
do?
Okay, so I just kind of like tilt my hip and then pull the cord
Yeah.
of my ball bearing so that
There's those
he
3
trips.
guys.
Oh.
This would be the same kind of situation where
I'm not allowed to do that.
So normally you
in
can
a
only,
reaction.
you can
Yeah,
only
so
swing whatever
handy.
weapon you already have.
it's
out.
basically what
But it
you
would
have
just
in
be
your
like
hand.
that,
It's
'cause
so
I
handy.
already
But it's so
said that
fast. It'd be
I
like
had
if
it ready.
if my hand's bad guy and he goes like this.
Okay, but
you wouldn't have time to
ladies,
do anything.
don't
like-
argue.
It's like a swipe.
Okay, so I don't get to do that cool move.
I'm sorry, you do
Okay,
not. I cannot
you
allow
guys,
that one.
Everyone is a hater.
He's dead set. DM is dead
Just
set.
kill
I'm
him!
letting Dwarf get away.
Fine.
This guy is so integral to the story. You have no idea.
Can I say, grab him, Tabs?
Okay, so I just like, all I can do is slash.
Yeah,
so
that's-
that's all I'm gonna do.
It's like
Yeah,
an
just try
extra
and do it.
wonderful bonus
Okay,
thing.
I'm
Just think of it
doing
as a
that.
yummy thing that you
I'm
get.
doing that.
It's yummy.
It's so yummy.
Special. It's not even your
Why
turn.
did you give
Yeah,
it?
exactly.
Catching that.
Exactly.
Kill him.
Frizzle.
This is a
Frizzle
bonus
till
thing
it
you're going
spills
to
a
do.
bit.
19.
Boom!
Yes.
Later, dude.
Roll your damage.
D8, the one that looks like.
Later.
I'm gonna
Yep, the diamond.
pull him back here.
Yeah, he's
Two.
done.
Stealing, he's not
Plus
gonna.
3,
5. Yeah.
5.
Trying to run.
So,
She just can
Piercing damage.
how do you want to do it as he goes by?
There you go.
Okay, this is
Another
what we're talking
kill.
about. This the narrative is what I really want. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Urset is farther over here, so it technically would be.
I
Urset.
want her to do like a pivot spin so that she's like kind of just slashing him, but she like flips around and she looks at Arset and she's like, sorry, I guess I didn't keep him alive.
Can't be mad at you.
Yeah, so you actually flip your dagger backwards.
You little cute
And with a
instrument
little-
of murder.
With a little smile, you just pivot around, and he's running by, and he gets it right in the throat.
Yikes!
And his feet shoot out from underneath him.
Yikes!
And you just follow it down to the ground. Just stick it in.
Yikes! He's dead.
Could
I
keep
love
that one
it.
alive.
I love it. Ah,
Okay.
we got him.
If we could just get you to start doing that.
Yeah.
Corrupt.
I think
Lash
it's like pushing
on
her in the
ropes.
other direction.
Well, I will if I.
If you were
must.
protecting
This
the
guy
front.
also
Oh,
hears
no,
it.
this cause
This
goes
guy's-
beyond being trapped in an alley
guy's
and outnumbered
dead
7
and
to
on his
1.
back.
So
Yeah.
that's like
This
the
is
challenge.
This guy
Dire
hears
straits.
it, but he just
This
gets more
is-
aggro. He gets up in Spider's
Ugh,
face.
someone kill Blondie.
Wait, did he leave my range? He moved.
No,
right?
I just was trying to move him, but they're already
Right
touching.
there. He's 5'5".
They're already
Yeah,
touching, yeah.
okay.
I thought he could get closer, but they're.
Okay.
They couldn't
Yeah, I
quite
get
see
you.
there.
I get you.
Oh, that's a miss.
Yay!
That's a 7 for the first strike.
Miss again.
Nope, that one hits.
Dang
That's
it.
a 20, but not
Spider!
Maddie. And Spider that's another 6 points, but Spider's okay. He's pretty beefy.
Man, I'm glad I wasn't wearing my armor because that shit would be messed.
Oh my gosh, it would not be aesthetic anymore.
Actually, he's not
Yeah.
that
The
well.
jewels could have come off.
I put my leathers on.
You wouldn't look like a royal person.
And now, after those
Rough
2
it.
strikes and Spider doesn't
Force
fall,
with
this
her
guy
to get
takes
that.
off. 5, 10.
I
Oh, he goes past
sacrificed an
me.
extra 2
All right,
AC
but I
to
get
get
an
that stuff
opportunity
pretty.
attack, right?
Yeah.
You get an opportunity attack, Spider gets an
So
opportunity attack, andTabitha gets an opportunity
No, this
attack.
guy's
about me?
not.
Oh, you
The
dumb.
sound, the sound is
I-
getting really.
I think though.
No, this guy's not Bane.
All right.
But I think you only get one reaction.
Oh, in
Yeah.
a turn, you're
Your
right.
turn.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So you've reacted, but you get one.
12.
And Spider does too.
12.
12
Spidey.
hits. Roll damage. Spider
Roll
misses.
damage.
No, Spider.
Come on, we need you here. You got him?
I got him.
Finish him.
That is 10.
10 damage?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. He's still on his feet though. And he is where he is.
Twerp.
I'm still,
Yeah.
I'm
He
still
run
getting him
away?
on my turn.
Blondie?
Does he run away?
He might
or
get
what?
away.
Now the sleeping people, how long do they stay asleep?
Until
she
they
stops
get
herself.
For a
attacked.
minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're still
Or
asleep.
they get attacked.
Or unless they're roused awake.
Yeah, unless someone
Yeah.
attacks them
So,
while they're
so
asleep.
basically,
No,
other
nobody's
than
doing-
Okay,
nobody's
so
doing that.
maybe
so
I
except for those 3
should.
there.
So we just have this guy. This guy sees that he is screwed. He's going to. Oh, Seville's dead.
Kara, no work.
Tell me a story. He's gonna spin around. He thinks about running when he realizes he just can't. So he's gonna turn to Seville and roll for an attack. That is 18.
Yeah, maybe. On a good day.
That's luckily for you. It's only 3 points. Slashing damage. Second attack is a 20,
I'm dead.
and oof, that's 8 points.
Yeah.
Are you down?
Oh, yeah.
I'll give you up.
Are you gone?
No,
like,
he's
no,
just
no,
he's,
no,
no.
ble-
He's
he's
just
down and
fainted.
bleeding.
He,
like-
he
He's
falls
unconscious.
over.
It's like nearly impossible to die in 5e.
No.
I've
Oh,
almost
no.
died a lot.
I'm sorry.
Not
Did you
correct.
he just put that out there?
Seville.
I would not bank on
Don't do
that.
that.
Seville, your days are numbered.
Oh my gosh.
Seville is down.
If he doesn't receive healing, he could die.
Yeah.
Who has healing capabilities?
I do.
I'm
On
fine.
his turn now,
He's
he'll have
fine.
to do
He's
death
fine.
saving
I'll do-
throws.
Because
Yeah.
that
And
was
it's
his
a 3
turn,
strike
right?
and you're out rule.
No, it's not my turn.
Oh no, no. You
Once you go unconscious,
Yeah, then
when
you
it comes your
start the
turn
death
and you're
saves.
unconscious, you have to roll a die to see if you can hang on.
Yeah. It's
Long
like you're
enough.
clutching to life.
And there's a chance you could die and bleed out.
Or
It's
if an
gnarly.
enemy attacks you again.
You
a save
take that
off.
damage, and if it ever
Even
gets
if you die,
far
I know
enough, you
your Dex
die.
character
Yeah,
would be
so
really
you,
cool too.
you have to be
Yes.
really careful.
We're not gonna let you
He's
die,
not gonna
Seville.
die right now.
No.
I will not allow that.
Too
So
many
now that
allies
Seville
around.
falls,
Too many allies.
Oh, I hate that.
He's gonna run this way.
I don't
no,
like
actually,
my
he's not. The
friends
sound's
going
coming that
down.
way. So 5.
This
Stop
is
him!
my
Steps on your
biggest
head.
My
fear.
ghost has an opportunity attack.
Wait, did they leave my opportunity?
Do I get an
Yep.
opportunity?
You've already done it, babe.
You've done
it's-
yours.
You just get one.
But
reaction.
Anazora,
Well, I guess I killed someone, so it's okay.
Yeah,
yeah.
But they just all seem to be fleeing.
they are. They're running from the guards, and
No.
we're not going to allow this.
Nope. Okay, so he gets by.
If someone had like a cool like cobweb
Okay,
spell
these guys are
that
Web.
captured them.
Atuania
These
has
guys
cool
see
web
this
spells.
whole field of
If
you
only.
If
guys.
only she were here,
And
crawling on the ceiling like a
If
spider.
Rashawn was here, they would have all been
Dead long
a
ago.
long time ago.
25. This guy gets here, and you just see, and he's down.
Wow.
Whoa,
arrows?
what?
He's full of like 12 arrows are in this
Arrows.
guy's.
Oh, well, did that come from behind them where the carriage was?
Arrows.
Yeah, the carriage took off.
Yeah.
So this guy,
Blondie, maybe when you.
I
10,
may. I may.
15, 20. Otto, he misses
You
your range. He only gets there though.
Weasel.
And this guy has to move here. So that is it for them.
Going somewhere?
Otto.
Going somewhere? Not so
Just kidding.
Not
fast.
so fast.
Let's see here.
You'll
Guys,
never
this
take
is-
me alive.
This is so fun. I really thought it was gonna be bad, but I feel like we're gonna.
We're
get away
turning
with
it around.
We're fine. I'm not.
What I
You're
shall
never concerned.
do.
You're like, oh, it's fine. And I'm like near
We're
death, but
fine.
it's fine.
I've just almost died so
We've
many
played a lot of
times.
D&D. We know how to
I'll just say
manage our
that
nerves.
I started to get very nervous because I thought for sure Seville would have called for help, or one of you would have called for help, because the city's crawling with Crownsguard. But
But
nobody,
we don't know if the Crown's Guard are good all the time.
That's true, but nobody called out for help.
We wanted to
I
take
did
him, honestly.
eventually.
I thought we
Eventually.
were
I thought we
like
could take
We
them.
wanted to take
witness
him.
protection level of like not trying to be noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me
That's
too.
what I thought.
Same.
Well,
I thought we
think
need
it's,
to.
I think it's
we
awesome.
don't want
We're already in
attention
trouble
right
for
now.
so many things.
Yeah,
Like,
we wanted
starting
to-
this kind of fight
We're
and now.
wanted.
We
yeah.
wanted to take him, see how far we can push this envelope.
And honestly,
I like
Okay,
that.
I think I would once again
Test our prowess.
like to attack, and I would like to try a slashing flourish.
Okay,
Sounds fancy.
I assume
It does.
on this guy closest to you?
Yes, but there's another guy within 5 feet of him, correct?
Yes, there is.
So here's what I shall try.
Yes,
It
I
says-
shall try.
Whenever you make the attack action on your turn, your walking speed increases by 10 feet. If the weapon attack hits, you use a bardic inspiration and deal extra damage equal to the number you roll on the die to the target you hit and any other creature within 5 feet.
Wow.
So if I can hit damage them both.
Nice.
Let's do it. Roll. Roll your attack, sir.
Here we are.
There we go. We're going on this one.
Well, I tried to roll it on there, but it will be 10 plus 5, 15.
That hits.
Actually, it's more like this. As I slash across both of them. And so, to the actual guy I was trying to hit, may I borrow that again,
Of course,
please?
absolutely.
I will deal 9 plus 5, 14 damage,
14 damage.
and the other guy will take 5 damage.
Okay. 14.
negative
That's
are
a
you
good hit.
Okay.
Okay.
And then,
The close guy is looking
sorry,
rough.
I look around to see if any of my companions are looking especially. Oh, there is one that is
On
down.
the ground.
And I'm like, when I notice that, as I do my slashing attack, and I notice that he's down, I'm like, Seville? No! And I will once again use a bonus action to cast a healing word.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I can only do so at first level.
Anything will
nevertheless-
stabilize him.
Anything to prevent him from dying. So let me cross off a spell here. First level. All right, Seville. you get 6 health back.
And he's back up.
Power up. Power.
So no
over
death saving
winner.
throws for Seville right now. Anyway.
Okay,
You
so-
with us,
4, 5.
Edgeguard?
I just come back. And I'm ready.
Okay, he's ready.
Okay. Well done, Otto. Tabitha,
Hi.
it's
Okay.
your turn.
So,
And I did
would
hurt those
like
guys.
to
Yeah, you did, big time.
Use my cunning action to dash in front of Blondie because dash is
You can
move
get-
up to your movement speed 25 feet. So I have 50 feet of movement.
You can get there.
Hell
without- You
yeah.
can just get there normal.
Okay, so can I just run up in
5,
front of
10,
him?
15, 20, yeah.
And now, can I pull my ball bearing so he trips and falls?
Yes! That will be your action, though. You won't be able to attack after that.
That's all right. We don't want him
That's
dead.
fine. We don't want him dead. I just
We
want to
want
use
info
him.
from him.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, great.
We have 2 guys asleep.
So do I roll my 20 for that?
Actually, I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah,
I
roll your,
believe. I don't think you do. I think they make.
No, they make a dex check.
I'm gonna look it up right here for you.
Yep, they make.
It says, and I quote.
DC 10 dexterity saving throw or fall prone.
That's correct.
Sorry, stole your thunder.
It says actions in combat use an object. Is that an object?
Yeah, it's an object.
You're gonna use your cunning action to use an object, cause you have fast hands.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go!
Then you can have advantage on your attack.
If he trips!
Oh, if he
Let's
trips.
go!
Oh my god, this is getting good. Okay.
Okay, so what do I roll?
You don't roll.
He's gonna roll.
He's gonna try to roll his saving throw.
Man, if only that little dork was baned right now.
I know.
He was the only one who wasn't.
He was the
banned.
only one who saved out of it.
No. He's got a 0 to his dex, and you got a 6. That
Go
is, he
down.
is down
did I
and
pull-
right at your feet.
Did I pull
Great.
something too much?
Not me.
Okay.
Maybe her.
Can I
Did
do
pull
anything?
anything?
Yeah, you can attack.
I can attack?
And you get
Amazing.
And you have
I don't
advantage
think it
because
is.
he's prone, so you get sneak attack.
Okay, great. So I would like
You could end this guy.
I would like to.
Trip on
I
the
like
ball
take
bearings.
I look back towards Anazora and I say, I like mouth like sorry, and then I take my rapier and I just plunge it into his heart.
Advantage!
Yeah,
Because
so
he's
roll
prone.
roll advantage, roll your sneak attack.
I rolled a crit.
Let's go! Let's go!
Okay,
The
so
Crit
now,
Master 2020.
The Crit Master.
or maybe it's just Tabitha the Tornado.
Tabitha.
Or maybe it's
Tornado.
the dice I bought you for Christmas.
All of this. It's
Okay,
D&D
so-
magic.
So what do I do?
Do what you did last time.
Yeah.
You ought to be used to it by now.
Yeah.
Roll 3d6
Okay.
and a d8.
4,
Yep.
Great.
6,
10,
4.
14. Roll a d8.
Which
The diamond
is
one.
This one?
Wait,
No,
which
this
one?
one?
This
D8,
one. Okay.
yeah.
6.
Nice.
So 16,
20.
double it.
Yeah.
32, and
I mean-
now
Oh,
add your
gosh.
modifier.
How, just tell us how you end this
Plus
guy.
three.
This is gonna be so
Yeah.
awkward.
That was
Just-
really cool.
He only had 14 hit
Annihilation,
points.
Yes.
That's the most damage I think anyone's done in this game.
That
so
is-
far. 36.
That is massive.
This is gross.
Rogue.
Okay,
Gross.
so
Threw the ball bearings down, tripped him up, and then
gotta
was
use
just
my
like,
ball.
That is dope.
That was crazy.
That was really crazy. Okay, so I went through his heart, and then I'm gonna take my dagger and just like lop off a piece of his hair, and I'm like, take that, Blondie, and I just.
stop!
And it's always like,
This is an assassin, not a... Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah,
What?
We
Chad,
all
I
hated
think you
him
should have
so
given her
much.
assassin, not
Just for
thief.
him
Yeah,
blonde.
I did.
Otto will
did.
love you forever
He
for
reminded
killing
me
him.
of like every like Euro baddie from any like good
Yup.
like action
He's
movie.
definitely
Oh, from Die Hard. It's
Totally,
like
that's what
the
Yeah.
blonde guys. Yeah, with
Yes.
the accents.
oh
Yes.
yeah.
And I feel like-
Which I just watched over
What
Christmas.
exactly?
It's a Christmas.
I feel
It's a
like
Christmas movie.
what
You guys
else
just
Christmas
called me.
movie.
I'm
Is
like,
it
if
just
I were in
me?
the
I'll
channel,
bet
I
to
would
you
starfish
if
right
you
now.
want it.
Is what else what
I think
probably
it's as far as it can go.
annoyed you guys is the fact that like Otto has such like nice blonde hair, and that his was just kind of like so
like
It
a
was like
sandy.
off color, like it was
Yeah,
henna, and
it's-
yours was real.
possibly
Ooh,
died.
excited.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah,
Totally
yeah,
feeling
yeah.
that as well.
You definitely was a bottle
He was
blonde.
offensive,
For sure.
fashion-wise, and like aesthetically as well as
Yeah.
just like thingness.
That was dope, man.
That was really fun. Okay, great.
Is
now,
it spiders?
You single-handedly helped turn this encounter around. I will say.
Yeah.
I know you really did.
That was really.
That was nuts.
That was
That was
gnarly.
really good. I'm glad that you're feeling better, though. I was really worried about you.
I was
I got my boy
napping
up.
on the ground, but
Who
Otto
else is
got
hurt,
me.
though?
Otto got me up.
I had only 6 damage.
Otto's-
I'm at 22. I'm all right.
And you're fine?
I'm at 15 out of 25, so not great, but I'm chilling.
I'm not as good of a healer as her, but you know I have my moments.
He does,
Yeah.
The
yes.
heck out of us. But that means everybody's dead or asleep, right?
No, we still have
One
two
guy
We have 2 guys
by
up.
me.
We have 2 guys up.
Oh, we got this, guys.
Yeah.
We got 2
Oh,
guys
yeah.
right there.
Both of them?
Is it spider's turn?
After
it's
Tabitha.
mine.
He took his.
No, it's
He
Tabitha.
took his.
I mean,
No,
after
Tabitha's
Tabitha's
fine.
spider.
No, not for the actual.
Yeah, I made up
his
his 2
actual
missed
turn.
turns.
Oh,
Now-
that's what it was.
He rolled a 1 for initiative.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
So he did bad
He
damage.
just wants to stand there and like, be a tank for you guys.
Aw.
So he's going to
God love him.
wow, seeing everybody. So this guy's still up, so he's gonna sprint over to this guy because he sees he's going like he might go for Tabitha. Get that guy out of the way.
Not gonna happen.
Okay, and he's gonna try to stab
Come
this guy
on,
in the back.
Spider.
Yeah, that's 19.
Yeah.
That definitely hits.
Can't get over the crit fest.
It's
I know.
absurd.
That
And
was
all in
great.
combat, too, not just like
When we
checks on
needed
things.
that shit.
We really did.
This guy. And what again? That's only 5 points.
That was so exciting.
Okay. And so he strikes that guy in the back. Doesn't do a strong hit, but nicks him. And Seville, as you go, life floods back into you. You feel your bleeding out wounds close, and your breath calms a little bit, and you realize you're not dying anymore.
Come on, Edge God.
As you're coming to consciousness again, you see the Crown's Guard are starting to come around the corner now over here, which I didn't bring them, but imagine a whole bunch of Crown's Guard coming around the corner over here, blocking off the alley. What would you like to do?
Do we need to run from them?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna crush that guy right next to
Let's go.
So you
Otto.
get to your feet.
I did
Talking
put a
about
little
Die
damage
Hard.
on him.
So right there.
Do you want to stay here, or do you
Yep.
want to get closer?
Yeah, so I'm gonna mind hammer.
Okay, let's do it. Come on.
Come on.
Come on. I want to see
I
this
want to
work.
see the critical.
Fail!
Oh,
better
he has to
roll.
I
roll.
know. I want to see this work.
Come on.
10, and they have no bonuses.
Fail!
It
Yay!
fails! So you
Yes.
get
Mind
shakily
hammer.
to your feet, and then you calm yourself, and you just see Seville look
I see a
intensely,
nail.
and all of a sudden this guy
I
goes,
see a
"Ugh,"
nail
and
in
his
your
head just
mind.
whips back, and this guy slams down on the ground.
Okay, so
And what's the
Wow.
damage?
1d6 and prone.
You
Oh,
roll
I
the damage.
love that.
He's prone already.
Let's
thrown
see a
him for you.
6.
3.
Okay. Awesome, dude.
Alright,
Oh,
and then
so-
while he's down,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take out my hand crossbow. And I'm gonna hit him
Ooh.
With advantage?
with advantage
Not
because he's
a-
prone.
Yeah, but when it's ranged, don't you have to be
I gotta be.
within?
But
Maybe
you know
within
what?
30
It would
feet.
cancel
Is it
out.
It's just
30 feet?
It would.
regular.
I think it would cancel out because if you do range within 5 feet at disadvantage, but he has advantage.
So it's
The
just
advantage-
but I'm
Well,
not
no,
even-
he's not. He's
I'm
not
not-
within 5 feet. He's 10 feet.
Oh, then I think you're fine.
But would it be a disadvantage? Like what? What is it? 30 feet? Within 30 feet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hand crossbow?
No, just because he's prone. When a prone range target is disadvantaged because they're a smaller target on
That's
the ground.
true.
Oh,
you
I
might
think
want
it's
to melee his
within-
ass.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
run up and smack him.
Yeah, I
that
think
would
you
be
should.
better, man.
I
Yeah.
think you should. So you see, he's so effective. You're about to shoot him, but he falls.
Good call, Judd.
So
I
you
didn't even
put the
think about
crossbow away, and you pull out the rapier.
And
You.
Let's see
Stab him in
it. And you have
Yeah.
advantage.
yeah, so 19, 20,
Yeah.
but not a natural.
For sure. For sure.
I like that we're now like, well, it was only 19 and
Yeah.
Yeah.
12.
Sorry,
After
sorry.
Tabitha,
12 points of
nothing
damage?
is
8 plus
that
4,
cool
12.
now.
Where's this guy? Oh. This guy so close to
He's
death.
done. He's not gonna make it.
Yeah.
He's on his back.
He
He's
is
done.
almost bleeding out. Anything else you want to do? Was that sneak attack on that?
No, because if I have...
You had advantage.
You had
Because he's
advantage.
prone.
Oh, then
You
it
automatically
is.
have your sneak attack.
Auto sneaks.
That is 6.
If you get more than 3, you can tell me how you end them.
Let's go!
So I just loom over him and just catch his eyes, catch his consciousness. And then before he knows it, I just put him out of his misery quick.
Yeah, just no suffering. Just,
Nope, just quick.
just lights out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I like give you an affirming like nod after you do
And
that.
I just reach back with my hand, go like this, because he's right next to me, so
You
I'm
guys, your
assuming
hands
he
are
brought
almost
me up.
literally touching
I did.
right now.
Yep.
Oh.
Your little minis are like
You guys
See?
are so cute.
so
Just
cute.
like, you know I got your back.
Old fashioned, I've got yours.
Oh, if only you hadn't finished yours already, you lush.
Don't make him so good.
It
all
was so
right.
tense, I was like,
There's one more guy.
There's one more guy.
I'm at 0 health.
yeah,
And
seriously,
Anazora,
yeah.
it is your turn.
That
Drink-
one guy
drink
is
to my
not
health,
wounded,
drink to my
or
health,
is
drink to
wounded?
Oh no, two. I'm sorry, 2 more guys.
Why do they keep
they're both
multiplying, Judd?
There's
Yeah.
literally
There
no
was
shit.
1, now there's 2. What's going on here?
This guy and this guy. Dude, there were like 20 people here.
True.
This was a big
Hey, we might
encounter.
level after this combat. We
I
killed
think,
a
you know
bunch
what?
of
I
guys.
honestly think it's time. I mean, maybe. You never know. But
Well,
The
Judd's
Crown's
keeping
Guard,
track, not
the
us.
Crown's Guard are about
I know,
here
but
now.
I feel it. I feel like I'm getting
We gotta
Airset's
be
fine,
close.
right?
experience.
We gotta be
Airset's
close.
okay.
She's just, I think she's just laying
Did
down.
you fall over?
Yeah.
Airset, you're dead.
Don't die.
No.
You're back up.
Now you're alive.
You survived your saving throws.
That
It's
that
first
mini
making out
looks
a
really
turn,
good
I like
too.
telling me DM when we level up.
Okay.
I
Actually,
knocked over.
only
It's
from a
like
distance.
passive-aggressive,
He's
like,
like,
oh, did you just?
I
Never
painted it with
tell me.
metallic and it was not. Yeah.
I'm again
I've actually thought
gonna-
about dipping it and stripping it and redoing it, but
What?
There's one guy
For a
by me
minute.
and there's one guy
Oh,
by
right.
I think it looks
Yeah.
good.
Well, I
Oh,
mean,
my
after
mini.
tonight, it's
What are you saying about my
she's
mini?
she's glow. I mean, she's
I
the
know.
gorgeous ladies.
I
of
used all
wrestling.
metallic paint, and you can't do any like refined painting techniques with metallic paint.
Yeah, it's hard.
Look, I think.
Have you guys seen that
She's
show? Is it
perfect.
any good?
I've heard it's really good. I've seen one
She
episode.
looks like
I
the
liked
lead,
it.
like identical.
Of-
It's like
of what?
she
Alison
could have just.
Brie.
Have you seen
Glow.
Glow?
Allison
Oh,
Brie.
Glow.
Yeah,
Oh
you
my God, that's her.
I
saw the
could be
pilot.
sisters.
Fell out of my bed.
I love
twice
wrestling.
laughing.
Yeah,
The
Glow's-
first
Glow's
season
great.
So
is
good. I
like
love
she
that
literally
character.
fell. I'm not kidding. Fell out of bed 3 times laughing so hard. The first season is amazing.
Yeah.
Second season's a
Professional
little
wrestling
flat.
is hilarious, dude.
Gorgeous
Oh my
ladies
God,
of
it's
wrestling.
You know.
So funny.
We're big fans. So
Wow.
I'll have
Oh,
to
And
check
John
but
it out.
you gotta
Oliver
watch
about
Glow.
it too.
Yeah,
It
that was
just
pretty
is
dope.
objectively
Okay.
good. Okay, good.
Anazora, what are you doing?
Yeah, so there's
We got
two guys
we got
and
two
they're both
baddies on their
wounded.
feet. Crown's Guard are flooding the other end of the alleyway.
All right, well, I'm gonna run right in the middle of both of them,
Okay.
and again, I'm gonna use my last
Oh,
spell slot.
To
So
cut-
in between both of them, like in the middle of both
these
of them.
guys?
Oh, yeah.
Of like, cause there's one
Of
baddie over
spider-
here, one baddie over here.
Oh, just like right here?
Yeah.
You're not the only one.
Oh,
who
you're gonna
wants
try and put him to
that.
sleep again?
Yep, I'm
Good.
using my last spell slot.
This should be easy.
Good night, guys.
Night night.
Oh wait, so you can use the same spell multiple
Well, actually, it won't be that
Yeah.
times.
easy.
You
I'm
have to
sorry.
use other
Oh,
slots.
oh.
The
Got
slots.
it.
Because they're
Okay,
not
good
very
to know.
So like
damaged.
I
They're
can
not.
use
Yeah.
They're not
4
super
times if I
damaged.
want to.
So
Like
you have
I've
to roll
used
pretty
healing
well.
word twice. I
I
haven't
get it.
used any other.
I get it.
This guy
What's really
is
interesting to know, which I don't know if you
looking
know,
almost
spells
full
that have this
strength.
R
Oh,
right
he's
here.
been
dang.
nicked.
That means
He's got like
Okay.
a slight wound,
if you-
and same with
okay. you don't have
this
it,
guy.
but you
Oh,
might at some
they're
point.
like
And with
they've
that,
been barely touched.
They've been barely touched.
Oh, okay. Well, that's probably not a great idea then.
Then
So,
you can use it without
You guys
using
have
a
killed a
slot.
lot of people.
What do you mean if you spend 10 minutes?
So
Like if you plant
anyone
the
that
seed.
has a R. only
instead, what I'm going to do.
See,
Spend
look.
time.
Okay.
Flipping the script.
It's
Yeah,
a
we're flipping the
ritual.
script.
Yeah.
So a ritual
Hey, I get
is
it.
usually something
Sorry.
like this.
I'm going to
An
use
object that's never, like,
my bonus action
and
to
it takes a
cast
minute.
Thunderous Smite.
If I take 10,
Bang.
Okay.
Then I'm going to. I was over here with Seville and
Yep.
everybody.
Yep.
I'm gonna go on the opposite side of the guy
but you don't have any.
so that
Like
I'm
over here?
flanking.
Over, flanking. This is the baddie.
Oh, okay.
I literally
So there's really no way.
Well, then I'd go flank this
identify
guy.
This guy, okay.
identify the
Say you get
magic
there.
of that object
Right.
as we were writing it down.
I don't remember where you were.
So anyway,
But I'm gonna
just
give it to you.
Oh,
Okay, you make it in
You
front of
should,
him.
Yeah, you should always just
Bonus
so you
action,
can
cast
count
Thunder
those.
Smite, and then I'm gonna try and longsword
Okay, at advantage.
the man.
It's concentration. That means if
Oh,
you
yeah.
get
Well, good thing I have advantage.
trying to sustain it, you might,
Okay.
as you saw earlier with your
14.
yeah, you could
use concentration. Anyway.
Cool. I don't know if the ranger ever gets me over.
I wonder. Actually,
Does that
I got
hit?
a really handy app on my phone.
I'm sorry, what'd you get?
14.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. All right.
Are you sleeping them
Well,
up?
my weapon rings with thunder that is audible within 300 feet of me. And the attack deals an extra 2d6 thunder damage.
Yeah.
Thunder damage.
To the target. If the target's a creature, it must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 10 feet away from me and knocked prone.
Wow. Okay, it's going to bounce off Spider and hit the
So-
ground. All right.
7,
7,
Food for thought.
5,
Yeah, exactly.
3.
15.
So 15.
Inside of the thing.
Okay.
Are you doing 15 plus
Plus-
damage?
No, 15.
Oh, sleeping damage.
No,
No, no, no,
this
no.
is damage.
This is damage.
damage.
She's doing
15
thunder
plus
something.
4.
What are you
19.
doing? I missed
19. I cast Thunderous Might and then I
No, she's-
longsword this
it.
guy.
We're killing. I
So-
love.
No.
No, we're doing non-lethal.
19
19.
damage, and then he does a strength.
Yeah. So
Save.
he's still alive, but barely.
So it's like you just like torturing. You don't want to put him out.
Yeah, you want people to be in more pain.
Yeah.
You're cruel.
He gets a 17.
Oh.
So he saves.
Okay, well, he doesn't get knocked prone or thrown 10
Okay.
feet.
So he's
but
strangely
thunder-
skinny and strong.
Thunder messes him
But
up.
yeah,
Thunder
you guys just hear
bursts
this
out.
boom as she strikes, and everybody's kind of blown away a little bit. And all right, that was amazing. So Erisette, it's your
I think
turn.
that's the most damage I've done.
But as the Crown Guard now are sweeping into this area, and basically they're stopping the action. This whole column here is full of Crown Guard.
Okay, and we still have only this guy near in between me and Spider, and Tabitha and Spider, who's bad, and then the guy with the long sword near Seville, right? Is that who's still alive? That's bad.
This guy's alive and bad. This guy's alive and bad.
Okay, and then the Crown's Guard is here.
Yeah, the Crown Guard's here.
Okay. So, but this guy's near me and hostile. So.
He is, yeah.
I wanna. I'm not good at this. I'm not, but I want to capture him.
Okay.
I want to capture him. So now, can I use maybe my rope or something and just attempt to bind him?
I'd say instead, why don't you shoot for the legs? And if you hit.
How about this? I'll just use my poison spray because then I know he can't see much, and that way he'll be probably. He won't be able to do much if I get him
All right,
straight
so
in
do you want to
face.
get him in the face? You'll have to move and kind of get over by Anazora.
Oh, I'm not very close. Yeah, shoot.
No, you are. You can get there. No problem.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I
This
run.
is only like 20.
And I just try to get really point blank with him and just get him straight in the eyes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. It's a saving throw, isn't it?
What's that mean? He
It
has
means
to
I have to
save.
roll.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's the check?
12.
12 or better.
12 on what?
Constitution.
Con.
Correct.
Okay, hold on.
And you will fail.
I don't think they
The
have.
odds
they
are
have,
in your favor.
They have con.
Mm.
16.
Oh,
Shouldn't
man.
have done that. So.
What 1d12 would have been so good.
Yeah,
And
that
now I'm
would
right in his
temptation.
face.
that'd be huge.
Well, that was.
It's not half damage, right? It's just.
No,
This just
unfortunately, not
misses.
on this. It's
So
a
you just
cantrip.
you run over and just go like that, and then see this seeping green acid shoot from your hand, and he just quickly moves.
Dang it.
And actually, let me roll
Dang it.
for Spider. Spider does not get out of the way, and roll your d12
12.
because you went right at him.
Is this D12?
This one. And now you actually kind of want to roll low.
Yeah, but
unless
I'm
you
actually
care
gonna
about
half it
spider.
because
I got a 2.
okay, so
one.
no, he's fine.
Yeah.
He gets 1 point of damage.
Good job.
One acid. Just a little bit of spray hits him. He tries to duck too, but
He's
hits
like-
his arm, burns in through
Oh, 'cause
his
it bounced
hide.
off
That he's,
him? It bounced off him, kind of, or I missed?
no, the guy
'cause I-
missed. Yeah,
Crap. And then now,
that's your action. Do you have a bonus action you want to do?
well, I'm gonna run towards the Crown's Guard. I'm gonna run away from this guy then.
Okay.
I know that's kind of crappy, but I'm gonna run to the Crown's Guard.
Okay. He's going to get an opportunity attack on you. And actually, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Your speed's 30, right?
Yeah.
30. He's going to get an opportunity attack on you. That hits. That's 20 natural, not natural. 6 points of slashing damage as you try to go up and run away.
Oh.
I'm all thrown off now. And now that the
Yeah.
Crown's Guard is here, I don't know who to. I'm a little thrown.
Okay.
I'm hoping they'll save us, and yet I still feel low.
Are you saying anything as you run back?
I said, Tabitha, leave him! Let's talk to the Crown's Guard!
Okay. At this point, after that turn, it's the baddie's turn, but I'm going to give them one chance to see if they can get away, because now the Crown's Guard has stopped you guys. This guy's captured.
Good. Okay.
They are starting to grab both of you. Seville, they come into you.
I try to make a big show of being like, easy there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just going to give this one guy a chance to get away. Oh, yeah. So he's going to get away. Tabitha and Spider
Christ.
take an opportunity attack.
Get him. Another crit.
11. Do I get to add anything?
Yes.
It doesn't matter. 11
Probably
actually hits.
Wow.
Wow,
They
there's
have-
some crappy
They
leather.
have
Yeah, like
low
+6
AC.
Yeah.
Spider gets a 19 plus.
Spider's
so
rolling
he,
well.
Yes. Now he is.
Go after him.
Yeah, it took him a
But-
while.
Yeah, he's a little slow to start. Oh, but he got a 7 on that. So 7 plus 3, 10 points on that
Can I roll
guy.
damage?
Yeah.
Oh, actually,
You hit.
No.
Yeah, you hit.
Wait,
So
which
it's-
one?
Hit him with?
Oh yeah,
rapier,
Spider.
1d8
Spider killed him.
plus 3.
He's dead.
Wow.
He starts to go away, and
Nice
Spider
spider.
just
Eight? No,
brings
still
his
Yeah.
Spider
sword
killed
down,
him.
right into his back, and fells him. And then everybody turns around as the Crown Guard is like, "Stop! Everyone, stop! Stop where you are! Lay down your arms!"
I'm not trying
Okay,
to
so
mess
I'll
with
turn.
these fools.
Are you doing anything?
I'm not laying down my arms. Edgeguard, Seville Ranta. It's about time you got here.
We're with him. We were attacked by this rabble.
This
Surround
is
the rest.
This is the
You.
Falil.
The
Oh,
what?
wait, just
This
so you know,
is the Falil.
Falil? I don't know Falil.
Well,
two of these guys are
Foliar?
only sleeping, they're not
Foliar.
dead.
that's a fucking Falir.
And you're Edgeguard and you don't know?
Some
Give me some proof.
Some
You're
call them
Edge.
the Faloozas. Does that ring a
So I
bell?
go right into his
I'm
mind.
pointing out the two that
I'm
are
Seville
sleeping.
Ranta, Edgeguard, Mendalil.
You have other ways. That he's just like,
Excuse me,
What?
this is pretty
what?
important.
I didn't want tricks.
Excuse me!
You stop.
Two of them are only sleeping, they're about to wake up probably. They're only going to be that way for about a minute.
Yeah, if you keep shouting like that.
All right, yeah, actually, as these guys serve, but everybody's being grabbed at this point. Everybody's now grabbed by guards, by multiple guards.
Listen,
This whole thing is flooded. Other guards are running this way now.
we'll be happy to explain all of this. We were attacked. We are the victims here.
If
What?
you want information, you should absolutely tie up the two that are sleeping.
You got swords to Seville's neck.
So
Prove it, or you're all coming with us.
Seville?
You have.
Do you guys have a
you
secret
you have-
yes,
handshake?
you
well
have-
I've got my. I'm just going to illuminate my psychic tattoo on my hand as I go like this.
I'm like,
All right,
I never
all right.
had that.
Which one of these are with you?
I am.
The gentleman here. I've got the elf. I've got the
Spider.
halfling. I've got this human spider right there, and I've got this
Mhm.
elf right here.
All right.
He's been taken and painted.
Oh, I'm so glad you didn't die.
Oh my god.
Are there any medics?
They've painted her. They painted our
Yes.
friend.
We're badly hurt and need of aid.
Yes.
We can help.
I'm
All right.
perfectly
I
healed.
appreciate it. Thank you for coming.
She's Tabitha the
And
Tornado.
and Philia, huh? Hold on a second.
Or
Flair.
Falil, as some people.
Well, it's a
pronounce it.
pronunciation thing without the Mendelian community, and some say Falil and some say Flair.
All right, God. Don't even know shit.
It's a sort of
That's what we
Twi'lek
thought.
Twi'lek dilemma. I don't know if you're familiar.
Potato,
Something is
potato.
afoot. I highly recommend that you capture those two because they can
We
be
have,
pressed
we
for
have.
information.
We have. Luckily,
We'd
you
quite
were
like to talk to
spotted.
them ourselves if we...
Good point.
Yeah, it seems that you are doing fairly well on your own.
We did the dirty work. We should have.
Already, I'm
who-
right, guys.
who are you?
Cute.
I mean,
It's
couple.
funny you mention that. We are the, and maybe we'll have time to think of our name.
You
and
guys.
you guys all Give us your ideas.
Ideas, because we need a good adventuring
It's
party.
So
name.
if you guys are watching,
It's
throw
time.
out some adventuring names. Throw it up on the socials. Next session, we'll review those.
Does that mean we're bonding? We're like officially
Hey,
calling
Could
ourselves?
be.
I
bonding
think
moment.
we've had many fights to the death
Yeah.
as a team before, but I think this one really takes the
Yeah,
cake.
it
really
takes a
does.
while to get bonding.
And I
so
think
this is
now
a good
we've
one.
earned our stripes to have a true adventuring party
And you hear-
name.
Make way, move now, and you hear, and there's this kind of blast that you guys feel, and the Crown's guards are all kind of moving, and you see coming up are 4 Edgeguard,
I love them.
including your person who you know.
Superior, yeah.
Yep.
Wakanda
Good.
forever.
As whoever it is
It is
takes
set.
away the body that I accidentally killed,
Mm-hmm.
I take a long stare at it. I'm still blue.
Aww.
But it's still on the ground, basically.
Okay.
They just
They're coming back to that one.
yeah,
They're just
I mean, they're checking pulses. They're looking, they're removing weaponry.
Yeah.
The ones that are asleep, they're
And when I-
binding, and those guys have started to wake up now, but they're now
Mm-hmm.
captured. So, looks like you found your assets
I have the assets.
and
Friends.
decide to slaughter a few people in this dark alleyway.
We were jumped.
I know. We had you watched. All right,
But they didn't
Crown's
wanna
Guard,
send
clean up.
reinforcements. Cool.
Hell yeah, Crown's Guard.
You
Yeah,
lot
thanks for nothing.
are coming with me.
They can
And
Lovely.
we're going to leave it there tonight, guys.
All right.
Now it's
Hey,
time.
good job, team. That
Well
looked
done, team.
grim.
Guys, look,
We were really out.
And we
You were
didn't need the help
crazy.
of those jerks.
you were supposed to call for help very quickly.
Yeah.
And I was going to have them there within a round.
Nah.
But
I was like, oh, he's finally giving us a challenge. Look at all these guys.
I love it. It's always
I
like,
have given every challenge
Yes,
I've given
plan.
you when I
Yeah,
do
what ends up
when I
happening.
do the calculating of what
Uh-huh.
every encounter of the big ones are deadly. And
Ugh.
you guys, it's no big deal. You just kind of cut through.
Well, I don't know about
This
no
was
big deal,
probably
but
very deadly.
some very crucial,
Well, this
some
is
might even
what,
say critical roles
9?
saved us.
Oh yeah.
These are 9 thugs, or something like that. 10.
Seems
It
like
felt
it.
like 50.
It
10
did
there
feel
were
like
so
10
many
thugs. They got about
I think
30-ish.
well,
So do
10,
I
guess.
give this back to you?
We
So-
did a lot.
that's
of
We're
work.
missing.
this.
I missed
Okay.
That's
it.
yours
Until you
until
use it.
I use
you
it and
use
then I give
it.
it back.
And
Okay.
it might be worth noting, because you may not know, and some of the other people out there, you can never stack them and accumulate them.
No, it's
You just
It's a
say it's one
precious
and done.
one resource that
I
when
have
you use
one
it,
for each of you,
Mm.
and I bought one for myself because they're super cool.
'Cause I just wanted
Save that
it.
for the Star Wars one-offs or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
guys, I also want to let you know that we have crested 150 followers. I believe we're at 151
There's
now.
one left.
Wow.
We picked up several followers tonight.
You know what I think that
Wow.
means?
Yes.
Next session,
Yeah,
I
these are
owe
very effective.
A
you
song.
all a song.
Not only
Yeah.
do you owe us a song, but we had a secret
Yay!
little giveaway
Yay!
folded
On
in,
account. Yeah,
which
Is
we're
it
actually going to
Yeah,
do
they're
next week
$10.
because we're out of time
I'll
tonight.
order it.
But anybody who's a follower
Yeah.
is entered. Anybody who's following or anybody who's watching us live next episode gets an extra entry. I have no idea how we're going to do that, but we'll figure it out. So come back next week. We are going to be giving away some D&D loot. So come back then. And thank you guys
Exciting.
for the love. Thank you for the follows. I know I think our sync is off, but we'll fix that by next week. And guys, just thank you for letting us make your Saturdays a little bit better.
Yeah.
Or actually, a lot better. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Come
You
on.
guys did great tonight. I'm so
That
proud
was
of you
You too,
guys.
Judd.
Really
Thank you.
fun.
So proud of you guys.
We'll see you guys next time.
See you
Bye.
then. Bye, guys.